Oh, I see. Good morning, everybody. Friday.
Thank God That's what I say.
Thank God it's what?
Friday. That was it. That's what they say,
Like
right?
a nice slogan, I'm thinking.
T-shirt.
T-shirt? Nah,
Thank God it's Friday.
It's not good enough for a T-shirt.
Thank you, sir. You could even shorten it to just TGIF, I think it is.
No, not good enough for a T-shirt. I'm sorry.
That's true.
I'm sorry, sir. We're very picky with our T-shirt designs.
It happens. What? Shit.
Yeah, that stupid face that got dabbed on him.
So stupid.
Yeah, it didn't even make sense.
No.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. I'm retarded.
Just having to look up on every major pop culture expression.
Yes, right. It's hard. It's hard did everything. We get it.
Exactly.
Let's say hi to Nick in Niagara Falls. He has a very good question. Ooh, Nick, go ahead.
Slowly I turn.
Yeah.
Nicky. Hey.
Opie, I just want to know how your bath looked yesterday, bud.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for thinking about me.
Oh, it's the old soak.
I actually did take a soak yesterday.
You did.
And let's not forget, Ricky Gervais also takes baths.
Yes,
and he tweets from the bathtub, so I'm not alone.
Does.
I'm in good company.
Tweets some bizarre pictures of himself
with
looking
that
like
face,
a frog. Froggy face.
It's funny. It's actually very funny. And I also want to thank all the people that sent me stuff for my my baths.
Oh,
they
did?
Little trays where you can put your book.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people went on the Bed Bath & Beyond website yesterday.
I like the Beyond.
Nice little bath salts and, all sorts of
smoke
things.
them?
Soaps, candles.
Bath salts? You eat anyone's face?
No.
That's good shit.
No, I had to stay inside yesterday because my immune system is trying to kill me.
Is that it? Like the AIDS?
What a beautiful day yesterday.
It was.
And I had to stay in because I'm very allergic this time of year.
You got an allergic?
I'm very allergic for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then it goes away, which is so strange, and then I'm good until the fall. So I couldn't go outside yesterday. It was what, 75?
It was
75
nice.
degrees,
Really
not
nice.
a cloud in the sky. It was gorgeous. But that stupid pollen is in full effect, and I'm fucking hurting. Day 2 of hurting from the pollen.
The itchy schnozola?
Oh, God, yeah. And then Dr. Steve was trying to get me on some kind of new medication for this, but, with
ACT?
Obama.
See, it's
AIDS joke, that's hilarious.
AIDS again.
Oh, God. 20 fucking years of AIDS jokes.
It actually took longer than I thought it would.
Yeah, of course. Dr. Steve's a lifesaver, as they say. Well, not in his own profession. He's Dr. Death.
Absolutely, he really is.
But fucking with Obamacare and co-op, it's just a pain in the ass to try to get anything done.
Used to be able to just go in and...
He goes, I called in a prescription that's way better than taking Claritin D and nasal sprays and Singulair. And then the CVS calls me, and we need to pre-approve this, and you need this and that. And then Steve's like, well, go on the website, because you could get, you could fill out this copay slip.
What
because
website?
The copay, for the drug, I guess, because the copay on the drug is, ridiculously expensive.
Shit.
And I'm in my house. I don't even want to leave my house because it makes it way worse. And in the end, I just didn't go because it was just too much of a fucking problem. So I'm still on the Claritin D.
Oh, shit.
They make it so fucking hard to get prescriptions done.
But as long as everyone's covered.
Oh, God. And then, maybe I should have just paid out of pocket the whole fucking thing.
You know what? That's usually the best way for whenever you get a problem.
Hundreds of dollars for one little spray thing.
Sometimes you got to suck it up.
I know. It's the principle, though. You know what I mean?
They don't cover my Propecia. They don't give a shit about my hair.
You're still doing Propecia.
Well, you got to do that for the rest of your life.
So that's a dumb drug.
What's
that? Drug. Supposedly it works, but as soon as you stop, it just takes
your hair will fall out.
Everything you did goes away.
Here's the thing: I don't know if I even need it. I had the follicles put in,
right,
and then I started taking the Propecia,
right.
So I don't know if I was going to have shit fall out anymore. Well, I wasn't bald; it was thinning,
right. But you know where the line is.
Yeah.
I know where my issues are,
right?
And you know the exact line where the rest of it is cool,
right?
You know
the rest
that
of it's cool.
It is though.
Yeah.
I
But
see
I
the
don't know,
exact line where, all right, in between this line and that line, I might need a little help.
That's an issue.
But I know I'm not going to go like shoehorn bald or any of that shit.
Yeah. But with the Propecia, like, I don't know if I need it, but I'm going to take that chance. I'm going to stop taking it, and all of a sudden my fucking hair falls out.
And they don't pay for that.
They don't pay for the Propecia. That's like a cosmetic thing, so you got to go out of pocket. And I think it's $75 for that prescription.
For what? How long does that last you?
A month.
Oh.
What are the side effects of Propecia?
You become a flaming racist.
Oh, wow.
See, please, help me here. I'm on medication. Don't get so angry with me.
Can't believe you've been sprinkling Propecia on your cereal since you were a boy.
My whole family apparently takes it. Yeah.
Oh, the whole family's in on that stuff?
No, I'm saying for being racist. No, I guess the side effects are supposed to be some kind of... they say sexual side effects, but
You're not supposed to get a rod, or?
I haven't had that. No, not so much that, but your libido supposedly goes down, but I could attest to the fact that does not fucking happen.
Or it might be way worse.
Maybe I would be like a fucking rapist.
You might be you're supposed to be walking around with a boner all the time.
All the time, maybe.
It's called Dymista. Dymista. I'm telling the people because maybe they could use some help with their allergies.
I said that to someone once.
Dymista.
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 Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fucking got you.
Bless you.
Got you.
Can I get some of this shit on the black market?
Oh, hey,
little
racist.
Envelope,
Come on.
Little envelope with some Dymista in there?
Not in this fucking day and age.
Could you leave it at the front door here, please?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's so frustrating. These fucking allergies twice a fucking year.
You got your Visine in front of you.
I got the eye allergy relief Visine.
What's in the blue thing there?
I
needed the money.
I got some.
Looks like an ass butt plug.
Patinase or something like that.
Pate?
Patinase, but let's see.
Uriah likes patinase. See, it's like mayonnaise.
Yes, except General Patton likes it.
Oh, boo. This shit's 2 years old. Past the
Oh, yay!
Past the expiration date. That's 2 years old.
Jesus.
And then Semaphrin, and then I took a Claritin D.
Wow, you might be over medicating.
Yeah, no, I'm being very careful.
Are you?
Won't that Afrin you get hooked on that, won't you?
After 4 or 5 days.
Afrin's fucking great,
dude.
Though.
By day 2, I'm fucking
by gay.
Oh Jesus!
By gay.
Yes, there was 2 of the 3 options. Straight the other one. By day 2 though, Afrin fucking ruins me. Like my nose.
Day 2,
my nose re-swells, and I got to take the Afrin again.
Everyone is so quick to say how addictive it is, and hey, you got to be careful. It's like. When I have a cold, I'll use that shit the whole time I have a cold, and it's great. Clears your fucking nose out, and then you just stop doing it. Like I haven't wanted to like shove it up my fucking nose.
No, don't you have a day or two where your nose is really bad after it, like really stuffy?
Not really.
It works so fucking well.
I've only done 2 sprays of that shit. That's like when but with allergies, it fucking takes your whole body down. It's not about just sneezing and watery eyes. Your whole body feels just
allergies
like
just
shit.
Like clog my nose, and you get the itchy eyes. That's about it.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Oh,
DJ.
How you doing, guys? My wife works next door to you guys over at News Corp. She actually knows Roland, Anthony, and Jimmy, and I guess I missed all the time. She can bring it over if you want it.
Oh, she knows us?
Oh. Yeah, you guys actually follow her.
Well, that would be...
I haven't texted her anything inappropriate, have I?
Well, good friends with her.
No dick pics or anything?
Yes. Is your wife's name Shauna Hannity?
Well, sir, that would be highly, highly illegal. But hold on the line. I want to give you a T-shirt.
We want to reprimand you.
I want to give you a T-shirt for, for thinking of me.
Yes, of course.
But that would be highly illegal to take someone else's prescriptions. All right. Well, it is better than yesterday, which is good. But being like a fucking little wimpy fucking man where you can't even go outside.
Yeah.
Because you know it's going to get way worse. But anyway, enough of that.
It's a shame.
We got a lot of apologies.
Oh my God!
Holy shit! Ones that don't even need to be said.
We started something a mere few days ago. We're trying to see if we could go 10 days without an apology.
And we thought that was going to be too short a period of time, like a week. We were like, we should go a week. See if people go a week without apologizing. So we're like, that might be too short. Let's go 10 days.
Let's go 10 days.
A week is too long.
This is already, we're breaking it for the second time already since starting this.
Crazy.
And I think we started this Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think it's completely ridiculous, the world we live in now. With the finger pointing, you did something wrong.
Wagging the finger. This guy from England.
Which one you want to start with?
Well, that's the one that really has me boggled.
Jeremy Clarkson?
Yeah, the guy from Top Gear, England.
Right.
Holy fuck. He apologized for something no one complained about.
Right.
It never even made it to the air.
He used the N-word, huh?
No. That's just it, too.
But the headline, okay, I used the N-word.
But he said that, but he didn't.
TV host says.
His whole thing, is it on here, his explanation? Because
is this the slope line that he did with?
No.
He just said that about the guy's on a slope and it was an Asian guy?
Nope.
Is it the same guy, though?
I don't know. I know this guy apologized for saying eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. And apparently he mumbled it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch it by the toe.
Right.
And then the third take, he did 3 takes of this. Now, it didn't air. He was doing something for his show. And then his third take, he said, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a teacher by the toe. But he goes, one of his previous takes, which never aired, he mumbled something just to go, and it was close. If you turn it up and listen closely, it was close to the N-word.
But that's
and he's apologized.
But that's just a childhood.
Yeah, and he
rhyme.
But he never even said it. It is. We used to do that all the time.
Oh my God!
How did you pick teams and stuff?
Right, there was not a whatever.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, motherfucker.
Let me see what they say in the article.
It's ludicrous.
He's begging for forgiveness for racist remark. Top Gear presenter Jeremy Clarkson has released a video begging, and we got the video here, people, for public forgiveness after appearing to use the N-word in a segment for the top-rated television show. Clarkson claims he tried to obscure the racist word while he recited the nursery rhyme, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch up by the toe, but admitted that obviously my efforts weren't quite good enough. The offending footage was obtained by the Daily Mirror in the UK. It was recorded on blah, blah, blah. In the version that did air, Clarkson recited the rhyme but used the word teacher instead. Clarkson has come under fire in the past for allegedly making racist comment. Oh, God, this is the world we live in now.
Fire in the past.
Had earlier issued a robust denial of the allegations that he had used the N-word, telling his 3.2 million Twitter followers, I did not use the N-word, never use it. The Mirror has gone way too far this time. But he then backtracked, posting a video statement online on Thursday in which he apologized. Ordinarily, I don't respond to newspaper allegations, but on this occasion, I feel I must make an exception, he said. Wow.
It's so it's a non-issue.
Clarkson said he has been extremely keen to avoid the racist expression in the best-known version of the rhyme, and on that day in question had recorded 3 takes. In 2, I mumbled where the offensive word would normally occur, and in the 3rd, I replaced it all together with the word teacher, he said. So like you said, he didn't really say it.
He never said it. It never aired.
Now, when I viewed this footage several weeks later, I realized that in one of the mumbled versions, if you listened very carefully with the sound turned way up, it did appear that I'd actually used the word I was trying to obscure. I was mortified by this. Horrified. No, you weren't.
No, he wasn't.
It's a word I loathe, and I did everything in my power to make sure that that version did not appear in the program that was transmitted.
Clarkson, I loathe that word, too. Oh, wait, I meant love.
Clarkson said he sent a note to the production staff to ensure that that version of the segment did not go to air and it was not broadcast on the BBC. Please be assured that I did everything in my power to not use the word, and I'm sitting here begging your forgiveness for the fact that obviously my efforts weren't quite good enough. Thank you, Jeremy Clarkson.
Just groveling.
Groveling
For nothing.
So we had an apology yesterday, right? So we didn't even make it a day.
Not a day.
We have not made it a day with this whole apology thing.
You have 3 today.
We do have 3.
3
apologies a day.
Possibly 4.
This is hilarious.
I'm thinking of that other one that we talked about before.
Well, because Shaq is still apologizing.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Andrea Pizer doesn't think it's good enough, by the way.
What would she suggest?
We'll get into her article in a little bit. And then you got the gaming guy with the tweet, or whatever. He works for a game company or something.
That, to me, is the worst one.
Okay, we got that. And then we got a newspaper apologizing for a headline they did on Kevin Durant. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? What are we doing to each other?
And this guy was in England. By the way, did they say that? I thought that was an American word.
I don't know. Let's see the video that he put out. This Jeremy Clarkson.
I don't respond to newspaper allegations, but on this occasion, I feel I must make an exception. A couple of years ago, I recorded an item for Top Gear in which I quoted the rhyme.
A couple of years ago?
Of course.
A couple of years ago.
Damn
He didn't catch that part.
Let me just say, white people, you stink.
White people are the biggest fucking pussies.
You stink, white people.
Stupid white people.
Ugh.
You're a bunch of fucking
stupid.
pussies.
And yeah, now we're up to the point where now you got to, apologize for things you did many, many years ago.
Years ago, I may have used the word.
I got caught up in that with the whole cake stomp 7, 8 years ago. You're responsible for stuff you did so
let me
long
tell you,
ago now.
Some things are appropriate.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely. That your feet were actually saying that word while I did that.
I said shoehorn ball instead of horseshoe ball.
I didn't catch it either.
Are you going to be
what?
okay? Are you going to be okay that
shoehorn is the same? That's like they should use shoehorn ball. That's like a Phil Collins, because that little thing of hair is like a shoehorn. Right? No? Maybe?
I'm fucking just miserable. I'm sorry. Sorry I used the wrong words. All right, back to Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I quoted the rhyme "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo."
Catch a nigger by the
Of course, I
toe.
was well aware that in the best-known version of this rhyme, there is a racist expression that I was extremely keen to avoid. The full rushes show that I did 3 takes. In 2, I mumbled where the offensive word would normally occur, and in the 3rd, I replaced it altogether with the word teacher. Now, when I viewed this footage several weeks later, I realised that in one of the mumbled versions, if you listen very carefully with the sound turned right up, it did appear that I actually used the word I was trying to obscure. I was mortified by this.
Come on! He mumbled it. I'd love to hear it.
I did everything in my power to make sure that that version did not
everything in his power.
Program that was transmitted. In fact, I have here the note I sent at the time to the production office, and it says, I didn't use the N-word here, but I've just listened through my headphones and it sounds like I did. Is there another take that we could use? Please be assured, I did everything in my
Oh my God!
No one complained!
And he's saying he never used the
people
word.
are calling for him to be fired, though. For what, though? There aren't mounting calls for him to be. He's responding to something.
Wow.
Somebody did, boy, the whole old money shot shirt Comey. I couldn't be happier.
No.
What the hell did you do?
I wiped a spill on my shirt off with a tissue, and the lint stuck to it, and now it's a big cum stain on my fucking shirt.
Because it was orange juice, which is sticky.
I know.
Right.
I fucked up.
You're going to have to wet that down
I
during the
fucked
break.
up. Yeah.
You fucked up.
Wow. But you know what's? It's like this is the guy though. Like people like, well, this is the culture we live in, or whatever. But if somebody else was suffering or going through this guy probably wouldn't come out and stick up for him.
Oh hell no, he'd be. He must be fired.
So we all sit around and just watch each other going to the gallows.
Right.
And then when it's us, we're like, what happened?
There, but for the grace of God, go on.
At least we stick up for people.
So fucked up. Not many people in the media going with this whole angle like we are. I'm kind of proud of the show that we do this.
Yes.
Because it's really ridiculous, the apologies. Every day you get one just about. We're not going to go 10 days without an apology.
Hell no.
Not for a while.
No way in this day and age. No way.
But we'll try.
Yeah.
All right, continue with the Jeremy Clarkson.
Yes.
My power to not use that word. And that I'm sitting here begging your forgiveness for the fact that obviously my efforts weren't quite good enough. Thank you.
You fucking piece of shit white man. Shut up, whitey.
Why was he using that rhyme anyway?
I guess it was something to do with the show. I guess he wanted to use it.
Right.
For his,
Is there a real version of that rhyme?
It's eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe.
Oh, tiger, right. Okay, I was trying to remember.
Is that? But as a kid, everyone said nigger. It was terrible. Oh,
I didn't realize Tiger was the actual real version. I thought Tiger was the nicer version.
I think Tiger was the nicer version. I think originally it was always that. Very offensive. But that's what people said back in what they called the day. It's just the way it was. But the fact that this guy went like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch it by the toe. That's what he was doing. He said he was mumbling it, so catch it by the toe. And one, I guess, sounded like, and he was like, oh, I'm mortified. It's terrible.
How did people hear it then if it didn't air?
I guess there were 3 takes. Someone must have let it out. And then somebody in the news was like, oh, did he say that?
Can we see if that's available?
I wish it was.
Let's try to find that out.
It must be.
Let's go to Dave in North Carolina. Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
I think what he's doing is a preemptive strike. He got wind that somebody might be able to release this.
Right.
And he's thinking, wait a minute, I'm not going to be able to ride all these really nice cars. I'm going to lose this fat. Sorry?
Oh, we found it. Hold on. Hold on 1 second there, David.
Yeah, go ahead.
This video contains offensive language.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. When he squeals, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. When he squeals, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
He's apologizing for that.
He said,
Yes, you might have heard the word if you're deaf and underwater.
Yes.
And the headline is Clarkson's N-word shame. Wow. He even admitted that he really wasn't saying the word, but one might have sounded like he was.
Yikes.
Boy, do we love to just catch each other.
David, anything to add?
No, he's horrified or mortified because he's thinking, probably, I just got this big mortgage. How the fuck am I going to pay this off?
Right.
Yeah, we know why he's groveling, dude. No one's questioning why. Like, we know he has to. But
I think he was goofing on Jim Norton right there.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Were you making a Jim Norton 2002 joke?
I really wish I had been, but I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
All right, then you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, when I was 5 months into a 2-year rent.
Yes.
And I instead of a $300 and something rent with Florentine and his girlfriend, I said, I'm in the big time now, guys. I'm moving into the big old apple. And I move in and I pay $2,200 a month, and 5 months later we're off the radio.
0 job security.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. But it was only 19 months to go.
You were living like you were rich.
Yeah, I was
you were rich.
Now you're a comedy magnate.
Thank you very much. Yes, I mean, other comics stick to me.
He's very attractive.
Let's say hi to Dan in Virginia.
Dan? Is he the man? Which one?
No, he's not.
This one is not the man.
No, this is Dan Petto.
Danny.
Yeah, hi. I'm 36 years old, and
Congrats.
Hold on, Dan.
Dan's 36 years
Happy
young,
birthday.
I say.
Good for you, Dan.
All right, what else?
Good for you.
thank you very much.
I was going to say your shoe size.
I wouldn't even know that rhyme as having that word in it. I grew up, catch a tiger by the toe. If it wasn't for this...
Poor tiger. You know, they're endangered, and we shouldn't say that either.
Exactly, it's a paw.
Catching a tiger by... Yeah, they don't have toes.
Yeah, I don't think the tiger would appreciate that.
No, they're endangered animals, and it's terrible that you would even imply that you could catch one by the toe.
Sure.
Meaning he's probably captured, very injured.
How about catch a camel by the toe?
There
That's
you
fine.
go, a camel
toe.
Catch a camel by the toe. Ooh, if it hollers, you're a mo. It's the same jokes, we just package them different every day.
Absolutely. It's a rhyme, and the punchline is somehow we're making each other homosexuals.
Yes, of course.
Let's go to Trucker Bob. He's going to tell us where the Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo song came from.
Ooh, a little history lesson.
Go ahead, Trucker Bob.
Down, boys.
Hey.
Way back in the day, that's how the plantation owners used to pick their slaves on the box.
Come on.
All right.
I can't even believe
you're
that.
just hilarious.
I watched Roots, and I never heard that rhyme the whole time.
You were probably too busy yelling out other things.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Allentown. Joe. How are the jobs?
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Iron, coke, chromium, steel.
You guys making a comeback ever since that Billy Joel song or what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Nice.
Does someone bring up that song every time you say where you're from?
Basically, yeah.
It's got to be so annoying. Where you from? Yeah, I live in Allentown, Pennsylvania. We're living here in Allentown.
Yeah. Are they tearing all the factories down?
Have the union people gone away?
Yeah.
That whole mini, money, mo. When I was a kid, like, everybody would say Tigger, like from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
I always thought, like, oh, that's a cute little rhyme about Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
But, this guy's a joke. Oh,
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a nigger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go.
Hey, also, real quick, that whole thing about aspirin before, about being addicted.
Yeah.
Addiction's the wrong word for it, but, like, when I used to take it, I don't take it anymore. I would take it whenever I felt extra stuffy, and it would, like, my cold would last 10 to 14 days. And it wasn't, addiction's the wrong word for it, but your nose gets used to it.
Yeah, well,
if your nose, yeah, whatever, yeah, you know what we're saying.
Yeah.
I didn't imply that your nose was out sucking dick for more effort.
Your nose does get used to it, which means you got to keep using it. I understand. Thank you.
All right.
It swells.
Thank you.
Why don't you get a job, Tigger? See? It's little Tigger. Oh, boy.
What happened to Sticks and Stones? Charles.
May break my bones.
What are you talking about?
Names will never hurt me. Words hurt, though. We learned that.
Yeah, words hurt.
That went out
They
the
tried
window.
to tell us that years ago. We didn't buy in. Sorry. We didn't buy into that whole concept.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first apology today. Jeremy
First apology.
Clarkson.
But that's not the last one, right?
No.
Oh, man, there's cheerleaders outside fucking Fox News today.
Yes, they're supporting Donald Sterling.
Oh, man.
Donald Sterling has cancer.
Yeah.
What?
And the Post thinks that's hilarious. They think it's great.
Really? You should get cancer. I hope you get cancer.
The Post said, Donald Sterling has prostate cancer, and then the Post, under that headline, said, looks like God has a sense of humor.
Does God have a sense of humor? I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you want somebody to get cancer?
Yeah. Again,
for being a bigot and possibly a racist.
If someone's a racist now, you can say anything about them.
Right.
They're like the communists in the 50s.
Right.
And this is exactly like what the McCarthy shit. Like, you know, are you a racist? Do you know any racists? Have you ever said racist things? It's fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is.
The New York Post today is very happy that he has cancer.
That's
and
insane.
thinks that God has a sense of humor for giving him cancer.
Sure.
Wow.
That's kind of twisted, I think.
Yeah.
But didn't he have it before he said those things?
Probably.
I don't know.
Probably.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, God would know what he was going to say, because God knows everything.
But hollers you're a mo.
Because you want the camel toe unless you're a mo.
Of course, and you yell at it.
A mo. Kids are hilarious.
So we got a newspaper, the Oklahoman.
The Oklahoman?
That's exactly what it is.
Jesus.
Apologizes for calling Thunder's Kevin Durant Mr. Unreliable.
Now, what is bad about that?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Is that a stereotype
I
that
don't
shouldn't
know.
be uttered? Because a black guy being unreliable would be a stereotype.
We're I don't know. We're out of this game. I don't get any of this anymore.
Insanity.
It was it looked like it was on the front page. It said Mr. Unreliable. So Kevin Durant, you know, having a bad game or a bad series, I'm not really sure because I'm not following that particular series.
So he's not reliable on the court.
The Oklahoman has apologized after running a headline that labeled Thunder All-Star forward Kevin Durant Mr. Unreliable. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? Yeah.
Sports editor Mike Sherman admitted that newspaper failed with its headline, which appeared in large letters above a photo of Durant surrounded by 3 members of the Grizzlies. The headline, Sherman said, was overstated and unduly harsh, and left the impression that we were commenting on Durant's season, career, or even character. We were not. We were referring only to the Memphis series.
That's fine.
When the fuck has a sports page ever apologized for a headline saying an athlete stunk?
Right.
What? I think...
If he was a white guy, would they be apologizing?
I don't. Does this have anything to do with that, or is this literally just
race,
or was this finally the right thing to do? Like, is an inaccurate headline and they're like, all right, that was stupid.
If he's unreliable during
this particular series, but I think everyone understands that by just seeing. All sports fans who are watching that series and they're big Kevin Durant fans are probably disappointed and wishing he would step up more.
He's unreliable.
So they all understand the headline.
Right.
They weren't looking deeply into that. He's having a bad series. He's Mr. Unreliable.
Right.
His mom tweeted them.
The Mr. Unreliable headline triggered negative reaction among Thunder fans. All right, too bad. Right, exactly.
Thunder fan.
When you're a fan of a team and your guy is letting you down, man, there's ugliness that happens. Period.
Yeah.
They'll turn on you.
Wow.
Let's see. It triggered negative reaction among Thunder fans, Oklahoma City media members, and basketball observers across the country. One writer for DailyThunder.com, a website that covers the team, called the headline "the dumbest thing I've ever seen."
Well, the headline, not the apology.
Durant, meanwhile, chose not to fan the flames. Coming from my paper back at home, that's what they're supposed to write. So Kevin Durant's cool with it.
Yeah, why?
Durant told reporters on Thursday, I didn't come through for the team, so they got to write that type of stuff. As a player and as a competitor, it's going to be good and bad days. People are going to build you up. They're going to break you down. They don't allow you to stay even keel, and I think that's what I am.
Support the team.
So where the fuck are they apologizing for this?
Yeah.
The guy's cool with it.
He's fine with it. His mom wasn't? Is that who?
Yeah, his mom tweeted.
What did she say?
What's that?
She said, typical Oklahoman on Kevin. Unbelievable. Kevin is reliable.
But he's not reliable in this particular series.
That's your mommy. Of course she's going to, defend him.
And I don't know what his numbers are for this series, but...
And then the general manager for the Thunder also said Kevin is the absolute definition of reliability.
Well, then they got to apologize.
That's right.
So that apology went down as well.
Oh, boy. Is there another one?
Oh, the worst one yet.
Yeah.
It's worse than those other two.
Wow.
Much worse.
Total Rock community manager let go after Donald Sterling Twitter remarks.
What is Turtle Rock? Is that a game company or they make games?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Turtle Rock.
Josh Olin, the community and esports manager of Evolve developer Turtle Rock Studios, is no longer with the company in the wake of a series of remarks related to vilified Los Angeles Clippers owner Donald Sterling.
What happened?
Yeah.
Olin, a former community manager at blah, 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 which had something to do with Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Black Ops.
He's a secure community manager.
Said on Twitter on Wednesday, here's an unpopular opinion. Donald Sterling has the right as an American to be an old bigot in the security of his own home. He's a victim. That's what got him fired.
That's it.
That's it.
That's an opinion on someone's opinion.
And not that outrageous.
No, a lot of people are saying it.
We have been saying it. That's not,
We ought to apologize.
You should be able to say some nasty shit in the privacy of your own home.
Wow. When you are raised in an era where segregation was perceived as right, that will stick with some people. Doesn't make him a monster. Is that what the guy said?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is him.
That's the other tweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And that's a very realistic thing to say. It's just not popular because people, when you're a racist, they want to just get rid of you.
You have been kicked from our company for racist activity.
That was the tweet he sent out after the first one because, he was trying to explain himself further because he got some shit on Twitter. Olin later clarified that he believes Sterling was a victim because of illegal wiretapping, resulting in a massive, life-altering breach in privacy.
Yes! He's totally right.
He's right.
That's exactly what happened.
It's crazy.
Today, Olin tweeted he was expressly not defending Sterling's remarks or actions. Yeah.
But even the fact that he has to clarify that, no one thinks he's defending his, it doesn't sound to me like he's defending he's saying that the racism is fine. Even if he was, who cares?
Oh, God.
You know what? I should apologize to all the people, and I really mean this, that I've said, use your real name.
Yeah.
On you know what? It's hard for me to say that because this guy gave a genuine opinion.
Right, under his own name.
Under his own name, a real opinion,
look
and
at the
got
repercussions.
fired. So you know what?
In this day and age.
I'll shut up about the fake names. I apologize. We have a leeway, you guys don't. It stinks.
He said, final thoughts, I believe in racial equality and do not endorse bigotry in any way. I also believe in free speech and decry sensational media.
But this is where everyone has to step up and, like, the culture that we allow to function this way.
Right.
Everyone should be disgusted by this firing.
That's amazing.
And people should be going to this company and go, you can't fire a guy.
Good.
Yeah, get rid of them.
Good.
Nobody gives a shit.
For having an opinion on a hot topic that everyone's talking about. You can't walk around without hearing Donald Sterling's name these days.
No, and no one is saying I agree with what he said. Like no one's saying that. You can disagree with what he said and think it was terrible, but not appreciate the fact that he was wiretapped illegally, pretty much.
I have a real problem with how they got that, info. And
who wouldn't? It's amazing people don't have a problem with that.
Everyone should have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Because you'll be next.
Yep.
Your pals around work will just put their phone down and record you. No problem. Yep. The situation appears to have come to a head today with developer Turtle Rock tweeting, the comments made by our former community manager stand in stark contrast to our values as a game development studio.
Is that the game development studio, by the way? That's like a fucking what's the word? When a single
first person
shooting game.
Right.
It's great.
So, but that stuff doesn't violate your values. Putting a first person shooter game out there where you're mimicking murder. But if he defends a guy's right to be a bigot in his 80s and saying he shouldn't be wiretapped, that's against your values. Got it.
Yeah.
We sincerely, and here comes the word, everybody.
Where's the word?
For the third time today, apologize for his remarks and in no way endorse or support those views.
They don't endorse or support the view that people shouldn't be recorded illegally, because that was really his point. His point wasn't that this guy is a wonderful person and I wholeheartedly endorse what he said.
And they also don't support free speech.
Apparently not. That's what he was talking about, too.
Where you have the right to be offended. Remember that?
Turtle Rock Studios are assholes.
No, I mean, Turtles, sure, they like the music.
Oh, wow, that was really bad.
Yes, it was. I apologize sincerely.
You should apologize sincerely. Reset the clock. Jimmy apologized.
Olin fought back a little bit, said the situation was very poorly handled by malleable management. Olin sent an email to Polygon, whatever that is, that it appears he was fired and called the situation developing. He provided the following statement. Anyone who follows me knows my tweets were not in support of Sterling's actions. He'll probably sue the company.
Yeah,
I hope he does.
I hope he does,
Rather,
too.
they were promoting 3 core tenets, I believe, in. 1, the harm sensational media presents to society.
Sure.
Good.
Sure.
We have talked about that. Number 2, the importance and sanctity of your privacy within your own home. Good.
Sure.
And number 3, the right to be whatever you want to be as an American as long as it isn't hurting anyone else.
Sure.
That last point, not to be confused with condoning Sterling's actions, which I don't. Very good. That said, it's disappointing to see that a select few in Turtle Rock and 2K Games Management bought into this hysteria without even having a conversation with me or even thoroughly reviewing the context of the tweets themselves.
Shit.
Ironically, it serves as a great example of why I hold tenet number 1 above so close to my heart. That said, everyone should totally still buy Evolve.
I guess their new game.
The guys and gals making the game know their shit and are making it good.
Oh, man.
So he doesn't want to hurt his fellow employees that he's pretty close with.
No. Not like anyone would boycott the game because of what he said.
Wow, man.
Or his firing.
The guy just had an opinion.
That's crazy.
Just not even that outrageous.
That is being fired based on nothing. There was nothing in his tweet that was crazy enough to get him fired.
And that is a first-person shooter game, Call of Duty.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, oh yeah. I love it. Yeah. I'm terrible at it, but I do love it.
Let's see.
Crazy. Don't have an opinion.
Let's see. Okay, let's say hi to Todd in D.C. Todd.
Hey, gentlemen, good morning.
Hey, buddy.
I'd like to know if the New York papers are going to apologize to A-Rod for calling him Mr. Choketober from several years ago.
Well, he does choke.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, he chokes in October.
Yes, they should apologize for not mentioning September, too.
Right.
Punching out, boys.
I think the Mr. Unreliable is the worst one, actually, because that is like
terrible.
It's having a bad series, and they put that on their paper.
It's very,
and they're apologizing for that. I think everyone assumes. Anyone that knows Kevin Durant knows, in general, he's very reliable, but he's just having a bad series.
So you could say that.
Oh God.
The apologies. People are getting caught up in the apologize preemptively now.
Yeah.
Like it's these preemptive apologies. No one's asking for them.
Right.
No one said anything really, and then you come out and go, uh-oh, I better own this before I get jumped on. It gets
worse.
Yeah.
Worse. Josh at Philly.
Boy.
That should be immediate fucking click.
Right?
Now you got to check out Turtle Rock's Twitter.
Why?
Check out their picture. Just tell Sam to go to it.
Oh, their picture.
Diversity.
What's wrong with their picture?
Diversity.
There's so much diversity in their company picture. Let's just take.
Oh yeah, okay. Hey, wait a minute.
Wow.
I don't see much diversity.
Wow, it's all really white guys.
Bunch of white nerds. Of course, they're white nerds. Who else goes into that business?
Well, they seem like a company that
Well, they ought to get a little more diverse.
Looking out for everyone.
They ought to get a little more diversity in there, I think.
I don't really believe in forced diversity.
I do.
Punching out, boys.
All right.
I mean, if there's people from other walks of life that are damn good at their jobs, then sure, you should hire them at Turtle Rock. But they have decided that only really white guys in general are what they need for the company.
Isn't that saying like a bunch of white nerdy guys are pretty much the ones that are good at making video games? That's just the way it is. In those companies, I'm sure there's some black guys that are just as good at that. For the most part.
I mean,
white
the numbers work out that there's probably way more white guys, but
it's like anything else. You go into a fucking hip-hop studio and watch, there's probably a lot of black guys in there.
Right.
But that just goes...
Don't forget about Macklemore. Good old Macklemore.
I'm not saying 100%, but, there are certain things that certain ethnic backgrounds do better than others. And to inject diversity into it only undermines it and makes it worse. This whole thing that diversity makes everything better is a lie.
Right.
It's a lie. I want to apologize for my last statement that I said about diversity. Before anybody jumps on me about it, diversity is a great thing. Sirius XM Satellite Radio and members of the Opie and Anthony Show do not agree with Anthony's statements about diversity.
I don't think your company should be forced to hire people.
Opie apologizes for that last statement he made. That
no.
People shouldn't. He apologized for hell no. He apologized for no.
No.
He apologized for no.
No.
He apologized for no.
The best person.
The best person. He apologized for get the job. He apologized.
A guy that's more qualified doesn't get the job because you have to worry about diversity within your company?
Yes.
I will never understand that one. Sorry.
That makes sense.
And then finally, on this topic, the NAACP.
The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
The L.A. president has to resign over the Sterling controversy.
What did he do?
Well, they're questioning him because... let's see. Let me just read this. Interim President and CEO Lorraine Miller has accepted the resignation of the Los Angeles chapter president.
Shit.
After questions surfaced as to why his branch honored L.A. Clippers owner Donald Sterling.
Good. You know what? Good.
Yeah.
The fucking NAACP kind of, they always skate with shit like this.
Bit him in the ass, didn't it?
I asked black guys like Sherrod and I'm like, why were they honoring this guy? And the first thing they're like, because he gave money.
He gave money. That's the only reason.
That's it. They don't give a fuck.
You could pay for a fucking honoring.
Yeah, but maybe they felt like he was doing some good things. As far as that part of it goes.
Because apparently, if you just look at it on paper, he was.
Right.
He was. He employed a lot of black people. He gave to black causes. What was going on in his mind behind closed doors is irrelevant.
So what did we get today? We got 2 apologies, 1 firing, and 1 resignation.
Yeah.
All that in one day. In one day. As we reset the apology clock.
Damn. Guaranteed over the weekend.
Get this out to the media. We here at the Opie and Anthony Show want to know if we could go 10 days without some idiot in America having to apologize.
Having to apologize.
For something, by the way, completely ridiculous.
Ridiculous, right.
I don't think we do it anytime soon.
Nope. The apology clock is ticking. I'd be surprised if we get through this show without something popping on the news about an apology.
Another one?
Yeah.
No, come on. Now you're crazy.
It's just insane these days.
And Shaq is apologizing still. So
about the disabled guy photo
with the face.
He made the face. I made the face. He was making a retard face, so I made the face.
I didn't know he was.
I didn't know.
Yeah, we did it. We did it for everybody yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm scared to do it today.
I apologize.
Can't use that word too much.
No.
Gotta be careful. Gotta use that one sparingly.
Amazing.
You gotta use all those words sparingly.
Sparingly. Right.
You gotta pepper it around a little bit.
Use them in characters like Mr. Amos.
Add a little pepper on your food. You don't dump the whole fucking thing on.
No. You gotta shake it out.
Right.
A pinch here and there.
A little pinch. Where's my fucking allergy medicine?
Uh-oh. You got like 3 things over there.
Yeah. I'm pretty clear
now. That looks
pretty
heavy duty, the one with the big blue butt plug on it.
Yeah, but this is 2 years old.
Oh, no.
Because I get this shit, and then, like, after a week, I don't need anything anymore.
Sits in the old medicine cabinet?
And then, you know, it's always a pain in the ass because these doctors...
Yeah.
I have one fucking doctor. He's my allergy doctor. And I'll call him up and go, allergies hit again. And he wants me to come into his office.
Why?
I'm like, you don't need me in your fucking office
just to get
what it is. Just to get a little more money from me.
Yeah.
You know exactly what it is. I went through all the tests. I did all the pricks up and down my fucking arm.
Did you?
I know exactly what I'm allergic to. He was the guy that said, you're allergic to trees and grass. And I said, okay, good. What trees and what grass? And he said, no, trees and grass, meaning all.
So just don't go outside ever.
Well, when there's pollen shit,
trees out there. There's grass out there.
So why do I have to go back to his office when I feel miserable and I can't leave the house for a little while until this pollen like calms the fuck down? So why can't he just call in my shit?
Just call in
So that's why I got stuff that's 2 years old, because this is what he would call in. And some people say the expiration dates on this shit is bullshit.
It's all bullshit, yeah.
Because they just want you to buy more stuff.
Exactly. Why would the shit go bad in like a year?
The whole thing is a scam, supposedly.
Pharmaceutical scam?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at you. Oh, you just wasted a
spray.
A spritz.
From 2 years ago.
2 year spritz.
This expired. I'm not even joking, man. August of 2012.
My medicine cabinet is full of ex-girlfriend's psycho drugs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like, oh, I remember her. And it's like fucking...
You remember them from the pill bottles?
Effexor in there, and then there's another fucking like lithium. Or yeah,
that's
I remember
hilarious.
from the pill bottles. It's like, oh, I remember this girl is some fucking... Fucking Xanax. And
oh, that's funny.
Yeah, crazy girlfriend fucking drug bottles. So I remember. Fuck the pictures. I remember from prescription drug bottles.
Can't I just call my doctor and say, here, I'll just send you an envelope. I'll put a couple $100 in because this is what you need today, and just call him my shit.
That's crazy.
What is he going to learn if
There's
I go
no
back
reason
in
to go
there?
back in. It's just
he could get in trouble.
Silly.
How?
There's a fucking dentist that got in trouble for giving out fucking like massage prescriptions to too many people. Like gave out to 3 people, and they were getting him in trouble.
I'm looking at Travis. This might be a Seinfeld.
What? Oh, he's not even looking.
Was it a Seinfeld?
It might have been. I don't know.
Is it Travis?
I don't remember that one. No, I was talking about a dentist that got in trouble for giving out prescriptions to massages. Yeah. See? Yeah. It happens. He got in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the people didn't even need the prescription.
Yeah.
Her name was Elaine.
Yeah. Let's go to Paul in Alabama.
Hey there, Paul.
Hey.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Hey, buddy. Oh.
Hey, there's a South Park.
Said that.
Did you say, hey, buddy?
No, I said hello. I just said, hey, Jimmy, but he said happy birthday.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
People, update your fucking hellos on the phone here.
I know. Go ahead, sir.
Boys should get you hung up on.
Immediately.
Happy birthday, Jimmy should get you shot in the face.
That's right, with a bunch of cum.
Yes.
Then again, why reward him?
Yes, sir.
There's a South Park episode where Randy Marsh has to guess a word, and then he has to apologize to Jesse Jackson. Pull it up and watch it. It's good.
Oh, what do you mean? We've never seen this thing before.
Oh, boy.
Can you explain it further?
What's the South Park about?
Yeah.
What was
the
that?
apology when he... Have you seen it?
No, I mean the whole show. What's it about? I never heard of it.
Yeah, we never heard of this one.
What is it, a cartoon?
Slobo!
Slob-o. Slob-o.
Is he trying to turn us onto something we've seen a million times?
Of course he is.
Is it the end thing?
I don't know if it's that one.
Which one is it?
I think it was
not
the
the
one.
Wheel of Fortune one?
No, I think it's the one where he was apologizing to Jesse Jackson, like kissing his black ass. Didn't they have to kiss his black ass?
That's right.
Yeah, but South Park doesn't really like you seeing their clips online.
No,
They make it a little harder. Yeah.
You got to go
a
to
huge lawsuit with Viacom and YouTube, a $1 billion lawsuit.
Are you cheeky?
No, there was a giant, because I know when I was going through my legal thing, I was talking to a lawyer who actually deposed Colbert and Stewart. It was just part of the thing. He said Colbert was so funny because he would either answer as Stephen Colbert, the guy, or as Stephen Colbert, the talk show host. And in order to you'd know which one he was answering, he would put his coffee cup on a certain side. That's me answering as Stephen Colbert as the talk show guy.
He's a psycho.
Yeah, he was really funny, apparently, in the deposition. But I don't even know who won it, but I just know there was a gigantic lawsuit by Viacom.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, they should put all their videos on their site.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense in the end, I guess.
Certainly.
All right, let's see this.
And sincerely for using the N-word on Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to assure you that I am not a racist, Reverend Jackson. The puzzle you were solving was people who annoy you. Well, like anybody else thought it was naggers. I mean, right? Mr. Marsh, you need to take time to understand African-American culture. Visit black museums, see black performers and artists. Oh, I will. I'm really down with African-Americans. Do you really want to apologize? Are you sure? Yes, absolutely. Very well. If you want to apologize, I will accept. Oh, thank you, Mr. Jackson. Thank you. Brian, get a picture of Mr. Marsh apologizing. Ready to go, sir.
Pulls his pants down.
Kiss it.
Kiss it.
Huh?
Has to kiss
Apologize.
his black
Kiss it.
ass.
You want me to kiss your... That's right. Apologize.
Apologize.
Okay. I'll see here. Apologize.
This is exactly it, though. Kiss my black
Jackson
ass.
accepts apology.
That's exactly what we're living in right now.
Yep.
Kiss my black ass.
All right, we'll take a break. What's going on today? We got Tammy Pescatelli coming in. That's very cool.
Hey, the Pescatelli like my mother used to make it, melt in your mouth.
We got the Jim Florentine coming in today. Very cool.
Jim was, what did I see him on? A still from a TV show?
Yeah.
Or something that he filmed?
Yeah, he got a part in Californication.
Yes.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
He was with David Duchovny.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We'll talk to him about that.
Exactly.
And when we get back, we got to look at the Reverend Al video.
Reverend Al, apparently.
I got to be honest.
Tough little time.
I heard about this.
I did too.
I have not seen it.
Neither have I.
You haven't?
No. So make
Oh,
sure
what
we
a
see
treat.
it.
I heard
Make sure we
about
see it cold.
Yeah.
Don't show us during the break.
Yeah.
Yes. Dropping a lot of hammers today.
Oh, the old hammer drop.
A lot of hammers being dropped.
Right.
I think the allergy medication gets things going or something.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I think it does, right? Because isn't it a kind of an amphetamine allergy shit?
I guess.
Like an
Sudafed,
amphetamine.
there's some Sudafed in there and some other shit.
And that'll get you that'll get you going.
I dropped a whole fucking bucket of hammers today, man. I'm feeling good.
Excuse me, there's cheerleaders out in the...
Yeah, but they're dressed all safe.
Well, they're dressed in your traditional high school cheerleader outfits.
Right. When we were growing up, you absolutely saw panties when the cheerleaders went up in the air.
Oh, yeah. Now they give them shorts.
And then their skirts would go like this for a split second, and you would see, their panties.
Yeah. Well, the good cheerleaders.
When did that stop? What year do you think?
The good cheerleaders, they know they take their little skirt,
right,
and they roll it at the top so it comes up on the bottom. They roll it a little. Catholic schoolgirls do that too with their little Catholic school dresses.
Right.
They roll the top up, and then the whole thing gets shorter and shorter and shorter.
So they look hotter.
And then they tie the white shirt up like a little fucking belly shirt.
Right.
And then they walk around looking like fucking sluts.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We got a little more on Jeremy Clarkson.
Jeremy Clarkson.
He might be fucking with everybody. Mm-hmm. People who know him more than we do, certainly.
Really?
Are saying...
People are saying?
Yeah, Ryan _in_NH. Horrible Twitter name, bro. Clarkson apology fake. He always rips on the BBC and the media. Really, really, truly apologize, equals fake.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm just adding that to the discussion.
So would this be akin, let's say, to one of us or Jimmy or something apologizing to that degree, and people would look and go, "Oh my God, he's fucking goofing."
Right. But everyone else picks up on it as a real apology.
Right. But people that know us would know we would never apologize like that.
And he's somewhere in an office having a good laugh over the whole thing.
Laughing and laughing.
I really don't know for sure, but I guess we should at least add that to that discussion there.
Yeah, that sounded like a typical Clarkson sarcastic apology. Huh.
So what? We don't know much about the guy.
Thank you.
I've seen his face. Is his show even on in the States?
It must be on the BBC channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the American version has Adam Ferrara in it.
Yeah, Adam's doing good, huh?
Yeah. He's got that. He's got the Nurse Jackie.
Is he still on that?
Yeah.
One of my the guys who was doing contracting work for me like last week was talking about Nurse Jackie and how great it was.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Adam's like the love interest.
Yeah.
With
he's
Mrs. Soprano there.
Yeah. He's got a lot of scenes with her.
Yeah.
I've seen a few shows. It's not
cool.
It's not my show, but I've seen it.
Cup of tea? It's not your cup of tea?
Not really. I've seen it though, and Adam does a great job though.
Yeah.
And that kept me interested because we know him very well.
Yeah.
And he's got scenes with her, man.
Pretty goddamn cool.
She's a damn good actress too. And there's Adam hanging right with her, doing great.
It's fucked up, all right.
All right,
shithead working at the fence factory. Fucking asshole.
Let's see this Reverend Al video.
Reverend Al having a little bit of a problem with some saliva went down his throat, I hear. So he got a little giggy. Did he get giggy?
Yeah, he did.
Wheezy giggy.
What's this about, Sam?
You just had this woman, he's doing one of his interview deals or whatever where they throw to somebody else and then they go back to him in studio. But either some spit or some beverage or some food or something went down the wrong pipe.
Maybe some of that apple pie.
Right.
Or the cherry pie or the blueberry pie.
Oh, you think he's having some blueberry pie?
Maybe some, I was choking on the blueberry pie.
The blueberry pie.
Yeah.
And that combined with a moment of sheer panic.
I find what I say hard to swallow. Maybe that's it.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's take a little look-see at this here.
Reverend Al, and make sure we gear up to play it 5 to 10 times because one time will not be enough.
All right. Here it is, Reverend Al.
Just comes in and apologizes and just confesses ignorance.
Everyone got their hopes up.
Oh, was that good?
For a second, you're like, ooh.
It's a giant gulp, and then he hacks.
Yeah.
You know what it was? He was about to say something nice about a white person, and he choked on it.
That's hilarious.
That's fucking great.
Let's see that again.
Please do it again.
Yes, please.
Just comes in and apologizes and just confesses ignorance.
Fucking cat.
Never apologized to
Stupid hairball.
He had a hairball.
Yes. Or it was a recording device. He was spying on someone and he started to swallow it. It was a fucking fake tooth with a camera in it. What an asshole.
That's
Good.
fantastic.
Ah, very good.
Just comes in and apologizes and just confesses ignorance.
Congressman Ryan never apologized.
That cough is so good. His head fucking goes forward.
Right.
Because you hear, they come back and he's in mid-sip of his coffee. So you hear him like gulp. He's looking at the camera. And then before he can talk, he goes, bleh, but his head lunges forward when he coughs. That's great.
God, just comes in and apologizes and just confesses ignorance.
Congressman Ryan.
Congressman Ryan. Congressman Ryan. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it.
That is wonderful.
Oh, man. I'm gonna have that as my ringtone.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Good find.
That is a very good one. You hear about the hookup truck in San Francisco?
The hookup truck?
That's right.
What is this?
Now you can take your little lady somewhere.
Or your gentleman.
Or your gentleman,
in Frisco.
Sure.
The hookup truck.
The old hookup truck.
What is this?
Well, I guess, you're with somebody and you might want to do a little something instead of getting caught in a park or something.
Oh.
You got a truck that I guess you could call and you could go in there for a little while.
Sounds sanitary.
A conceptual art installation consisting of a box truck converted to a sex suite on wheels, including temperature controls, birth control, safe sex, accoutrements.
A jizz squeegee? Does it have a jizz squeegee?
A jizz squeegee. Oh, very good.
We need
yeah.
that.
And a camera option in case you and yours decide to make the escapade a YouTube sensation. No, not a YouTube sensation. They don't allow the sex stuff.
It would be like the wrestler doing the promo.
Right. Who heard that? We talked about him yesterday.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he was trying to explain himself. Maybe we can find that. Maybe Sam can find that.
Please.
It's finally open for service the weekend of May 2nd and 3rd, so this weekend. The hookup truck is the brainchild of artist Spy Emerson. According to their website, the box truck is a car service like a mobile hotel room available for short-term rentals.
This is disgusting.
Why?
Because sex isn't a clean activity.
Maybe they clean it out. Maybe they hose it down.
Yeah, I bet not.
A urinal's not a, it's not a pretty sight either, but we don't go in there,
normally
right? Public urinals.
Rubbing my dick on the fucking little urinal mint either.
Fuck, you're missing out, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Isn't it good? You just tap it on there.
See, they explain your point. The room is designed with cleanliness in mind.
All right.
Everything is wiped down and cleaned before and after every person. Mm-hmm. A good wipe down.
Ugh, imagine the bed is still warm though when you get in it. You don't like that, like a warm toilet seat. You don't want that either.
I just see that one pube they missed.
You go into the bathroom, you sit down, and like, ew, the toilet seat's warm. Man ass warmth.
When we were going through our day, you found, who gives a fuck?
An old door in a fucking factory.
All that, who cares? And I think San Francisco is known for those public toilets where after you're done, the whole thing gets completely hosed out automatically. You've seen that, right?
You walk out and it just sprays like a shower of shit.
It just goes nuts, and then all the water obviously goes through a drainage system. Oh, yeah. They were known for that. I don't know if they're still around, but that was a few years back.
Wait, the seat and everything gets wet?
Everything.
Yeah, and then it dries it.
I think somehow they blow dry it afterwards.
Yeah. Wow.
Maybe we can find the video. No one's
disinfected.
No one's at the helm right now, but there used to be videos online that showed what happened.
Frisco was getting a pretty bad rap during the AIDS days, with their bathhouses and shit.
Right.
So I guess if they have anything sexually inclined, they have to go with the cleanliness angle.
They sure do.
I just started watching last night, and the band played on. You guys seen that? The
AIDS.
Matthew Modine. It's got a tremendous cast.
I saw that years ago. It was pretty good.
About the doctors who first began identifying AIDS was sexual. Is it a gay guy thing, or can straight people get it?
Yeah.
And they talk. I'm only a few minutes into it, like a half hour into it. They're talking about. One of the guys, they would come in with this lesion on his neck.
Yeah.
But he was the airline. I'd heard about this airline steward who was very handsome.
Oh, did you?
And you bet I did. But he had sex with a lot of people, and I think he was a French guy or French-Canadian. And he would just fuck guys in all these bathhouses.
Yeah.
He didn't spread the whole thing, but he was responsible, I think, for getting it around because he was going, he was on a plane all the time.
Sure.
Right.
And nobody because this was the Reagan era, so they weren't giving a lot of money to the healthcare. And
who gives a shit about the AIDS?
Anything with gay on it, they weren't going to help. So it's really interesting so far. And now Alan Alda plays the doctor, where they have to go to.
Right.
But I haven't gotten much Alan Alda.
Do they have to go to Korea to?
Yes, and he's doing Groucho Marx like puns. And he's playing.
So you got the sarcoma. Yeah, that was a good movie. I remember that.
I've only seen a little bit, but it's excellent.
Seen it in a while.
What, Travis?
Did you want a video?
Yeah, of the public bathrooms, and I think it was San Francisco started it, where they hose down the entire thing after you're done. And I think there was a video of that. Oh. Getting back to the hookup truck, there's a custom-built metal and wood bench covered with vinyl, which is stain-resistant.
Come on!
Instead of a traditional bed, which is bedding and absorbent, this is a bench in the shape of a C and designed to facilitate positioning for the average-sized bodies.
So they don't care if it's two guys, two girls, a guy and a girl.
Right. This is a game for adults who want to play with sex.
Do they drive as it happens?
You have to be nice and cool, she said, adding no drunks, but everyone is welcome to join us. I would assume so. There will be a party going on all the time.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
They go up some of those big hilly streets in Frisco, and you fall out. You're trying to fuck, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, you hit the back door.
Hill. Just take the hill when you need a little extra action.
Right, go downhill, and then you're just like, you fucking take this hill.
Use a little of that gravity to your advantage.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we're going to find the toilet thing. That's fine. It was something that was, that one looks familiar, though. Go up a little bit.
That toilet looks familiar?
A little further. Oh, that one right there. San Francisco public toilet.
Yeah, this one?
One more down.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know.
Oh, it's a big kiosk. Looks like the size of a magazine stand here in New York.
Yeah. But that whole thing gets hosed down after you're done. That's not the actual video of it happening.
Out of it.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
It's pretty cool looking.
But it's kind of smart. I think they were trying to get these in New York, but of course everything in New York is so expensive that they couldn't figure out the cost of it.
It's got an English pub look to it.
And look, and all these tourists are taking videos inside.
Why
they've never seen anything like this before.
This is an amazing toilet.
Automated sink. So...
Oh, you put your hand under it and the water starts. Wow, that's a miracle.
Yeah. Why would you videotape that?
Isn't that every faucet now?
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. It's probably a dead end, but just, the whole thing gets completely hosed down after you're done.
Nice. You could probably, can you stay in there while it does it and get a little shower?
Probably.
Clean yourself up?
Probably. I'm sure somebody has figured it out for a video.
Yeah.
How to fucking...
There's a motion sensor in there. Like, you can't just stand in there. Somehow. They can't make it that you can stand in there while the disinfectant pours over you.
Yeah. If you find the video of them actually showing how it cleans, that's cool. If not, that's fine, too.
If not, go fuck yourself. That's what I say.
Exactly. You're fired.
I want to apologize for
Please do.
the last statement.
I apologize for being
sensitive. Oh, Sam Roberts. What'd you find, Sam Roberts?
Self-cleaning public bathroom in San Francisco. Free.
You press the add button, the door shuts. Wow, that's scary. It's like you're in the shuttlecraft.
Sick.
It's not sick.
People lose their minds over this.
He says it smells like shit in here. Of course, it's a public toilet on the street, you dummy. You know how silly you'd look without the walls on that?
Right.
Just sitting there shitting in the middle of the sidewalk?
Well, yeah.
Walls are important.
They really are. Boy, do you have some around you.
How true.
They'll have one letter on them. I like wall jokes.
Yes,
wall
very
jokes
funny.
Very rare and hard to come by.
What's he doing? It's like a fucking monkey checking out the faucet.
Whatever. We're not gonna get the actual
freaking out over here over water.
The video where the whole thing is hosed down. So
yeah.
Yes, we've heard about the plane in Vegas where you could join the Mile High Club. I think we did.
I didn't hear
story.
about that.
Yeah, man.
Fly around, let you fuck in the
it's a whole service.
Oh wow.
Let's go to John in Jersey. John.
Yeah, I was just morning, boys.
Hey, buddy.
To see if you had heard about that plane in Vegas that will fly you around so you can fuck in it. Sounds like it's going to have some of the same sanitary concerns as this hookup truck.
That's
they've
pretty
had that for a
Vegas-y
while,
thing
I
to
believe.
do,
right?
Have they?
Yeah.
You get to fuck in a plane?
Yeah, they get you up there and you do your thing, and then you get a little.
That seems so fucking like, I don't know, hacky.
Fucking flute of champagne or whatever.
Yeah, they probably give you that.
It's a flute. Why is it a flute of champagne?
Flute.
Stupid.
It just seems too like non-spontaneous because you got to go to the airport. Then you got to fucking go through all the bullshit, get on the plane, and then it takes off. It's like, all right, it's time to fuck.
Right. It's probably one of those smaller.
I'm sure it's not a fucking 767.
Yeah. There's the article.
Ah.
Oh, why don't you have those two old broads talk about it?
Oh, is that a video? All right.
Dumb Hoda and dumb Kathy
No,
Lee.
is that who it is?
Yuck.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to make it sound like they were sexy.
Hi,
hey, was
everybody.
GIF
It's
in there
Wednesday,
fucking a hooker?
April 2nd. Hoda is officially losing it today. We'll tell you why in a second. We're all wearing blue, of course, to support World Autism Awareness Day.
Yes, we have breaking news on our program.
Yeah, do you?
And it's going to be heartbreaking for a lot of people out there, especially in the Washington metropolitan area.
The meat market is going to be really depressed.
Market, yes. Another wedding in our Today family.
What?
Willard Scott and his longtime partner,
Did Willard
Paris
Scott
Pina,
go into a hotel room with a hooker and
Isn't
try to
that
ass fuck her? Like Gifted, your husband?
Yes, married in Fort Myers, and
fuck
when
did he
asked
do
what their
that?
honeymoon plans were, she said,
Why marry that?
our whole life has been
Willard.
Willard, by the way, who's 80 years old, lost his wife, 43 years married,
Where'd
back
she
in
go?
2002.
His
He
beloved
spoke about
wife,
her, loved her. You know, it's so
Didn't love her that
so
much.
terrific when you've had a great
Couldn't
love
spend
in
the
your
last
life.
few years of your life just thinking about her?
He got over it.
He sure did.
Literally
I think if you make it to 80, maybe you should just think about the wife you lost.
Just reminisce about the good times with the old hag.
You make it to heaven, and there she is going, oh, thanks a lot, you fuck.
You couldn't hold out
You
for
couldn't hold out a couple more
years.
years, so I was the only one. Now I got to share you with that broad for eternity.
Yeah, in heaven.
If there is a heaven.
Which girlfriend or wife greets you with love in heaven when you go up there?
My dad had two.
Which one is it?
My dad had two. How does that work?
It's ridiculous.
How does that work?
Exactly. How does it work?
I would assume just everyone is just cool about it because it's heaven.
And what age
right?
are they? What if you had a wife that fucking died at like 20 years old?
How about 20?
And then you live to be 80, and you go up there. Is she 20 and you're 80? What heaven is that for her to now have to be with an 80-year-old dude?
Why are you just making up a story out of it? My dad died at 74, and his first wife died at 26.
There you go.
So is he there with a young chippy?
Right.
What's that?
And then my mom's going to come up in a few years and
Be all
ruin the whole
angry.
fucking thing?
No, here's what that
That's
is.
my dad's with a 20. I want my dad to be with a 26-year-old in heaven.
It's all relative. It's his heaven and it's her hell.
Shit, yeah. Maybe that's how it works.
That's how it works.
My dad deserves to be with a 26-year-old in heaven.
I don't know. Or, yeah, what if you were all good and everything, right? But the one you really were truly in love with wasn't very good. So she goes to hell,
right?
And you go to heaven. But since you were good and you're in heaven and you should want and get everything you want,
right?
You can't get your loved one because she's in hell. Can you override it? This is all fucking crazy.
Does your goodness override her
Override
evilness?
the hell. She's like, oh, you got me out.
That's a great
Could you get me
question.
to heaven for old time's sake?
Right.
Can't do it, Sally.
That selfish Willard Scott had to get married at 80.
Yeah. Fuck up the whole heaven thing.
Fucked it up for his ex that supposedly he was truly in love with for all those years.
Jesus.
What else did these two say? Hoda and
the right
Kathy
day to tell
Lee.
that story, but go ahead.
No.
By the way, people think we're feuding from yesterday. We're having a smackdown, the two of us.
Are ya?
It's very serious.
Go scissor and shut up.
Right.
Said something.
Slap the Botox off her face.
And sent my mother to the hospital.
I went after her. That was not me.
Could you imagine having to
TV
sit
on right now
through
in
this?
Minneapolis, Maryland, but she did have to.
What?
She
It's
was
good
rushed to the
stuff.
hospital last night. Mommy, I send you my love. I'm gonna try. If you need
Like
me,
it's some
I'm coming. But
cocktail
so far,
party and
everybody
she's
says
yapping like this.
Better take good care of my mother down there, or you'll hear about happy 97th
Kathy Lee's
birthday
face
to
is
Jimmy
so
Muzerland.
stressed.
Speaking of Broadway,
Scary
I'm
looking.
just-
She's had
I
some
couldn't
work
make
done. She
his
can't even
dinner
blink.
tonight, Hoda. You know, I've got the neck from hell right now.
Yes, you are feeling the pain.
But you know what? Some people are feeling no pain. You know why, Ho? Tell them. No,
You're turning this off?
Thank you. All right, so here's a question we have for you. Are you a member of the Mile High Club?
No. Finally.
Do you know what that is?
If you know what it is, you might be.
Okay, anyway, so it's something that happens up when you're on a plane and you're with someone you...
It's when you take cum on your back, way up in the sky.
Way up in the sky.
I always had to. I don't know about you.
Anyway, how many times have you done it up there? All right, so here's the thing. An L.A. entrepreneur decided to make some money off
I like putting the oxygen mask on and telling her her pussy stinks up there. It's fucking great.
That is specifically made for people to have...
See, there you go.
Oh, it's a little fucking...
Okay, so they have
that looks way nicer than the hookup
Cherokee or something.
What are you talking about?
The pilot's right there.
It is pretty. Anyway, they have music.
Is there a barrier?
The pilot wears noise-canceling headphones.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
How do we know that?
Because I don't believe anybody anymore about anything.
What? I don't believe $799 for 40 minutes.
$800 to fuck someone in the air?
For those of you people who are in it.
A good anniversary present or something?
But the whole thing about the Mile High Club is to secretly do it in midair. Like, that's the big thrill, is if you're on a commercial flight and you fuck your girl on the plane.
Just the nerves trying to get both of you in the bathroom.
Right.
Without
anyone knowing.
Anyone noticing.
Or under that little blankie, you turn sideways, put the armrest up, and you go the sideways fuck.
Go.
Yeah. You look out the window, bitch.
You ever do that on a plane, either of you guys?
No.
I never fooled around with
No. I'm too scared about dying in a plane crash.
Yeah, right. I don't need my fucking can't get my dick hard.
How do you get a rod?
Yeah, my cock would look like a turtle in ice water.
How do you get a rod when you hear noises and think, oh, great, that's the engine going off?
Yeah, that story recently, it was in the past couple of days, of that guy that felt up with a girl in one of the back rows of the plane.
Really?
Some teen girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was back there, and he went behind her chair, put his hand between the seats, and started feeling her tits. And like some people saw it. And then when she kind of started moving around, he pulled his hand out and went back to his chair. But like 5 people called the stewardess over and said, look, this guy's feeling this girl's tits.
That's the old perv switch.
I know. That's what I was thinking when I read it. It's like, there's no way. This guy was just like, I have to feel her tits.
Right.
I don't care if I get arrested.
Right.
It's not like you could run away.
Right.
You're in a plane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any more to this story?
Where's the Hota and the fucking Kathy Lee?
Yes, that's what the magic is supposed to be.
Supposedly. Apparently this guy's booked through May or something like that.
But if you're in the air already and everyone knows that's what it's for, what's the real point? What goes on?
She's right.
I mean, what is that even? What's
you
the
know
thrill?
what goes on. I don't know what the thrill is, Hoda.
Ask Giff. Maybe he's fucking a hooker in the ass.
I just know that there's a market.
Remember?
I think everything is there. This guy says he's given about a half dozen flights so far.
Really?
I bet he has. And this is important. There is a professional cleaning service.
Yeah, you want that.
After each trip.
We have a big thing happening.
We do. American Express is going
what are we doing?
Wow. What a dull presentation of that story they had.
Right.
She should have talked about how the Giff tried to fuck a hooker in the ass in that hotel room.
Do you like that story?
I love it. It's one of the greatest stories ever. It was in the paper for weeks when it happened. And, the audio of him.
She's getting him back now, I'm sure, because he's probably drooling somewhere.
You haven't seen hide nor hair of that guy in decades.
Because he's very old.
Yeah.
He's very old. He was a lot older than her to begin with.
Oh, yeah.
He's no spring chicken.
He played football in the old leather helmet days.
Right.
Gotta be old.
Kathy Lee's chicken is good enough for just soup at this point.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
Let's say hi to Travis in
the studio over there?
No.
Why would we?
Hi.
His doppelganger is in Nova Scotia.
Ooh, Nova Scotia.
Doppelganger.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Nova Scotia. I taught you to smile.
Exactly. I didn't even want Nova Scotia.
I was wondering if you guys had heard the news going around up here out of Ontario. There was it happened a couple of years ago. Driving a car. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I said up in the news up here, there was a teen boy, 16 years old.
Travis, you there?
Hello.
Go ahead.
Nova Scotia.
Yeah, go
You're
ahead,
on.
buddy.
Go ahead.
We got you now.
I said there was on the news here, there was a car accident a couple of years ago.
Hello.
Yellow. What happened?
Travis?
Nova Scotia.
He's gone.
Yeah, he is. We love our Canadian neighbors.
I don't think it happened.
Apologize for that hang-up.
I don't think it happened a few years ago. I think he's talking about a story where a woman was in her car. I read this, I think, last week. We were going to do the story on our show, but we got busy. She was driving her car, and she killed a kid on his bicycle.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, she hit 3 kids, right?
3 kids, and one of them died, I think.
Yep.
Jeez.
And she's suing the dead kid's family because she's very distraught about that night and what happened.
She was saying that they were careless or something, like they weren't riding properly.
Right.
And I think one of the kids got banged up really bad. One of them died, and one just had a few scratches.
Jeez.
And she's saying how distraught because they were like, I guess, I don't know if they were riding irresponsibly. But to me, that sounds like what a selfish pig.
Yeah, nothing happened to her for killing the kid on the bicycle, but now she's suing the dead kid's family.
It might not have been her fault, but to sue the kid's family.
Still, over the stress that she's feeling. You got the story? And what is that, a video? Yes. Is that the... Okay, yeah.
That's probably the story.
Videos rule, because you don't have to read.
Don't you love it?
Driver who killed teen is suing dead boy's family for $1 million.
She is suing that family for emotional trauma. Back in 2012, the now 42-year-old Charlene Simon...
Yes, that guy was right. Happened a couple years ago.
His friends. They were riding their bikes. Majewski was killed and 2 others injured. According to the lawsuit, Simon is seeking $1.35 million from the families, claiming she has sustained great pain and suffering. It also claims the kids were negligent bike riders. Majewski's parents say they are shocked and devastated over the suit.
What does she look like? I want to see her face.
You know what? I'm not completely against this. I got to be honest with you. I'm not just trying to be crazy on this one. If I don't know.
The family has suffered enough.
I understand, but think about this. If it was completely this fucking kid's fault,
right?
That would be traumatizing to take a life based on the fact that someone else fucked up. You killed them accidentally. It's got to fuck with your head.
But why do you want money from their family?
Right.
What do you need money for?
The insurance company.
Somehow you got to justify that in your own head, going, look, it wasn't my fault. They obviously were way in the wrong, and there was nothing I could do.
You know what?
Go see a fucking therapist.
I don't know.
Talk it out. To sue the family?
I think it's disgusting.
You're never suing the family. I'm sure there's some kind of a policy they have, a homeowner's thing.
Yeah, but the family assumes that you're being sued.
I don't know if there is a policy for that, man.
Right.
It's not like she lost her job because she hit the kid. That was his fault.
She can work. Maybe she's all fucked up. Something about the fact that to take a life would fuck you up.
Yeah, of course.
And if it's completely the kid's fault, then why is she any more wrong suing than anyone else?
But now the family...
it's emotionally, it seems fucked up, but you take that shit out of it, and it's just
the family has suffered enough, and now you have to deal with a lawsuit? Because...
Yeah, I think that's just monstrous.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go get some help. Go get a therapist or whatever.
I don't know the circumstances, and by the way, I don't even want to know them. I don't care.
I don't think... I don't think the kid was doing anything like crazy, like, kind of...
It's riding some weird 2-wheeled vehicle.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But it's not crazy. It's called a bike.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think he was, like, purposely trying to fuck with the lady. It's just an unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
He ends up getting killed, and now she's suing the family. That just seems really wrong, man.
And if maybe
really wrong.
But if the family does have some kind of umbrella policy thing that covers
it,
then
the rain.
I understand that, but and you're just suing an insurance company, that's not that bad.
But as the family, you're actually being sued.
Yeah.
Even though it's going through insurance companies, you still know that this fucking lady is now technically suing you because your kid's dead.
For emotional distress. That's what bothers me.
Yeah. Right.
It's not like she went through the windshield. Like, say she went through the windshield and she got a tremendous physical injury. I have a little bit more...
what if she was waking up the past 2 years in cold sweats screaming, thinking about the accident?
Well, then I think that she needs to do something.
Yeah, go talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I would see it your way in if the kids, caused the accident on purpose.
She needs to do something about that.
Fucking around, being assholes, and then all of a sudden she tried to do the right thing, and
maybe they were riding kind of stupidly.
I read a little more on this article.
You're holding back.
They didn't seem like they were doing anything crazy.
Just dumb kids.
No, but this
bikes.
woman's not handling it. You know what she needs to do?
Trying to
third time.
See him jump.
Yeah.
Travis. What is she doing? Oh.
Yeah.
Pitching a fit. Get over it. I hear you. I see they got one of those roadside memorials there with the white painted bicycle.
I didn't even know what that meant until recently.
Really?
Yeah.
They paint the bicycle white, and then they put it where the accident happened, when somebody's killed on a bicycle.
When you take 65th Street across Central Park, there's one.
Oh, I hate those.
Have you seen that one?
No.
It's a white bicycle right there on the side.
I hate the roadside memorial. Don't remind us. Don't remind us.
Hates roadside.
I hate them. It's a
You actually
reminder
hate
that you're out there on the streets and potential death is lurking over your shoulder.
Couldn't you just say I'm not fond of them?
I hate them.
I mean, I'm not fond of them, but I don't hate them. I kind of understand why they might be there.
Can't stand them.
Wow.
It's a reminder.
Yeah.
You're out there on the fucking streets. It's a battle every day.
It's brutal, actually.
Driving. Trying to stay alive.
Pitching a fit.
Pitching a fit. Get over it. Get over it. Yeah. I like this part.
I don't.
I love it.
Pinching a clit. Taking a shit.
Squeezing a zit.
Oh, he's crying and whining. And how did I run out of it sound?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to get Jim Florentine in here. And then a little later on is Tammy Pescatelli. Very, very funny people coming into the studio today.
We'll see.
We got an employee that claims New York City Transit boss masturbated in front of him while claiming to have a Mount Everest-sized penis.
Lucky devil.
Yeah.
We got a selfie gone wrong.
He's calling that just because there's Sherpas on it. Little people climbing his penis.
We got a crazy
avalanche of cum.
Of course there is.
We got a crazy cat lady.
Oh, that's me.
And we got 62 students in trouble for their senior prank.
Oh, I heard about that one.
With like possible scholarships being taken away.
This is bad. Why would you do that in this day and age when anything that happens in a school is like this major offense? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went, they got...
I like the one thing they were doing, though. That was kind of fun.
The urinating?
No.
The shitting?
No.
The urinating shit?
The Vaseline would be hilariously funny if that were, if they pulled it off.
We'll get into it next. Stay there. Twice as high.
Florentine.
Love the Black Crows. Jim Florentine in studio.
Oh, yeah.
Before we get started, Jay, I don't know, I retweeted him. So if you follow me on Twitter, Opie Radio, I just retweeted a video from Joe, somebody on Twitter. MSNBC, we never have a conversation about racism.
What?
It's great.
Do they mean themselves or
we never?
Large?
It's a little Montana.
Oh, wow.
We need someone on the computer.
I want to see that.
Yeah, we should always have someone on the computer.
Where's, Iraq stepping over.
Thank you, Iraq.
Here we go. Plug those little sausages down on those keys and...
Somebody put together a very, very good video. It's quick. It's a minute.
Iraq, do I ever taunt you
Oh, my
off the air?
God. What are you doing, Iraq?
I never taunt you off the air.
Iraq.
Oh, Iraq. He wasn't listening.
Iraq, what happened?
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
All right. Good job.
Sorry, I completely apologize.
Good job.
I didn't think you were going to find it that way.
Oh.
Hold on. Is it making all the blog sites then?
It seems to be, yeah.
Oh, okay. This thing is pretty funny. MSNBC. It's titled, We Never Have a Conversation About Racism. And wait till the end, obviously.
All right.
Racism. Racism. Racism.
Racism.
Racism. Racism. Racism.
Racism. Racism. And
Racism.
being racist.
Racism?
Racism.
Holy shit.
About racism and race.
That's the true definition of racism.
And accusations of racism.
The intoxicating high of racism.
overt racism and white supremacy.
Racism.
Pervasive racist.
This is great.
Racism.
And I'm a white guy.
Racism.
Race and racism is AIDS-sponsored. Racism. Race and racism and white supremacy.
This is my inner monologue.
How ugly is this racism?
Expressions of racism.
White supremacy and racism. How deep is the racism?
The racism.
Of American racism. The nuances of racism. Purveyor of deep-fried racism are animated by racism.
Oh, I've detected some racism here. No matter how many times we say we're going to have a conversation about race, we never have that conversation.
Yeah, right? Racism.
It's still going there, Iraq.
What happened?
The credit at the end.
Keep playing.
Breaking
it.
everything.
Keep playing it.
Stop
Thank
breaking
you.
it.
It still goes.
Fired.
Racism, racist, racism, racism, racist, racism, racist.
Oh, shit!
What happened? Did you get a kiss?
Did you hit the foot thing with your foot?
Do you need a kiss?
Remember your foot thing with your foot, Jimmy? I think he just did it.
Fuck,
What'd he
every
do?
2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks? Were you period? What happened?
Ah, that one brings me to my knees.
Oh, don't pull that cock out.
The guy's in pain.
I know.
Just blowjob jokes.
Anytime you see a guy on his knees, while you're down there.
Yeah,
you
while
just have
you're
to-
down there.
absolutely.
Exactly.
Always funny.
You ever just put your hand on his head? And
yeah.
Yeah, when have I not?
I mean, the one between his legs. What happened?
What did you do?
I'd love to know, so I don't do it. Looks painful.
The last 10 times this happened, you forgot again? It's
Well,
this
you've never,
fucking piece of equipment,
Oh.
and it's like metal, and my kneecap right into the corner of it. Because I was laughing so hard at that clip.
Oh, well, that should be removed when they do the studio up when we're on vacation.
No, but
so
without a knee,
I
he
wouldn't
won't be able
worry
to walk.
about it.
Oh.
I wouldn't worry
Kneecap
about
hit
it.
is the worst.
They'll
that
take
could
care
happen.
of it. I broke my knee, man. Broke my knee, dude. I wouldn't worry about it.
Fuck that.
They'll
hurts.
fix it when we're on vacation when they do up the studio.
Oh, absolutely. Every
Right?
time I push in this chair,
Yeah.
I'm less than an inch away from
When you
doing
push
it
in your
every
stool?
time. Right.
Florentine laughs
Always.
That's that joke.
How was
Can
that
I
not
push
funny?
in your stool? Ah, Christ.
All right. Anyway.
Ah, what the Christ.
How are you, Florentine?
Yeah.
Good.
Saw your picture.
What's that?
Saw your picture there with David Duchovny.
Oh, yeah.
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
Fuck yeah.
next week.
Oh, yeah.
Mother's Day,
What do you do?
I play a pimp.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have to, like, dress crazy for this?
No, they just said
Nothing.
they just wanted me in jeans and a Metallica
Do you
shirt.
smack a hoe? Do you get to smack a hoe?
No, I just bring one over.
That's
to
cool.
bang and
For
stuff,
him,
yeah.
like, hey, here's the chick.
Is he still banging really hot chicks on that show?
Yeah, there's
What a
hot
gimmick.
chicks
Well,
everywhere.
Jimmy brought it up, because that's what happens with sex addicts. They bang a
Jimmy
shitload of
doesn't
hot chicks.
Jimmy doesn't like the fact that it's not accurately depicting a sex addict.
Right.
Like Jimmy would know.
Yeah. I'm not saying it has to be all doom and gloom, but, how about a little bit of horror?
A little horror, a little downside to it.
Yeah. Oh, no. The good-looking guy. Another one. Another 10. He's an addict, this guy.
He sure has a problem.
Exactly.
Oh, boy.
Probably when you
feel
stick
bad
your
for
dick in
him.
through a hole in the wall and then question everything as you're driving home with breath on your cock.
Oh, my God.
So you're saying there should be some twos in there he should be banging?
Yeah, man. It should
Yeah.
just be a mess or fucking just a disastrous. Or that butterscotch pudding story.
Oh, God.
I rubbed the girl's ass and there was like that liquid shit between her. That's years ago.
Holy shit.
And that's where butterscotch pudding came from. That's fucking.
No, it isn't.
12 years ago.
That isn't where butterscotch
No, I mean,
pudding
the
came from.
term.
Oh, I thought you meant literally.
No,
That's
You
where
didn't
it
have to
came
say
from.
years ago like you wouldn't do that anymore.
Right.
No, but this was when I was still riding around getting a street girl. I mean, that's what
So
it
it was
is.
a hooker.
Oh yeah. I'll never forget it. She was an Indian girl.
Right.
Did you
Oh, yeah.
stop
Like woo-woo Indian?
once you got a whiff of it?
No, I don't think I realized until it was like close. Like I thought it was sweat. I thought it was just like light. I thought
Right.
it was sweat. And then afterwards,
That's some smelly
yeah,
sweat.
I didn't make the connection in the moment. But that's what it is. It's ugly shit like that. It's not.
Holy
It's not just you're a good author and you have like hot chicks coming over. That's,
Yeah. You fucked her before you smelled the shit.
She sucked my dick.
She sucked your dick before you smelled the shit.
Yeah, I was just rubbing her ass in the car while she was leaning over sucking my dick, and I just put my hand on the back.
What do you think that was? She didn't wipe?
Either bad wiping. It wasn't like she took a dump
Was
in
it
my
a hot
hand.
day?
It was years ago, dude. But I remember her
Wipe
telling me.
your ass on such a hot
Yeah,
day.
she probably didn't get enough wipes, and then it was hot.
Right.
Probably old
Runny.
comp, too, mixed
It's
in
tough
there.
to put in a Californication script,
Why?
Oh yeah.
The company puts his hand in a crack, and all of a sudden there's like some
Right.
butterscotch.
Exactly.
We didn't wipe all the way.
Yeah.
I had to fucking hook her take a shit in my bathroom one time because she was like a lot of times Coke just makes you drop fucking just liquid shit out of you. And one girl came over and she went into the bathroom and then she came out and I knew there was a problem because she closed the bathroom door behind her. I'm like,
that's
you.
never good.
That's my old apartment.
Maybe she did that to keep the fumes in, so she ruined the joke.
Right?
That's what you always do.
Keep the fan on.
No,
You hear the
keep
fan
it
going.
off if you wanted someone else to walk in. You don't
Oh,
want to ruin the joke.
I got the joke.
Yeah, so you keep the door completely shut.
You love a good shit smell joke.
Of course. I was farting in my son's face yesterday. He's 3.5. And he's like, Dad, don't do that. I'm like, why? He goes, you're supposed to do that on the toilet. I go, no, I'm doing it right in front of you every time.
Teach your children well.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, we should write a song.
Exactly.
Let's write a song about that. I think it could be a hit.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Donald Sterling thing? Everyone apologizing, everyone getting fired for saying stuff. Where you at with all this?
Yeah,
I actually heard your podcast on it a few months ago. Just in general, how we're all just telling on each other.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and it was a great podcast, Mr. Florentine.
Well, I just said, like, you know, because you can't punch anybody in the face anymore if someone tells on you, like you used to be able to. Because you get sued and you'll get thrown in jail. So nobody could do that anymore. If you could, that would be a good deterrent. Like if someone just videos somebody on the playground doing something wrong, like as a senior in high school, and he's like, dude, you post that, I'm going to punch you in the face. Yeah, well, I'm going to sue you. So he can't even do that. So the kid goes and posts it.
Right.
So I said, everybody should just be lined up. Everybody should just get a punch in the face. Because it fucking hurts and it smarts and you get tears. And you don't want to get punched in the face ever. And then everybody should feel that.
Yeah.
And then if they want to go tell again, that's a deterrent. That's what's going to happen to you. You're going to get punched in the face once again.
Absolutely. That's the way Jake LaMotta kept his household in order.
Yeah, we're all tattling on each other.
I always said, like, the only place you can really be around friends and say whatever you want is in your house. That was always my thing. I always tell people, like, that's the only place you could do it now is amongst friends in your house. You could say whatever you want. Other than that, you have to walk around like, no, I don't know. That's terrible. That's terrible. And now you can't even do it in your house.
If someone's over my house, this was within the past week or so, and I start blurting out some shit, I turn and just go, are you recording this? Like thinking, like it's kind of a joke. Think that now. It's kind of a joke, but I'm kind of serious. I'm thinking, like, man, that would sink me. That would fucking sink me.
You could turn your phone on, record, and then the screen goes black.
Of course.
And it's just sitting there. It's the easiest thing in the world now.
Soaking up all that good racism.
Right.
I know that the laws with Crank Yankers when we did it, you're only allowed to tape, two-party consent. Like Nevada and New York are the only two states where you're allowed to record somebody without them knowing. Really? Or it's a one-party consent. It's called a one-party consent, as long as one person knows. So if I'm taping you without you knowing, I know I'm taping the conversation. So I know in California you can't do that.
Why is that okay?
I know it's a one-party consent, so I know I'm recording you. So there's the one party.
What a dumb law.
So that's why we always had to do this shit either in New York or Nevada when we did those calls. But California, I know that's not the law. So she already came out and said he knew he was being
Well, she had
taped.
to say that.
I know because
everyone's buying into it. We don't believe that.
There's no way. You think he would have had that on tape? Like, okay, start the recorder and then have a big argument like that?
Right. No way.
Say all those words. She's trying to cover her ass. She probably just said one time, "You want me to record you when you talk about what you're going to do tomorrow for your daily?" Okay, and she did that, and a month later she did this shit.
Right? Yeah, I don't believe that.
I guarantee he's going to nail her on his lawyers. Sterling's lawyers going to nail her on this.
You're going to start seeing his side fighting back.
Sure.
Him saying he's not selling the team.
He's not going to give up the team that easily.
He's going to start kicking back on all this shit about him not being able to attend game. I bet. He appeals this whole thing.
His reputation is shit, so now he's going to go, oh, my reputation is shit, and now, yeah, sure, I'll sell the team, no problem.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
There's no way
he tries to keep that team, and he'll fight it.
I wonder if the owners know that,
This is fun for him. He's 80 years old. What else does he have to do?
Right. At this point, he has nothing to lose. Why would he also give up his team?
Well, the owners might know he's going to fight back. So, of course, they had a unanimous vote to make him self-car. I told you, be unanimous because not one of them can possibly risk saying, hey, look, the guy, I was against it.
Can't risk that the word gets out that you were one of the guys that said, I don't think you should sell the team. That would be bad for that owner.
It will.
But you got to think a lot of these owners think that way, don't you think, Florentine?
They probably want him out.
No, I mean, think like he does.
Yeah, they all have those thoughts in their head. They're just not going to say it.
Right.
But yeah, and not going to get caught up.
You got to think there's at least a couple more owners that.
How much do you pay for your boy?
Right.
Like
probably
that whole
joke about it behind this,
right?
Behind closed doors.
If this would have happened in the off season, I think because they're still in the playoffs.
Right.
Everything could have died down, and 4 months later the season starts, and then
Yeah, they needed a fast resolution because
something else is going to happen in the next week where somebody else is going to yell some shit.
Something. Rob
and that's
Ford.
going to be that's going to be the new
but
thing
the Rob
for a
Ford
week.
thing pushed it a little bit.
Yeah.
Him smoking that crack.
I think he's going to fight it, and I don't know if they can make him sell a team.
I know. I bet.
In the end, I don't know. Right. And then what? They're going to tell him who he could sell the team to? Because can't he just say, hey, I'm giving it to, does he have sons left
So
or
it's a
anything?
relative. Right.
Right. He could keep it in the family. in some way.
Keep it in the family.
Is that going to be good enough for the NBA?
If he still has the team,
if
he still has the team next year, black free agent's going to go there. You know, when he gets a huge offer blown out of the water.
Right.
From, the Nets were lowballing him. There's $40 million more at the Clippers. Are you going to go there and go, look, hey,
well, my ethics.
I met him and he's a good guy. Look, he made a mistake.
Exactly. And, we should forgive and forget. Look at this check, motherfucker.
I know, exactly.
Yeah. He'll have to come out and apologize and go on that. Even though people will go bullshit, it will give the certain athletes the excuse they need to go there. Like you said, there's $40 million more. It's hard to turn down.
And now we learn he has cancer. And the paper's happy about that today.
The big casino.
Saying, I guess God does have a sense of humor is one of the headlines.
Should go to Dr. Kennedy.
That's pretty twisted, I think.
Yeah.
And we do twisted shit on this show.
This will probably kill him just like Paterno with that with all that shit went down with the little boy.
Yeah.
6 months later, he was dead.
Done.
And this is probably
was it only 6 months?
Something like that. Maybe a year. But within a year,
right?
Yeah.
Old guys can't handle allegations.
Yeah, they don't.
They're
like used to covering that stuff up, looking the other way.
Right.
To their legacy, too.
Yeah.
That was everything to Paterno.
Yep.
And he officially never won a game. It's so stupid. They took all his wins away. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
It's just silly. Yeah, we'll all make believe he didn't win any games for Penn State.
Make believe. That's what they did.
Let's see. Let's go to Chris in Connecticut. Chris.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey.
Jimmy, when you were dating Robin, she ever have you call her the N-word in bed?
Holy shit.
No.
Don't answer that, Jim.
No, I'll answer it honestly.
No, she actually said, Jim, why did you just say that? I don't know. I just thought that.
Oh, my God.
There are people that do racial play, though. I've heard it mostly from white girls who fuck black guys, where the black guy wants to hear that. There's been plenty of black guys that want white women to call them that while they're fucking.
Really?
Yeah, it's a taboo thing. It's a harsh... it's almost like a reverse cuckolding, where you want something so humiliating and not what you'd want in your real life.
About it at all. It's crazy.
We had a phone call at NEW. Do you remember where the guy I think told his woman to put a little?
Oh yeah. Put a little nigger in it. She said. Or he said, right?
He said to her, I think.
Was he black or was she white?
I'm trying to remember.
He was white. She was black.
And do you remember what happened? Did she slap him?
Pissed off and smacked him.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a classic phone call from NEW.
He's like, I was just caught up in the moment.
I got caught up in the moment.
I was fucking going at it. And he told her, put a little nigger in it. Like, he goes, I just wanted to, shake her ass or something. Right. And she fucking turned and smacked him in the face.
I believe they were going out, too. It wasn't just a hookup or whatever.
Yeah.
So, man. Died 2.5 months after the allegations came out.
Wow.
According to Chris in Philly. Wow.
Yeah, it was quick.
Wow.
And he was healthy. I mean, he was still on the sidelines, coaching and all that stuff.
Yeah,
he still could have coached another year or two.
He was still part of the team. All right.
I've never understood the racial humiliation angle to turn on it, I guess. But I know, like, white guys have done it with black girls and, slave girl, and I've known... I guess that's the whole thing.
It's a whole fucking role-playing thing. It's a taboo, like you said. It's, not supposed to do it, say it. And then tied in with sex. Anything fucking nasty and taboo that's tied in with sex, for some reason, makes it better. I don't know. Not for me. I'm a straight-ahead kind of guy. I like your regular fucking.
Yeah.
An occasional hair pull and choke and shit, but not like bad. I'm a bad choker. I'm a bad choker. It's like, you choke me a little. I'm like, look, I'll just put a bullet in your head. I don't like this fake. I don't like this fake shit.
I've never.
If I wanted to hurt you, I'd hurt you.
I've never choked.
Really?
Yeah.
No, not once.
Reverend Al did.
He did.
Have you seen it?
Yeah. Very funny.
I never choked either.
No?
I did a role playing with an ex-girlfriend, like where she was playing like a little girl, said a lollipop and pigtails.
Yeah.
And I was the teacher.
Was she playing older?
and then I was in the middle of fucking her. I'm like, I know you're going to tell on me. She's like, I'm not. I'm like, I know you are. She's like, I swear I'm not. You know, it was turning me on that she was going to. And I'm like, you fucking cunt, you're going to tell. And she's like, and she stopped. So she started crying.
Yeah, right.
She's like, you called me a cunt. I go, yeah, well.
This just goes bad.
Yeah. I go, yeah, because if you were going to tell him I was going to ruin my career, I'm going to call you that.
The role-playing shit.
I just reached tenure, and now I'm going to lose my job.
I was trying to talk dirty to this chick once, and she goes, she's talking about her panties, and I was like, oh, what, the panties your mother laid out for you? And she fucking got all pissed off at me.
That is true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I was like, oh, trying to talk dirty. I can't fucking do it. I'm not a good dirty talker.
You got to discuss these things.
And then I said, I yearn for you once. What? Girl. She was like, and I went, I yearn for you.
Ew.
I know. I'm a fucking asshole.
I yearn for you?
It was back. I didn't know what I was talking about.
How old are you?
I was probably a
45.
Yeah, I think it was about 45.
Oh, the role play stuff I've gotten into is only in text. Though I like it. I don't like it in a real person. Like I like real, but the choking and slapping, I've done that if a girl likes it.
Well,
and I'm comfortable doing it.
Well, we got the phones lit, man.
All right.
We got to go to Chicago. Gary.
Phones.
I fucked a Polish girl in a Nazi outfit.
What? What is he yelling? Was that a Slavo? You need to bring back the Francine and Patrice slave thing.
Oh my God! I don't think we've ever played that again.
Now it's one of those bits we've never played.
I think we
again.
burnt every copy of that one. Boy, was that a fucking bad one.
Why was it?
I thought we were going to get in trouble.
It was two black people,
but it was really
Patrice
bad.
and Francine.
Wow. Yeah.
Wasn't there spanking and? Yeah. Wasn't that the same day as Homeless Charlie or right around there, too?
Oh, was that?
It was around
No,
that
it was before
time,
that.
was it?
Because it got played right after that.
Right.
Fuck. No, we were talking. I think I was chiming in, though, with Francine about, like, the slave girl and the... One was out in the field, one was the house, and we were saying it. It was bad.
I think... Reverend Al started sniffing around.
Yeah,
and so we
started sniffing.
He was sniffing around for real. So we said maybe we should bury that one. Yeah. He was sniffing around because of the Homeless Charlie thing.
Yeah, it was a bad one.
And then we realized we might have some other shit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
slave girl.
It was the Reverend Al thing.
Slave girl. That was bad.
And then the company offered him a radio job, and then he said, "All right, I'll leave O&A alone." That's how that worked out.
I'm outraged until you give me some.
Yep, that's exactly how that one worked out.
Then my outrage goes away.
Yep.
Wow.
The brilliance of someone that's no longer with the organization.
He
was able to figure that one out for us.
Yeah.
Because he came a sniffing.
Uh-huh.
He wanted us for a little bit there.
Yeah. Bad shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, I don't know, I'm not into really role-playing. The phone sex, used to be.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim, wasn't there a thing, I remember when I first met you, there was some chick you used to have phone sex with, you had to send her a check in the mail.
What?
Like once a week.
Oh, no, that was the...
Wait, what happened?
Electric bill.
Wasn't there something?
Yeah, that was, they used to be able to order them from long distance, and I would pay in advance with like a money order or whatever. I've told that story before, yeah.
Yeah, you've told...
Doesn't Duchovny do that in the show? No?
Yeah.
Right, I remember you had to mail her out a check like every week or something, like $80 or $60.
Crazy.
That might have been that one. I don't remember.
And what did you get from it? Like,
just you could call anytime you want, and unlimited dirty talk or whatever. But I told you that one time I called. It was so early in the morning there. It was like 6 in the morning here. And she's like, "You wanted to talk like that this early?" And the black girl was so mad at me.
I'm fucking paying for this shit.
Yeah,
yes.
she was. They would probably just like wire it to someone's house.
If you're a phone sex operator, you got to be ready to go no matter what time. What the fuck is that about?
Step up.
The panties was from Seinfeld?
Oh.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Sorry.
I was just checking Twitter.
Wow.
But that one was from Seinfeld? Panties?
Yeah, Jerry said,
that's
the
a little
panties your
edgy for
mother laid out
Seinfeld.
for you, and the girl got all mad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was
What
on
about
Seinfeld.
I Yearn for You? Was that from Seinfeld?
That's
too?
George Costanza.
It is. I had a feeling that might be.
He wasn't able to
That one
come
I
up with
didn't-
something good to say, so he said, "I yearn for you." I yearn for you.
I believe that one was yours. What's it? Seinfeld. Wow,
Yeah,
that's kind of edgy for him.
It
no?
was an edgy one. It was pretty good, though. It's like, you're talking dirty. I said, the panties your mother laid out for you. And that end of that episode is so good. Because he's trying to keep that whole conversation, because it was someone Elaine knew, the girl, and he's trying to keep her from telling anybody that he said that during their thing. Your panties your mother laid out for you. And the very end of the episode, Elaine, it was in the apartment, Jerry's apartment, and she's ready to leave.
Right.
And she goes, "Yeah, I got to do some shopping, pick up some panties or whatever the hell it is." And then she goes, "The ones my mother laid out for me." The crowd fucking goes bullshit. Wow. It came out of nowhere. It was perfectly executed.
Nice.
That show's goddamn funny. I love that goddamn show.
Well, I'm glad you think that type of humor is appropriate.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jimmy. I know you don't appreciate the blue humor.
What else is going on with you, Florentine? I mean, we got stories, but we got a crazy cat lady, and we got a squirrel attacking a teen after a selfie. The regular morning radio bullshit.
Right, morning radio
that we have to like try to make funny and better than other dumb shows.
Weird news.
Right.
Dude, that was in my fucking head all day.
Everybody was fucking getting that in their head.
Right.
Weird news.
But I was hearing it like you. I wasn't hearing their version.
No.
Weird news. I was hearing Anthony doing weird news.
Yeah, because Scorch doesn't sing it, so it's not weird news. Like, but I just want to do it in the Scorch voice. Never heard Scorch?
No.
Weird news? It's fantastic.
Some are odd and some deranged stories that are very strange. Weird news.
Yeah, we're talking about weird news. There was squirrel attacked a guy when he was taking a selfie. Well, that's nuts. Get it? Squirrel with nuts. It's crazy. Let's go to
we could do this as weird news.
Weird news.
Stupid kid takes a selfie with a squirrel, and then the next picture is him running away because the squirrel attacked him and fucking bit him on the back.
Oh, man, do you have to get rabies shots?
That's a good question.
I bet.
I don't feel like reading to find out, though.
Unless you could lop that animal's head off and they check the brain for rabies, then you got to get the shots.
And are the shots still really bad like we heard they were as a kid?
Growing
with the
up,
long needles and shit?
The rabies shot story
right to
was
the gut, right?
Frightening. It was a giant needle
that went right
put
to the
your
gut.
stomach, and they would do it, and it was like, yeah, they got to give you 50 shots over 25 days. And you It was the scariest thing. So anytime you saw an animal, you're like, rabies.
It's probably like getting a flu shot.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened with Ozzy. Ozzy bit a bat's head off on stage. Someone he thought it was a fake bat, a rubber bat, and he bit it. And he had to get a bunch of shots right in the stomach.
But since they had the bat there, couldn't they have tested the bat for rabies? Or did he spit the head out or something?
He bit into it and spit the head out. He might have thrown it back in the audience.
Maybe
Someone threw a
lost
dead
it.
bat on stage.
Right.
Or it was a
Because
live bat.
If you got the animal, they like even the animal's just his head. They take the brain and they do some tests and you find out if it has rabies that way.
It'd be hard.
They got to kill the animal though to see if it had rabies. Sometimes it's like, no, it was fine.
It would be hard. It would be hard to throw a live bat on stage. I'm thinking.
No, it was a live bat. I believe it was a live bat.
It just fucking flies away. How do you do that?
I don't know.
He thought Ozzy, the way he told it was stunned by the light because it was so bright. Somebody threw it on stage and he said it was stunned by the light. He just picked it up and bit. Thought it was a rubber bat.
Oh wow!
It was like stunned by the light.
Stunned by the light. Stunned. He was lost weight. He went to the gym and eating better. Stunned by the light.
Oh, Dara, I yearn for you.
Oh, Dara. My big ballad, my rock ballad.
Dara. Don't we play the weird news clip after each weird news story? Thank you.
Thank you. Stories that are very strange. Weird news.
Yeah. What do you got?
Well, in Philadelphia, crazy cat lady surrenders to police. 239 cats removed from her home.
But that smelled nice.
Are we going to get sued by Scorch?
Me? That would be fun.
We're not stealing your bit. We're goofing on you.
We're goofing on you.
He has a way of twisting things.
We're making fun of you. We're not
making fun
stealing.
of you. Don't twist this. And, hey, they're ripping me off.
That's one of Scorch's bits.
Remember when he said,
Remember
when he said to Sam that we share bits?
We share bits.
We don't share bits.
You guys did douche your dressing once.
And we love you. We do love you at the end.
Yeah, lighten up.
Philadelphia, you got 239 cats removed from her home.
Yuck.
Jesus. Wow.
Damn.
She possesses ketamine. What's ketamine?
That's like that tranquilizer stuff that people take in clubs.
To knock out animals.
Special K.
Wow.
Yeah,
Special K. That's Special K. All right.
Weird news.
Took 30 cats from her house, which has a sign in front of it reading, "I'm the crazy cat lady," and this is the crazy cat house.
Oh, that's great.
That's wonderful.
Well, it must be wonderful being her neighbor.
Right.
The whole area must just smell like cat piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
I hate chicks with cats. They're always weirdos. Yeah.
Cats.
239 cats.
Cat's got to be on the bed. It's just
You don't like that?
like it?
No, I don't like any of that stuff.
What if
They're not normal chicks with cats.
Oh, sorry. What if they just have one?
Still, if they have one, they want more.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, then there's two, and there's three, and then one's
It happened with my stupid ex-wife. She fucking got one cat, and then she got another one, and I was against fucking two. and she got another one. Then, of course, one's male and one's female, so they fuck and have a litter, and she keeps 2 of the kittens. We had 4 fucking cats. Like, I need that?
You had one cool one.
That's why I left her.
Jack.
4 cats.
You had a cool cat.
The fucking on the side. Yeah, Jack was the other one. That was JD.
Oh, JD was the cool cat,
was
right?
A cool cat.
And he would have got along with Beavis.
Yes, a little play date.
They could have played catch together.
Played fetch.
Because JD also fetched for you.
He fetched. All my cats fetched.
Do you think maybe you were fucking on the side because you were angry that she had 4 cats?
Yes, that was it.
That was the excuse.
She had 4, and I decided I was going to get some pussy of my own, as they say. Some of mine. Get some of mine's. No, we were having a threesome, and she gave me an ultimatum that either this stops or I'm done. I'm gone. I was like, okay.
That's easy.
Easiest ultimatum I ever fucking went with.
What'd you do?
See ya.
Because once you get to that level, you can't go back to the normal.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
Just one-on-one.
Stop it. Just stop it.
No.
It ain't going to work.
You did the right thing.
Oh, my God. I remember she fucking, she was just trying to be like the girl that we were having the threesome with and that I was fucking. I wasn't supposed to fuck her unless we were together. Yes.
Even when you weren't together?
On the side, yeah, because that's the rules.
This is the rules. We're the rules schmools. So then she was trying to be, so she decided to shave her pussy for the first time, and she shaved it, but then it grew in, and it was stubbly. And it felt like, I thought there was like an electric shock going through my balls. Like sometimes they smack up against some freshly shaved.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, what was that? It was like a pin cushion. It was like a trick.
Wait, so she shaved it because the other girl was shaving?
Yeah, but it didn't look good.
Yeah.
What did her pussy look like?
I don't know.
It didn't look the same.
I don't even want to think about it.
Would you suck it a lot at the end?
No. Oh, the threesomes were hilarious toward the end. I dedicated like my pinky finger to the wife, and then everything else to the other girl.
Right, yeah, you just kept her kind of close.
Just like, here, pleasure yourself.
Look at her.
Pleasure yourself with this.
You weren't giving them equal attention?
Oh, boy, no. It's like, yada, la, 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 I, with my finger, and then the rest of it is like fucking, it's like the beach scene from Here to Eternity. Boy, was she left out of it.
Was she getting jealous that you were spending more time with the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, so she noticed?
Oh, she noticed, all right.
Yeah, you gotta work. You gotta do 50-50. Go from one back to the other, so they don't feel left out.
You'll do that the first couple of times, but then you'll start gravitating toward what you find better. That's why the threesome will never really work unless you're a couple that, is completely open relationship or something.
Yeah.
You don't really care.
Right.
If you have any jealous bones in your body, man,
a threesome's not for you.
That threesome will fucking tear apart a relationship unless, you know what the deal is. Because the guy's always going to gravitate toward the new chick. Just going to happen that way. Or the hotter of the two, or whatever the fuck. You're with the wife all the time. Want some new goddamn puss hole.
Yeah, one time when I did it, the girls got mad because I was fucking the other girl. She's like, "You was fucking her the same way you fucked me." I'm like, "I only have one style."
What am I supposed to do?
I've been doing the same thing for years. I'm not going to mix it up now because if I did it different with her, then you'd be like, "Why don't you do it with me like that?" So I just figured I'd just do it the same way.
You got to turn into a southpaw all of a sudden.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, all of a
sudden I got to throw with my left. What?
There was some weird situation once. The first time we ever had a threesome, there was this girl out on Long Island, and she was on the couch. The wife was on her back on the couch. The other girl was on top of her, face to face. And I was dogging the girl on top from behind. So I had to look at the wife's face because the other girl's face was down.
Yeah.
The wife's face is up. So I had to make it look like I really wasn't into it. I'm like, I'm making face like, I gotta fuck her. I gotta fuck the new girl.
You weren't mouthing "I love you" to your wife as you were fucking a friend?
No, I'm just looking, going, I don't even want to do this.
Yeah, what am I going to do? She's here.
This sucks.
Did you have a condom on?
For probably the first 3 pumps. Then the old thumb hook. I use the old thumb hook. You make it like you're doing the fuck and diddle at the same time, and then you hook your thumb, so when you pull back for a pump. Wing! That thing pops right off, slides right back in.
Aren't you scared?
You don't even lose a fucking thrust.
I'd be so scared that my fingernail would scrape my cock.
Well, you gotta keep your nails trimmed.
How do you hook it in the condom?
Oh, it's great. Right up the.
Well, when you don't have a lot of
rim.
girth like Anthony, you can get the thumb in there, no problem.
That's it. My pencil dick. I put my fist in there with it.
They're saying bats are blind. So the Ozzy story, they're still arguing.
Blind as a bat.
Right.
They have that's
bats
sonar,
are blind.
though.
So how did it get distracted by the light?
Well, it might mess its whatever sonar.
Yeah.
They can fly during the day, but it might have just been stunned by something else.
Yeah,
That was Ozzy's
a lot of
theory.
shit going
Plus,
on.
it was in the guy's pocket the whole show.
Yeah.
He snuck it.
Sonar shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, listening to Ozzy music, maybe the sound.
Yes,
Sound fucked up his.
It's all sound based that they fucking run on.
Maybe Crazy Train being blasted at fucking 600 decibels messed the little guy up.
Poor little fella.
He's not used to hearing that in his environment. Is that what you're saying?
He's used to not fucking pot smoke and 20,000 drunks.
Right.
And we're going to learn about rabies shots. No, we're not. Okay.
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
I heard tell.
One guy said 5 shots.
Yeah, I heard tell nowadays.
But are the needles big
crazy.
like we were thought to believe?
And do they still
I
stick
think
them in
Ozzy
your
was
gut?
saying they were big, and it was a lot of shots that he had to get in his stomach.
That rabies shit, once you fucking... I think I saw a documentary on some girl. It was the only person ever documented that lived through having rabies. And she's fucked up now, all crippled out and fucking like...
Oh, she didn't get the shots.
But she didn't get the shots because she, got bit by something, a mouse.
Is Seinfeld?
No, I swear. It's real. I swear. No, when you call me, I'll swear
Okay.
it's real. There's a documentary. A girl, she got bit and got rabies, and so much time passed by in between the bite and when they actually diagnosed her as having rabies that once the symptoms come in, you're fucked. You're dead. It's like a 100% mortality rate. And she lived through it because this doctor gave her some treatment that was never used before. I think they put her in a fucking coma. And just gave her some shit to kill the rabies. It was really fucking weird, but it screwed her up.
Fucked up her body.
Bad,
Damn.
really bad. No, it's not.
Weird news.
There it is.
Stories that are very strange. Weird news. What else we got in the weird news?
I think that's... Oh, we got the...
Sam Roberts is a backstabber. Weird news.
I wanted to ask Anthony real quick, when you took the condom off, did the girl say later, like, hey, where's the condom? You were wearing one before.
I don't think she gave a shit. It was the wife that cared that I wore
So what
a
would you
condom.
say? Like, to the if your wife goes, what happened? You're wearing a condom. What happened?
I was drunk and passed out. You think she remembered?
Oh, so she didn't remember. So you never got called out
I could have used the condom like a rubber band and just smacked it into her face during the sexcapade. She didn't give a shit.
So if your wife passed out, would you go have sex with the other one while she was passed out? And you weren't worried that your wife would wake up?
Didn't care. One time it was the morning after, so the three of us wake up in bed, and the wife's like, I'm going to go take a shower. All right, the second she was out of that fucking room, bam, start fucking, commence fucking.
Where'd you get the condom from?
Oh, yeah, good question. I don't know.
So your wife didn't know you were doing that, obviously. So
she didn't know, but I think she knew. Like, it's so, she comes back from the shower, I'm fucking sweating, huffing and puffing.
The room smells like fucking.
Like fucking and sucking. There's a giant wet spot on the bed.
Yeah, your dick looks like you just sopped up that clear gravy with it.
Clear gravy. Yeah. Oh, I broke all the threesome rules. All of them. Just busted them all.
Because, look, if your wife's going to let you do that, you should abide by the rules.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? No, I mean, that's pretty cool of a chick to let you fuck one of her friends or another girl. So it's like, all right, at least I got to do is...
I believe it was self-motivated. Like, she wanted to be with girls. I think she wanted to be with girls, too.
Right, but why were you doing that? Why were you breaking the rules when you said don't fuck her when I'm not around? If she
Because
goes
there's
in
a
the shower
naked girl in my bed. What am I supposed to do? Oh, wow, the wife doesn't want me to do this, but when she's here I could fuck? It just seems like something that's trivial.
Were you and the wife having...
I don't know, I'm on your wife's side with this one. I'm like, all right, look, I'll take that.
What, are you going to fucking rape me for $1 million, too?
No.
$1 million.
I respect what you did, but...
yeah, I know. You got to respect
more
what
than
I
$1 million.
It was probably more than $1 million.
Oof.
Yeah, I know.
Was it worth it?
I have to say it was, or I'll go crazy. So I have to sit here and in my own mind go, you know what?
Right.
I look at the bad and the good, look at the money versus the misery.
How much would you have paid in taxes on that anyway? Like that, of that?
Yes, because it was taxable to her, so.
So you would have wound up
Worked out.
paying a decent, at least a third of that in taxes. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Probably
it still sucks.
39%, whoever's in office.
It's still
35, 39%.
a fuckboat of money.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Yeah, but a lot of guys lose $1 million and don't fuck their wife's best friend.
That's true. But I got
So
to
look at that
At
way.
least you got something out
I
of
got
it.
to have a
bunch of them.
threesome with a couple of chicks over time. There were
got a
different
little-
girls too, so it was.
You got
kinda
something
cool.
for your money.
Yeah, you definitely did.
Yeah, yeah.
You got a little return on your money.
Yeah. There was one time at a friend's house. It was another girl out on Long Island, and we were kind of fucking around with this other girl, and I just left the bedroom that we were staying at a friend's house up in the upstairs bedroom, and I just left the bedroom, went downstairs to the other girl's bedroom just because she was passed out upstairs. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, your wife was, so you went downstairs.
So I went downstairs
Did
to
you
the
get
other
back
girl.
in the wife's bed before
Yeah,
morning?
before morning. I had to get
She
back
didn't
in
know.
No, didn't know.
Now, what if she would have walked in on you like 10 minutes later as you're
Like, oh, I
downstairs?
was just going to call. I was just going to call you.
Were you?
Where were you? No. That wouldn't have worked.
Yeah,
That wouldn't have worked. My dick's in there just like, yeah, I was just going to fucking get you. This is great. I was just lubing her up.
I was just warming it up
I was
for
just
you.
warming up in the bullpen, Dizzy Dean.
Yeah, honey, come on down with your sleep breath and get involved with me and this girl who already fucking.
Yeah.
I was just breaking in the old mitt for you.
Oh, shit. That wouldn't have
Jesus.
worked.
Now, did the girl like downstairs go, "Hey, Anthony, you shouldn't be doing this. You
Yes.
lie asleep."
Yes.
Did you need a night to sleep on? I go, let me think about you bringing another woman because it might screw up our relationship.
No, because the proposition for the first one came down at a gig that I was at with Opie.
That was our going away party.
Our going away party for fucking BAB.
Right.
And
we were making the move to AF. They threw us a nice going away party.
Yeah.
And it was there for 15 minutes because this thing was going down right in front of his eyes. And he's like, all right, see you later. I'll see you in Boston. And took off.
the wife comes over to me and she goes, oh, this Cindy wants to, she come over and watch us fuck. I'm like, all right.
Ooh. Who said that was a Jan or Marsha? That was Mr. Brady.
Like, I'll pull the car around.
Oh, he was out of there.
I was out of there, lickety split, and driving, and I was pretty kind of ripped, you know. And driving home, all I'm thinking is like, please don't get pulled over. I would tell the cop, look, officer,
and he would let you go.
I will voluntarily drive to the police station after this is done, and you can book me for DUI. But please, I'm begging you.
And you got to get that done quick. If it's going down, you got to get
don't
back
let them think on it.
Don't let them think about it because chicks overanalyze everything to begin with.
You don't think it's a good move to stop at a diner on the way home?
No, don't feed them.
I'm a little hungry.
No, you don't want to feed them. They
that.
sober up. They see you in those friggin' lights.
That's it.
Fluorescent lights. Like, this guy's not that good looking. What am I doing?
Right. They start reassessing the marriage.
And then they got that shitty food in their belly, and it starts fucking rumbling.
So you go to the diner afterwards? Or?
Yeah, because then they got the gas. They feel this gas.
But do you tell them? Do you tell them we'll eat afterwards?
Yeah, you tell
put
them that,
that
and
on
then
the
they just
table?
pass that. Yeah, just say that. We'll get.
And
I
then
got
right
food
when
back
you-
at my
we got
place.
food.
Right when
Yeah.
you get home, you don't want them getting tired and falling asleep.
Yeah, and it can't be a long ride back from the club to the house. Like, if it's an hour, you're fucked. That's too long for them to think about it. They get cranky in the car because they don't have their
They were
cocktails.
making out in the van, which was good.
That's good, but you got to get them back quick.
Yeah.
And it's got to be
ride
close.
was
Get it back. It was probably 20 minutes.
That's not bad.
Were you
That's
turgid
doable,
by the
but
time you pulled
drunk.
into your house?
I was steering with my cock. I was fucking juggling.
Just thinking what's going to go down.
I was very, very excited at the prospect of this whole thing, this whole shindig.
Yeah, and you can't.
Very
Don't
good.
stop. They always want to get snacks or some shit.
No, beelined it right back to the house. Got the action going immediately. Yeah,
How long until you got to touch the other chick?
Immediately.
Oh, you did?
No, actually, because it started out like, oh, the guys was she wanted to watch us fuck. So I was like, all right, yeah. And then she came over and started like making out with the wife again. And then I'm right there, so my hands start going.
You touch her hiney and her tits?
I touched everywhere. Everywhere!
Did you fuck her?
Yes!
Your wife was okay with it?
I don't know.
Did your wife lick your balls while you fucked her?
No, that would have been good though.
Yeah. Did the other girl lick your balls while you were fucking your wife?
No, there was no ball licking that went on during that time. No, it was during the course of the night. It was pretty good.
They both get your head together?
A couple of times. Yeah, that happened.
Cool. Nice.
That was good.
Kissing on your dick, right?
That was good.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Dirty girls.
It was filthy.
Yeah.
But this was, 20 years ago? Holy shit, that was 20 years ago?
20 years ago.
God damn.
So what's the conversation in the morning with your wife?
Hey.
About it?
Hey, now get in the kitchen and cook me breakfast, cunt.
That's right. So, did you do it?
I'm the cunt, I get it. Jimmy.
This should have been our Unmasked.
Yes.
Fuck 20 years
Right.
of radio. It should have been the 20-year anniversary of your... Was that your first threesome?
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah, that should have been the Unmasked.
That was the first one. That was pretty good.
We could redo the Unmasked.
Yeah.
Just do that.
And then I realized, and I guess the wife at one point said, I think I'm like 70% lesbian and 30% like straight. So she was always, and I was just always searching for the next one, like somebody that was game for it. And then I would approach the wife and be like, hey, I kind of found somebody, which I did. And then, that ended the marriage.
Well, didn't you?
Usually you should let the girl pick them out.
Yeah, but where's she going?
That's true. Because you were out there, yeah.
I'm looking.
But if you go to a club, it's usually the girl. You can let the girl pick them.
Yeah.
And she didn't have a license, so where was she?
I know. Where's she going?
At the bus stop? She was going to find someone for
you? Exactly. Sitting at home, what? The garbage men are going to come around and fucking...
So would you actually, say, we can do this, and then try to get her pregnant? Because once you get her pregnant, you couldn't do that anymore.
Boy, no, that didn't work. She wanted to have a baby. Thank God. Thank you, God, for never fucking letting that spermatozoa penetrate that egg.
Yeah.
Oh, did she want a baby? Went to fertility clinics to check out, if everything was up to snuff.
And meanwhile, you were faking the orgasms?
I had to beat off into a thing. Yeah, so I started fake coming in her. I would go like,
really?
And then I'd be like, yeah, I'll be right back. Go to the bathroom, crank it out into the fucking toilet, which was one step above, I guess. Crank it out into her.
Jesus.
Fuck that shit.
So, but she was going to fertility clinics thinking there was something wrong with her, but meanwhile you weren't coming inside of her.
I wasn't shooting loads in her at all.
You're jerking off in a toilet.
Yes, I was. I would fucking make believe. I would do all the goofy faces and the little twitches and all that shit. And I wouldn't even care. It's like if she was like, wow, there's no cum coming out of him or something, Just hock a loogie down there.
Yeah, it must have went in pretty deep there. It's probably in there festering in your womb. That's sexy talk.
Fertilizing those eggs.
Yeah, it's in there strangling your eggs.
And there it is, fucking clockwise spinning down the turdy.
Exactly, your legacy.
Yeah.
She didn't ask why there was nothing dribbling out of her?
No, you know what? She never asked. I guess she didn't want to, because we went to the fertility clinic, and I was fine. So she was probably like, well, if he wasn't shooting a load or it was bad or something like that, it would have come up in the fertility clinic. And she certainly wasn't thinking I wasn't fucking shooting loads.
Was she ever drunk when you were having sex?
Was she? Not.
So maybe she was drunk, she probably just didn't notice.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Keep your legs back. You gotta tell her, keep your legs back so it goes in there.
Yes.
Deep. Now,
Yeah.
Grab your ankles and hold on to that for 2 or 3 hours.
Lovely batch. Hold it in there.
Hold my life-giving seed in your fucking womb.
Please.
So she knew your sperm was good.
Oh, yeah.
So then you were just
numbers,
faking it.
It was all there. Yeah. But I was faking coming. That's why the threesome thing was so good. Oh, loads like a sprinkler head. Finally, I could let it go without looking at the Kohler toilet. The little flush handle.
Now, were you allowed
fell in love with the flush handle.
Were you allowed to come in the other girls in the threesomes? Was that against the rules?
Allowed a schmoud. I was doing whatever the fuck I damn well pleased.
Wait, did you ever blow a load in the other girl during the threesome?
Yeah. She was on the pill. She was on the pill. So it was great.
But were you faking it with her, or was it real?
Was it real?
It was the realest, most wonderful orgasms.
See, now I think your wife would probably get mad at that. She's like, at least finish with me. I brought this girl home. I'm giving you a treat. Can you at least finish with me, not with her?
I'd be like, whoops. That was a little premature. An hour and a half later.
How did she handle that, though?
Was she all right with it?
Look, I got yelled at for everything, so I didn't care. Like, if you got mad at that, why would I care? She got mad at me for not taking out the garbage.
Was she ever objecting because you were blowing loads in the other girl?
No, you know what? She never objected to that.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't think she noticed, though. I didn't do the whole, like, oh, my God, oh, this is fantastic. I do kind of the subdued, you know, just grunting.
And she was drunk as it was.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, what the fuck?
Do you think this is a turnoff for a girl that when I'm coming inside of her, I just keep repeating, holy moly?
Holy moly. Those are some wild times there, young Sam Roberts. I don't recommend you do this with the lovely Mrs. Roberts, because it is a marriage destroyer.
He's got a grin on his face like they've talked about
I know. He's looking like, oh.
Yeah. She's talked to Jess has probably talked
and
about
boy,
it.
you're in the radio biz. You know, you get a little notoriety under your belt like that. The chicks will be coming on to you no matter how ghastly you look.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Okay.
You could figure it out.
All right.
But, and then the temptation's there, and then you're out with your girl, and a girl comes up and is like, oh, why don't we do this? Those fucking wedding vows we watched you fucking recite right out the fucking window.
But Florentine's right. That's not something that I could approach her with. She would have to approach me.
And this new younger generation, they're way into it. I mean, 20 years ago, that was tough. That was rare.
You're right.
A chick would want to have a threesome.
Exactly. That was
like maybe like 1 out of 50. Now it's like 1 out of every 5. So Sam's right in his prime. You're in your prime right now.
Where are you getting your stats, sir?
I'm just,
Sam,
in general, how many girls were in a threesome when you were young 20 years ago that wanted those?
It was like
just shit you heard about.
It was trying to find a 4-leaf clover.
Right.
It was
shit you heard about.
Right.
It never really happened.
And it was always like two
From
guys.
a faraway land.
It was always 2 guys and 1 girl. It was never like
cuffs.
2 chicks and 1 guy.
Right.
Yeah.
And that wasn't going to happen. Nah.
Would you have gotten jealous if there was another guy there?
It would never happen.
Why not? You eat her pussy while the guy fucks you in the ass? Your 2 worst nightmares. Fucking lick her roids while you're
just shaved it too. It was all stubbly.
Yeah, all stubbly.
Yeah.
No, that would never happen.
No, but I mean, she brought a girl home, so the least you could do is
bring one of the guys from the job site home.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Would you have gotten jealous, or
honey,
just,
I brought home a roofer.
Would you have got jealous, or just because there was another guy in the room would have weirded you out?
Too weird. I could never fucking function.
Wait, would it have turned you off if you were laying there next to them and he was fucking your wife and putting his fingers in your mouth and making you suck his fingers?
Just ruin an hour of radio.
Oh, calloused hands.
Yeah, just big man, hammer hand.
Yeah.
You're like sucking his thumb like a little baby.
That ain't gonna happen.
You can feel the calluses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dirty, dirty nails.
Well, there goes that discussion.
Right.
Florentine, what are we promoting today, buddy?
What are we?
The metal show, the Californication, the podcast. What do you
Sunday,
got?
May 11th.
Nice.
Californication, and then
nice.
May 15th in Louisville at the Comedy Caravan.
That's where everyone's a redhead.
Laughing Derby Comedy Caravan, May 15th.
No.
Right.
And then May 30, 31, Laugh-In Comedy Cafe in Fort Myers, and Improv in Fort Lauderdale, June 4th.
All right, we got a really hot story after the break. Really hot.
Hotter than...
Way hotter. Former New York
fingers
City.
in Anthony's mouth?
Let me read the headline and you
that's
decide.
hot.
We're going to talk about this. Former New York City transit exec makes graphic claims that boss sexually harassed him.
Weird dude.
With his Mount Everest penis.
Nice.
Ah, Mount Everest penis.
Yes, we got that. And Tammy Pescatelli joining us next.
Ain't it?
Oh, I see.
I do have nice teeth, man.
Tammy Pescatelli joining the show. And
Morning.
Good morning. I just don't want to lose this one phone call. Hold on one second. We got Ryan in Red Bank. We were talking about threesomes, and Ryan's got a quick story. Go ahead, Ryan.
Well, just in time for me.
That's right. I saved the sexiest story of the day for you. It's coming up. Oh, Ryan just hung up.
You lost
He
him.
holds through the whole break.
Why would you hold through the break and then the second we go live, you hang up?
I guess they brought a girl home for a threesome, and she had an allergic reaction to something, and they had to get her to
Probably the Rohypnol.
I hope he at least put it in for a second. Before
right.
When she passed out, you have to.
Yeah, they used to call that free meat, I think, in college.
I don't know, but it was a great scene in
College rape
Animal
culture.
House, and now you couldn't even do it.
Right,
Right?
exactly.
Remember that? That was one of the best scenes ever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. when she passed out on the bed.
And he reaches up, and then all the tissue comes out.
Because rape is just hilarious in movies.
It is sometimes.
People,
back
in what they called the day, it was like passing out and having sex with the passed out girl was just a comedy thing.
It wasn't rape. As a woman, you were supposed to go, I am never going to get that fucked up again.
Right.
To let that happen.
It was supposed to be a lesson for you.
Right. Animal House was educational.
You know what I mean? That's how it was for all of us, I think, you know? And now they're just... And then you can't say anything about them. Oh, don't horse shame me.
Yeah.
That's the big thing now, because they're saying they're horse shaming.
Well, Kruger didn't fuck her, though.
No,
he didn't fuck her. Pinto did not fuck her in the end. So
because she was 12, right? Wasn't she turned out? Thank God.
She was 13.
I was hoping that was going to be in the extras, like the 25th anniversary edition. They shot that, but it didn't make it.
Where he actually
it didn't test well.
He fucked her on the football field, though.
But there's a discussion where they're like, we got to make her 13. 12 is sick.
12 is too young.
12 is sick. 13, it's a teen. We can get away with that.
I'm just starting to realize something about that movie. When she was drunk and passed out in the bed, he didn't have sex with her.
Right.
But then on the football field, he did have sex with her. But when he came to the window and he said, hey, I thought maybe we could get some beers and hang out. And she goes, nah. She goes, no, not tonight. She goes, besides, you might get lucky without it. Like, did they put that in there to say, like, look, she totally wasn't drunk when he did fuck her, and he didn't fuck her when she was drunk?
Yeah, probably, maybe to soften it up.
Got a lot of catching up to do.
Right, I got to go back and watch that now.
Was great.
Like the perv that I am.
That was probably the reasoning in their heads.
That was.
Like I think we get away with this if she's sober.
If she's totally sober.
They called Roman Polanski. And they said,
Roman, how would you handle this situation?
Roman, what's the ruling?
What do you think? He's got a special consultant credit.
But you could not do that scene now.
The rape consultant.
Right. Imagine trying that scene.
No, it would not.
It wouldn't fly.
There's a lot of movies that just wouldn't wash these days.
Hey, Tammy, we're talking about threesomes before. Now, Anthony would have them with his ex-wife.
Yeah.
If you were bringing another girl in the bedroom, would you let your husband have sex with her in front of you? Would it be cool?
Yeah, get to sleep an extra 4.5 minutes.
Is he allowed to have sex with her when you're in a shower or you're sleeping?
There, we might as well just go all the way.
I don't
think you can go halfway on a threesome.
The second you put rules,
that's a 1.5.
The second you put rules on it, it's like you're putting rules to anarchy. It doesn't work. Once you give the word that we're going to have a threesome, all those marriage vows, the love you and no one else, it's done.
Yeah, and then what happens is this is what I've seen, and I mean, maybe I'm around a lot of degenerates, but so granted, let me put my
at this very moment.
But usually threesomes, they're all cool and fun at the beginning. You go like, oh, my wife lets me bring chicks home. Yep. Then pretty soon the dude is banging other broads, and then she hates him because he fucked this one. I wasn't there. No, you're just upset.
I called it a threesome with you in absentia. I'm like, it's still a threesome, but
by proxy.
Yes, by proxy, with an absentee ballad. There's plenty of ways to have a threesome without her there.
You were there in my mind. I was thinking of you.
Yes.
But his wife said, don't fuck the girl when I'm not around, and he still did. Now, is that breaking a rule? Like, if that happened with you, if you told your husband, look, don't fuck her while I'm not here. Just do me that. I have to be in the room when it goes down. That's fair, right? I mean, that.
I guess it's fair, but the truth is I just don't. I think those are slippery slopes. You have to.
I don't even know
why bother to get married. Like every fantasy that I ever had when I was single has now come across my path that I'm married, and it's such a shame. It's when I was single. I'd get a massage and the balls would just bang on the top of your head and you'd be disgusted by it. That's what they do. They bang their balls they just bang the and then like you're laying on your face and your hands are behind you and their balls just like in the cup. It's just disgusting. Really? And then now you get married and it all comes across your path and you just have to and you get no credit for what you don't do. There's no bonus points.
No, for what you're not doing. You're supposed to not do it.
Fuck this guy.
Right. You're supposed to not do it. It's like, give me credit. This is hard.
So did you ever cup your hand a little when the guy had his balls?
Oh, they were never cup worthy.
No.
They were never
what if it was a really good-looking guy? You think you might have just curled it up a little?
I don't fantasize about Asian men. So, I said, that is one category that is not on YouPorn.
You're alone in this room.
Right. Exactly. Nothing wrong with a Filipino, so androgynous from the back.
I can't even look at you, Jimmy, with hair. It's so
creepy.
cool.
I know.
Isn't it weird, right?
Yeah, it's just.
He came walking in this morning. He passed noticed by the window, you had the sunglasses on and the spike hair. You look badass.
Baby hawk.
You look
Baby hawk. It looks so cute. It looks so cute.
Fuck. Very funny.
I got a gift from Scott Shannon. I want to thank you.
Scott Shannon?
Scott sent me this.
What the fuck? Where's our gifts?
Jim, I call this shot First Kiss. First known shot of the band in uniform.
Get the fuck out of
Thanks
here.
for being funny, Scott. So he had this picture of Kiss, black and white photo of Kiss.
Right.
That's like their first picture in makeup and costume. It's real old school. What an amazing photo. So thank you to Scott Shannon. That is
very cool. All nice and framed. What a class fucking act that Scott Shannon is.
Right.
He was a class guy.
Tell him I like Sabbath.
Just say
it's a
Team
great
Scott
picture.
in your head. Just you got to be Team Scott. There's a big radio war going on, and we're Team Scott.
Good.
Wow, do I love
Yeah,
it.
Why
Thank you
didn't I
very
find
much.
the Kiss movie? I was trying to find that the other day. I
Oh,
was
that
like,
crazy
remember that
one
crazy
at
where they
Central
were
Park?
and they were on a roller coaster and
Oh,
stuff.
Jimmy
in the
loves
pool.
that one. He knows everything about it.
Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park.
Yeah.
Ah, the
That was
Phantom of
so
the
much
Park.
fun.
And the best part is when Gene tries to walk through that kiosk thing, that little
And he can't
thing,
fit-
and he can't get through it, and he trips a little bit.
And they were on a plane. Now you could never get all that on a plane. Could you imagine if
Oh,
they'd
my
walked
God.
up full gear on a plane somewhere?
Yeah, they'd be wrestled to the ground and cuffed.
Well, Paul
Yeah.
told a story actually in a Scott Shannon interview, which I just heard, that when he landed in Japan, I think they had to take the makeup off because the Japanese guys were like, the customs were like, we don't know who you are. They came in makeup and there was like thousands of people waiting.
Don't they all look like that though, like kabuki makeup or something like that? I think
They
they
were
do.
trying to take him over to the rice paddy.
They had to
make
go and
things
take the
happen.
makeup off and and then put it back on real quick and go out and see the fans.
Wow. Well, they were traveling in their
Japan.
Kiss makeup?
Yeah, they had to. They were landing and there was fans.
Greasy.
Oh, that's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You know how many pillows got smeared
Right,
with
just
all that?
smear. Oh man, imagine that one, Jimmy. Imagine getting a Kiss makeup smeared pillow from the airplane.
Girls
That'd be a
walking out
collector's
with
item.
half of it on their face,
Yeah,
like
right.
one of those dolls, those masks, the tragedy comedy
Yes,
masks.
exactly. You see Ace Frehley's fucking face on some girl's crotch.
There's probably a lot
In reverse. I thought the star was on the other side.
There's probably a lot of Paul Stanley smeared pillows.
Oh, I bet that.
That voice, it did
Teeth
turn
marks.
me off the first time I heard it. Yeah, I got thrown off just a bit.
What happened?
I got thrown off just a bit the first time. I loved Paul's.
Yeah.
Lots of things turned me. I went to a Rat concert. You'll like this, Jimmy. I went to a Rat concert.
Yeah, a bunch of
Rat
mob
Poison.
snitches.
Oh,
it was horrible.
Chip.
Those Jim,
That's it.
Jim
Chipperson.
Wait, that's my family reunion. But I was there, and we went. Of course, we're young girls, and I had a friend that was real hot, and she would flash her tits everywhere.
Nice.
So we used to get backstage, and I saw Stephen Pearcy trip up the steps, and I left because I was like, all
man.
the cool is gone.
Gone.
Once that veneer has been split.
Yeah. Now he's
bad.
not very cool either, but
He just left Rat. He just officially
he?
left Rat
Just
again.
now?
Yeah.
What?
just now.
Yeah, he left the band. Yeah.
Should have left 20 years ago.
No, they were together. They were apart and together, and he just officially
I didn't
left
see
them.
that
again.
on the
Still
news.
doing new songs and stuff?
They put an album out like 3 years ago. It was actually pretty good.
You're the only one who knows that.
Well, he has to for the
I
show.
love it.
Yeah.
I know.
I
That's
had no idea that they were still trying to do it. That's cool.
No, they were good. They were right. They were good in
They
their
had
time,
two
right?
songs.
No, they had a lot of hits,
Round
though.
and round.
They had Round and Round, and then
Round and
that other
Round.
one about
You're in Love.
Up and Down or something.
Well,
I
he
think.
dated. Remember, he dated Tawny Katane, and she was on the cover of the album. Do you remember that?
Really?
He dated her
was
before the guy
Whitesnake.
from Whitesnake. No, it's her
Coverdale?
legs on the cover of the Rat album.
Yes,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I got worthless
Look at you with
knowledge.
this trivia.
I have a think
And by
tank
the way,
of nothing.
it
like
was
the Rat.
Nothing
By the
going
way,
on in
it
my head.
wasn't a friend that was showing her tits. Okay,
Yeah.
come on.
No, it wasn't me.
Oh,
I
it
was
was
too
a
afraid.
friend of mine.
I was too afraid back then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
flashing
now
at
I
Rat
would, but
concerts.
they're
Yes.
Now it's too late. No one wants to see him.
No,
I'm at the place
Piercy
where...
would.
Tammy was like just far beyond showing that she was like bent over, like 2 fingers in the anus opening.
I had a camel toe on purpose and a skirt camel toe. It was the weirdest thing.
Skirt camel toes. That's impressive.
Yeah.
So you guys would get
Wrestling
backstage because you flashed your tits?
She would flash her tits.
Oh,
Right, so
man.
then the roadies would come out and get you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that really happens, right?
Yeah,
the
it
roadies.
Did you guys have to
actually
blow
know.
the roadies to get further
I
backstage?
never did any of that. I mean, I would tell you,
man.
too. You know why? Because I was always the person that in your head it sounds like a great idea, but then you get back and I just start talking to myself. I was always this person, but younger, so like it just never worked out. You know, you think it's a great idea, and then you get back and you see they're ugly, and then you go, I would never. You were in the band, like you know, like you.
Some girls just love the fact that they're backstage with the band.
Yeah, but no, I mean they were in like the marching band, and then just happened to get a break. You know what I mean? Like it was, you're just one feather and some boots away from the football field.
Fucking roadie gauntlet. It's like a double dare fucking physical challenge.
You know,
covered in goop.
It was amazing back in the day that you had to fuck the roadies to get to the band. Like these girls would actually fuck these smelly guys that haven't showered in 3 days, just work 16 hours. Yeah. And then they get to fuck the band. And the band didn't even care. Like, you didn't care that sleazy roadie was just inside of it.
No, Brett Michaels or somebody said they had a color code for the passes.
Motley Crue had the 2 smiley passes, and then one. Remember when they did the theater?
Wow, you know all about.
Like if the roadie had
for someone that was creeped.
I went back.
For someone that was creeped out.
Any of them, and I would tell you.
She knows all the variations of the backstage pass.
What was the color code in Motley Crue? What was the color code?
It was 2 faces up, I think it was.
What does that mean?
That was that she had done the roadie.
Okay.
I think.
Wow.
I read that in their book.
So now who takes that one?
Yeah,
like
the
who's
drummer.
like?
Well, no, Vince.
Mick, because he can't move at all.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's just the one that sucks your dick or eats your ass. Like you don't kiss that one.
Right.
Then who knows? You might let it blow you anyway.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, why take sloppy seconds from your roadie?
Right.
That's
fucked. Maybe they don't have to give them bonuses at Christmas.
Maybe they weren't fucking him. Maybe they were just getting blowjobs. But even still, you know, when you fucking get some mouthwash.
They look like the penguin with long hair. They're just all disgusting Chester Powell pot looking. Disgusting.
I was at a Scorpion show one time, and I met this chick, and I brought her all the way to the front row, and she was flashing the band the whole time. And I'm making out with this girl. I'm like, this is awesome. And the band's going, yeah, like giving the thumbs up on the stage. I'm grabbing her tits. I'm like, this is great, too. And then all of a sudden, the roadie comes and goes, hey, the Scorpions want you guys to come backstage. I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to meet the Scorpions. This is great. We get right to the door. She goes first. A big black guy who stands right in the way goes, nope, you can't go. I go, no, they said I can go.
Oh, my God.
You can't. And I'm telling the girl, I go, Melissa.
Bye.
She didn't even look back.
Oh, my God.
Didn't even look back at me. I had a long walk back to my fucking car. I was the only car in the parking lot left at fucking 1 in the morning in Philly, and walked back there by myself. Yeah, didn't even look as I yelled her name.
Oh, man.
You don't think she wanted you to come back with her?
She didn't even acknowledge me. I got her to the front row, hung out with her, got her beers.
Little heart sign.
No, I didn't even get her number.
Cheesy. Did you want to punch him in the face?
Nothing. I'm sorry. I'm just going to get an autograph from my brother.
Right.
That would have been nice.
You should have at least got a picture before they kicked you out.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you guys don't have that equivalent that women have.
But I don't blame him. I would have been the same way. What do I want this dork backstage for?
That's true. You got the band right there.
Yeah, like, I don't want to meet this guy.
Never go to the Hawaiian Tropic Bikini Show, and they're like, hey, you, come back.
Oh, yeah, that never happens.
You know?
Yeah, get that guy.
I was mad at the Scorpions for like 10 years. I was. I didn't buy like their latest 3 records. I'm like, fuck those guys, man.
What brought you back in, though? Wind of change?
I woke up on, the whistling. The whistling got me back.
Hold you back in?
Yeah.
Finally?
Fucking bitch. That's funny.
I woke up one day and go, I would have done the same thing. As soon as I started being a comic, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't want any guys backstage.
That's funny. That's a great story, Jim. Jesus.
Didn't even look back.
Tammy, what are you promoting there?
I'm doing Dirty Sexy Funny with Jenny McCarthy.
All right.
Oh.
Which is a weird thing for me because, you know, I never really tried to, like, do chick stuff on stage. So, but it's not. It's fun. But
you're funnier than Jenny McCarthy, so how does that work out?
She's not trying to be a comic. She said straight up. She's
so she just hosts the show?
She just hosts the show.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
She does a lot. You know what's really cool is, I mean, and this is like, I'll probably get in a lot of trouble, but I don't really give a shit. The truth is that a lot of female comics have broke through. But they never reached back and, like, picked up any women. I've been trying for 20 years. I would have got on one of those shows, you know? And nobody ever said. They all kind of just did it for Chelsea Handler picks up people and takes them on tour. But it's not just women. It's guys, too. So there was never, like, when I was coming up, some of these women were huge. And maybe, you know, it would have been cool to... I'm just getting ready for the dismount, fellas. I just can't do... I got 10 more years. That's it. I can't do a late... show Friday at a Funny Bone somewhere.
Right, like, 10:30 doesn't start.
I got a fight with a 22-year-old kid who's drunk, and I got this is the dismount. I'm preparing. This is it.
Well, it's the Keswick Theater. Where's that? That's tonight.
It's in Philadelphia.
Okay.
We're kicking off. It's a.
And then you're playing in my hometown, Huntington, at a great theater, the Paramount.
I know.
That's tomorrow night.
Oh, I like that place.
Go to F.H. Riley's.
I want to go.
He might give you a thing or two. It's like
that's what I do. I go
it's on the same street.
city to city to get free food.
Free eats. The Paramount though is really a nice venue. Wow, they do a good job there.
The girls are funny too. Lynn Koplitz is funny.
Lynn's great.
And
Lynn is
Paula
hilarious.
Bell, yeah, she's hilarious. Paula Bell is crazy.
Paula's
she's out of
funny.
LA.
Yeah.
She's just crazy.
Isn't
and
she
that's
Boston
fun.
originally?
Maybe.
I thought she was a Boston. I
That
haven't
makes
seen her in
sense.
years.
But because she has that mentality, like she just doesn't take shit.
And who else is on?
That flips back and forth. But tonight is a girl named Justin Marino.
Okay.
Justine Marino. A girl named Justin.
Right.
Yeah, but it's funny. We did a special on Epics already.
Nice.
Which is,
I love those guys.
Yeah, they did good. They did right by you.
Yeah, I've done 2 with them. They're really, really good.
We got a hot story.
Uh-oh.
Former New York City transit exec makes graphic claims that boss sexually harassed him. It's 2 guys in the story, by the way.
I was going to say.
A New York City transit employee alleges he was fired after fighting off the increasingly creepy come-ons of his horny boss.
Ooh.
Who bragged of a Mount Everest-sized manhood.
That's why I'm suing Opie and Anthony.
Wouldn't that mean a thin fucking helmet?
Yeah, very skinny helmet.
Yeah.
Very
That would
thick
be
base.
awful, right?
The oxygen is low when you get there.
no oxygen.
That would be awful to have.
Kills a bunch of
right?
people every year.
People are stuck on it, and they're never found.
Yes.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Hector, in a graphically detailed Manhattan lawsuit, said his supervisor masturbated in his presence.
But why don't you leave? I mean, like,
Why don't you suck it and get a raise? Maybe
really-
jerk off.
I just don't feel like guys can be sexually harassed. I really don't. If that happened, you would just start laughing. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
But even as a girl, you just start. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
I think it's a girl's thing, the sexual harassment. I can't see a situation where a guy is sexually harassed. I just can't see it.
Well, if the boss whips out his mule and he starts jerking off, it might be.
So far, if he's just masturbating in his presence, you're just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I live with Jim. Jim
Right.
did it before in my presence.
But then he grabbed.
I didn't sue him.
Is this sexual harassment? Then he grabbed his buttocks and massaged his neck and back.
Sounds nice.
Wait a
Massage his
second.
back.
Massage.
After he grabbed his butt.
Hey, after
His neck and
before
back.
or during the masturbation?
I think the masturbation was first, and then he went with the buttocks grab.
Did he bang his balls against his head while he was getting the massage?
During one shocking May meeting, Frederick Lynch began touching and talking to his penis, according to the court papers.
Talking to his penis?
You should be hidden beneath my pants.
This is an
This
episode
is your
of The Honeymooners I never saw.
Yeah, not.
This is your cave.
Your cave.
Your cave.
Crazy.
Prowl, 71 of Queens, an older guy too, said the relentless sexual harassment by Lynch began in January and continued until December. He lasted this for almost a year.
Wait, so this guy was 71 that was whipping his dick out?
No, the guy that was being sexually harassed was 71.
Wait, who's pulling out their dick to a 71-year-old guy?
I know. Come on, don't be ageist.
It escalated over the 11 months.
Donald Sterling's
11
wife.
months you're dealing with this? Sorry. 11
She
months.
looks like she's got one.
Prowse said he was on the job just 3 days when summoned to Lynch's office.
Wow.
To review a transit project. During the meeting, Lynch sat with his zipper open and began sliding his right hand on top of his pants in a jerking gesture and giving himself an erection.
But who doesn't go?
Who needs the job
What
that
the fuck are you
badly?
doing? Like,
Right.
I mean,
Right.
I don't know that people get so quiet they don't know what to say.
How old is the guy that's doing this? If he's it's a 71-year-old that's getting harassed.
I don't
Does it
see an
say?
age on the other guy.
Let's just know they're neither one of them are hot at all. There's nothing attractive.
But can it be a 40-year-old boss like want to do that to a 71-year-old man? Like,
yeah.
On more than a dozen occasions, Lynch allegedly invited Prowse
But
on
who
an all
hires a 71-year-old too? By the way, when is retirement?
on an all expenses paid vacation, shook his butt in front of him, grabbed his butt, and forced his hand into his crotch.
Wait a second. Stop right there. Because he said, this is like that guy who went to Hawaii with the producers and stuff. Remember that just was out. He was 14. He's in
he's
Hawaii.
suing the director.
Yeah, the director
of
X-Men.
X-Men.
So he's on an all-expense paid vacation.
I think if you go on an all expense
what do you think's going to
paid
happen?
vacation, you got to let him grab your butt a little bit,
You
right,
know
Jim?
the price of admission to ride the ride. I mean, those are deals that people
You're getting
make.
a free vacation. You got to give up a little something.
Who goes goes on vacation with their boss, and if you're gonna, like, all right, look, we're obviously...
He's paying. You do a little something.
see,
You might jerk him off a little bit.
To me, and I know people
Jiggle the
get
balls.
pissed, but that's what I thought with this whole Donald Sterling thing. Set aside all the race shit. He literally has paid for this broad. He was saying, do what you want to do. Don't make me look like a dick in public.
There you go.
Right?
You're a racist.
No, yeah. I also said...
That's it. You are. You have to apologize.
Magic Johnson was his mortal enemy. That's like if Batman's girl took a picture with the Joker. Yes. He fucking hates Magic Johnson. He would have to go to that stadium all the time. He'd have to go over to the Forum. He'd have to go over there. It's purple and gold everywhere.
Yeah.
Magic got AIDS and still didn't die. Donald Sterling hates Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
But
there's, and there's a conspiracy going around that, Magic was...
Don't do it.
What?
That he wants to buy the team?
Well, Magic wants to buy the... No, but there's this conspiracy that he was...
Right.
He kind of like told this chick, because he knew the girl for a while, for a long time. Like, hey, I hate this guy. So whether he said it to her or she just did it on her own, going, we'll get him out. Everybody loves Magic. The NBA does. Magic could buy the Clippers.
I'm not saying that this
She's getting scared.
Racist,
she's getting scared because she's saying that someone took her audio recordings and pushed them out there.
Yeah, sure.
Now she's going with that angle.
Yeah,
because the first angle wasn't good enough where she said he knew he was being recorded, which is bullshit. Now she's saying, I forgot the exact
and then she was also posting stuff on Instagram, like the truth is coming out like a week before. Simon and Schuster, like she was going to write a book.
Really?
Oh, yeah, the stuff was out like 3 weeks before.
And Sterling is going to wage a fierce fight, according to attorneys. He's not just going to walk away from this.
It's a slippery slope for people like us.
A slippery slope. My God, man! At the end of the day.
He's so funny. But really, seriously, like if they're going to start getting people for what they say at their house, we're in trouble. I mean, we stand out and say stuff all the time.
All the time. Nobody could be recorded without their knowledge, and then be okay with it being broadcast out there. Everyone would be in trouble.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to this. He claimed that Mr. Prowse, who was sexually harassed, had beautiful hands like a pianist, the lawsuit charged.
Oh.
Yes. Prowse later began screaming when Lynch came to his cubicle in November 2013.
Like a hand model.
And began massaging and squeezing his neck, body, and back.
Yes.
He's 71. I mean, he's going to have some aches.
So
his fucking boss is phenomenal.
Yeah, I know.
It's just making sure he's having a good day.
Give him a vacation.
So you don't like it, the lawsuit quoted Lynch is asking. I have told you dozens of times, do not touch me. You're the most indelicate person I had ever met in all my years at work. I do not need any massages from you. When are you going to get it?
Could you just go back and masturbate in front of
1 month later, Lynch called Prowse into his office.
Wow.
And things quickly turned even weirder. Weird news.
Weird news.
We should reenact this whole thing.
Yeah.
Mr. Lynch spun me around and grabbed his penis like he was masturbating.
It's like a romance novel, this thing. It reads very sexy.
Mr. Lynch obviously had an erection and claimed this augmentation was like the Everest Mountains.
Is there a gay penthouse letters? Because that's what this really
what it is. Penthouse forum.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You think someone like that's going to be that aggressive at work over and over again for over a year?
Well, first of all, the other guy thought they were having an affair.
Yeah, what did the other guy must have turned him on. The 71-year-old had to be doing something.
Absolutely.
Why would your boss keep coming on to you like that over and over again?
But he had to think it was okay.
Right.
He had to think it was okay.
Yeah, maybe he had his diaper up in like a G-string or something. He saw him at the urinal, he had his pants down. That's hot.
Do you like a good diaper joke?
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Always. Love it. This guy's been waiting an hour just to talk to Jim Florentine. I wanted to make it officially in an hour before I took his phone call.
Any drunk?
Who's this? Somebody in Dallas. Craig, it looks like? Craig?
Lee Harvey.
Hello? You waiting an hour.
Dallas.
You there? What's up? No? Okay.
No?
Wow, what's going on around here?
Yellow.
All right. He waited an hour. He loves you, Florentine. Huge fan from Dallas.
He loves you.
But he's not there anymore.
What an asshole.
Yeah.
Love Dallas.
All right.
Yeah, huh?
Everywhere I went, like on Twitter, people kept going, "Are you sure you're really booked this morning? Are you sure you're really booked
you didn't
this
get
morning?"
fake Roland tweeting you,
I've been
huh?
trying to figure that one out.
That was the best one. Fake Roland. There was an account that looked just like Roland's Twitter account.
Right.
And he booked one of our friends, Mike Baker. And Mike was like, all right, I'll come in. And he came in the other day, and we're like, why is Mike Baker here? And it's like, oh, fuck. And then Sam starts laughing. He goes, let me look. I think I know why. And he looked at fake Roland's Twitter feed, and him and Mike going back and forth. Yeah, come in.
Really?
Come in. Yeah, but he said, like, come in Tuesday through Friday.
No, he said, hey, Anthony wants you to come in and say the same 3 things you say every time you're in.
Every time you're in.
And Mike goes,
like,
okay,
right.
I'm in.
And this guy's CIA.
He goes, I'll block you from Tuesday to Friday. You'll be in.
Yeah, you'll be in, like, yeah. And then he showed up, and we're like, uh-oh, why is Mike here? And, of course, Sam just loves shit like that.
Sam,
it's like,
I said, it's probably Sam. Fake Roland is probably Sam.
Oh, God.
Which is just
He was
great.
mortified. He was trying to be cool about it, but you could tell.
Roland?
CIA guy.
Absolutely.
You can't be tricked like that.
Yeah, he was a little
on
embarrassed.
He's not
about
happy.
getting tricked
He's not
on
happy
Twitter.
about it.
So he's actually following Osama bin Laden because we didn't think it was him. So it's a different guy.
Yeah, he's
a different guy.
He's not happy.
Yes.
This guy thinks Jimmy was wrong about the Clippers yesterday.
Weird news.
Nothing has changed in this. Daniel.
How, Daniel?
What's up, boys?
Hi. Just get to it.
I just want to...
It's fucking Friday. Just get to it.
Get to it.
Everyone has to have their opener. Hey, boys.
I like to open strong on my phone call.
Happy birthday.
There's a dynamic to my phone call.
Boy.
Got to warm them up.
Right.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I wanted to let little Jimmy know about the whole contract thing that he was talking about yesterday, about they're obligated to play. Technically, they're really not. The only time you ever really see that is in the football, where if you have an injury-prone player, their contract will be built around their injuries and stuff like that. Now, with the NBA, you don't really have any contract towards that, so it doesn't really matter.
No, but they're obligated to play. They can't take off because their feelings are hurt.
Right.
Well, it doesn't matter.
And quite frankly, they don't care what the NBA has said at this point. Donald Sterling still owns the fucking team, and they don't want to piss Donald Sterling off.
He hurt me with his words.
So all these players are being they're being very careful how they're talking about this, because he truly still owns the fucking team.
Yeah, but you can fake an injury or whatnot, and then...
Oh,
okay.
Isn't it great that Jerky Boys bit has become what really happens now?
Exactly.
It's like, were you injured? Yes, very injured. Well, what did he hurt? His words hurt me. It's like, now that's real.
It was also
real.
It's also a playoff game. They're not going to sit out a playoff game. They just played the whole season to get in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're not
if
gonna
it was game 4 of the season, maybe they would have.
They could have come up with
They
a
don't
better
care.
protest than just leaving it for the Mexican bowl boy to pick up their things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That was horrible. Just make a pile. There was a
You didn't
thing
think it was
that
dramatic when they did that? I thought it was terrific.
Oh, yeah.
But
I was waiting
they put their
for
warm-up
the fist
jersey
up
at
like
center
they did.
court. It was so dramatic.
And then the guy just comes over and cleans it up.
Right.
That's it.
And clean it up.
And then the
That's
black socks, that was a good touch, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
very
should have burned
dramatic.
him in effigy or something, or all gave the finger to the camera.
I would have loved to see him just not play the game. That would have
Hold their
taken.
fist up.
That would have been the ballsy move.
Yeah.
Hey, off
And they're not
topic.
going to win the championship, so why not?
Off topic about socks.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to put your socks on and you get it so screwed up where there's no twisting the heel or the toe so bad where you have to completely abort the sock put on and take it off and start over again?
Is that lump for the fucking ankle or for the heel on the side?
Especially if you just showered, so it's kind of and there's you try pulling the heel and the toe around. It's like I just got to take the sock abort
completely.
Abort.
I've had that with pantyhose. You roll them all the way up, and the tuck isn't good.
Wait, I have a feeling
Happened
that
this
sock
morning.
bit is a Seinfeld thing.
No, that happened to me this morning. I swear. I swear. I love the fact that everything I say now people think is a Seinfeld reference.
That's so funny.
See, that's half the joy.
That happened to me with a pink sock one time. I had to redo it.
What about a wet sock? That's the worst too.
That's
when
terrible.
You're walking
The
in
worst.
The worst.
Terrible. I've ripped the top off of my socks plenty of times.
Just
Where you have it
yanking.
wet and you're like in a hurry so you don't
just
dry
pull
off
hard
enough,
and just
the top just rips. You're like, fuck.
What about when you go back in the bathroom when you have your socks on and they
And
get
step in that fucking wet mat.
Puddle.
Let's talk about that for a while.
How about why is the bathroom floor wet when I'm trying to wear socks?
Yeah.
At a hotel, when they don't take that extra 5 minutes to let the sheets completely dry, and then they make the bed with a wet sheet.
I've never got that. Really?
Yeah, it's happened.
Or
if
you walk into a Pete booth in socks.
Yes,
Jimmy. The worst.
Just,
I've seen you do
you're
that.
like Hans Christian Andersen skating.
I realize.
Oh my God, that's a great reference.
I like using a little literary knowledge in my cum jokes.
Like a taxi going through a puddle on a wet day.
Right.
We got to go to South Africa.
What?
We've never taken a phone call from South Africa.
Wow.
Oscar
It's a white person yelling, "Help me."
Exactly.
What's your name, sir?
Andre.
Andre.
Yeah, it's like Andre with an H.
Ain't gonna play Sun City.
That's all we know about South Africa.
That's all we know. Sun City, apartheid,
and you got a guy, trying to get away with murder. Right. Trying to get away with murder.
Patsy Kinsit.
The hot chick, spatula feet.
Right.
And what else?
And
Apartheid.
You keep talking.
Soweto.
Sure. What else?
That fucking District 9 movie.
Oscar Pistorius.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Well, that's
said that.
spatula feet.
Oh, he's
That's the guy trying to get away with murder.
I thought you just meant that they had flat, good runner feet.
Well,
you know how they don't wear shoes.
Yo, South Africa, what do you got?
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to say I love you guys. Jimmy is an absolute delight.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I know 4 people who listen to you guys as well.
4 other South Africans?
More than most countries.
All right. So we're taking over South Africa.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, that sounds
And,
really nice.
and one other person I met who's a black guy, actually, he knew about it already when I met him. So
A black South African.
I think it's...
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's the
That was
coolest
Desmond
thing.
Tutu.
That is so cool.
Whoa. Like a real black South African. All right.
So he's black.
We're international.
And we got
What do you guys think about Oscar Pistorius down there? What's happening over there?
I think he absolutely did it.
He
But
did.
I think the defense did as good a job as they could do by trying to get some element of doubt in that he thought it was an intruder. I don't know if it'll wash. I don't think it will.
Do you think that that they'll do they forgive down there in South Africa? Like we didn't forgive OJ in this country. People
Well, he was
still
innocent.
banned him.
OJ
I know,
didn't
but do
do
you
it.
think they'll?
I don't know. I mean,
Let's ask the South African.
Yeah, he's
That's
South
what I'm saying.
African.
He's still on the line just because he's calling from a faraway land. If you were calling from Philly, dude, you would have been gone fucking 30 seconds ago.
Are you being cooked right now in a giant pot? Hey, Buana.
Are you hearing Ooga Booga a lot?
He's on a big ship. I am the captain now.
Yes.
We know nothing about this place.
As this guy's talking, he's running for his life out of the village.
Yes, exactly.
Are you dodging spears as you
Oh, my God.
talk to us?
Wait till they hear about this in Nairobi.
Right?
I don't know. We just don't know about South Africa.
We don't know anything.
Tell us one
unlike
good
us.
thing about South Africa
The cool
that you would think we wouldn't know.
one thing that you wouldn't know.
One good thing about
One
South
good
Africa.
thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you pretty much got it down. I think that's pretty much what's going on there.
Yeah. How is the post-apartheid South Africa as opposed to the pre-apartheid?
Well, I mean, I was born in 1986, so I didn't really experience that much. But
yeah.
I think I would probably not like living in a police state like a Christian.
You wouldn't, but it was the white people that were the police, so you'd have been cool.
Probably, yeah. But I mean, they wouldn't like me because I'm not really religious or something. Or
I gotcha.
didn't, like, fit in.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Man.
I mean, one was sort
Do
of
the old people there wax fantastic about the good old days of apartheid?
Well, I know someone in my family who said they used to be like really, they're very liberal and stuff, but they used to like be very anti-apartheid and stuff, and very much for the ANC and things. And then afterwards,
It's like the Nazis. There's no one there that was for apartheid. It's like now in hindsight, everybody's like,
listeners in this country.
yeah, right. Keep this guy on. You're right. Jesus, who cares? I just know that Sun City song. That's all I know.
Right.
How are the chicks in South Africa? The chicks hot?
They're hot.
So,
Sir,
Yeah.
are the chicks hot in South Africa?
Yeah, that fucking what's her
They're
name?
all blonde and blue eyes.
Yeah.
they're quite lovely.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Reva Steenkamp or whatever?
What?
Yeah.
That fucking
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron is
so hot.
is South African.
Yeah.
And old Spatula Feet girlfriend was fucking
Beautiful.
smoking.
That's Reva, yeah.
That Patsy Kinsit,
After the
we talked
shooting.
about her.
Yeah. Who else is
De Klerk was a handsome man.
De Klerk, you liked him? He was the head of the apartheid, wasn't he?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. All right, there, sir. Thank you for a little jog around the world. That was our segment. That was our segment we call "Round the World" with O&A.
Yeah,
you like that?
Yeah,
the boring ones always call from faraway places.
Apostrophe round.
It's faraway phone call Thursday.
But what time
Nice.
is it?
I like that. Yeah, what time is it over there?
Okay.
That's always fun.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, let's
But
get
what
at
day?
it.
That's an average morning show bit. Hey, what time is it over there?
What time is it over there?
Yeah, but we go with what day as well. What day is it? Is it Saturday?
I don't think he's over the date line.
It's also Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday there.
Wait, they're only
he
4
says.
hours behind or ahead or whatever?
That's crazy.
He's full of turkey.
No, you should be.
Is it one of those wacky lines that go down and cut way over? And
Something doesn't make sense.
I never paid much
I
attention.
thought it was later there. 11, 12, 1, 2. Only 4 hours?
Well, it is. It's 1956.
All right, Andre with an H. Thank you.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying 4 hours.
Yeah, something's not right here, huh?
I think he's probably a South African living here. He's the guy from the gas station that black lady was yelling at.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's only 4 hours. That's way across the ocean.
Exactly.
I know my geography. All right, sir. We're hanging up on
Where
you
are you
now.
from, sir? Where are you living now?
Where am I? I'm in Stellenbosch. It's near Cape Town. If you might have heard of Cape Town before.
Yeah, of course I have. Where Superman goes. By his clothes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that was a...
Yeah, England's like
Rim
5
shot
hours.
in here.
Right. That's terrible. Terrible joke.
It's 4 o'clock in
That's what
Cape Town.
hair will do for you, Jimmy.
It's
I know.
4 in the afternoon in
Jimmy's
Cape Town, sir.
Brilliant.
Sir?
It's 4 o'clock.
You said 2.
Do you not have a job, sir?
You said 2.
Job. What is your job?
Sorry, I was...
Are we still talking to this guy?
I know.
It's your show. Shut it off.
All right, I'm going to. All right, thank you. That was amazing. Let's say hi to...
He's got to. He better know what time it is because at
Oh, wait,
night
can
he's
I
got to
just
do
say,
that
the Unmasked
thing.
was phenomenal, boys. The Unmasked was really good.
Thank you.
It was
Thanks,
really
Tammy.
good. I usually don't like that kind of, how did we get here? How does that, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff is always...
Thank you.
That stuff is always boring.
Yeah.
But this was
Tammy
good.
trotted all over my joke.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I think she's on
I'm
coke
sorry,
this
honey.
morning.
It's okay.
What was your joke?
I wish.
care.
What was your joke? I missed
Nah,
it.
it was.
Can we go back?
Let's try it.
Sorry.
No. Because it had to be said during the time.
I'm
Well, then just
sorry.
say it.
It was a timing thing?
Yeah. It was
What had
gonna
the guy
be-
said?
The South African guy has to know what time it is so he can batten down his house like Will Smith had to in, that movie, whatever the movie was. But see,
I Am Legend.
How much
I Am Legend.
I loved you. That's why I
I
stepped
Am
on
Legend
it.
because it's South Africa, so I'm assuming he's surrounded by zombie people that want to kill him.
We have another huge fan of Jim Florentine on the line.
What?
Yes.
Don, you're on the phone.
Hi.
My
Who's
brother
that?
Dan.
Who's this?
Oh, yeah. They're just calling up to say hello. This is Mike Francis in New York. How are you? I'm calling up to say hello to my good friend Jim Florentine, okay? Because this is how it works, okay? I think he's funny. He thinks I'm funny, okay? Next thing you know, we're friends on Twitter, okay? Not like the fucking radio show I've been calling for 4 fucking years. I can't get a retweet or follow from anybody, but it's okay.
Mike Francesa. That's great.
Yeah, it's definitely him.
Hey, I love when someone calls and, hey, Mike, how you doing?
What do you got?
Yeah, just I hope you're having a good day.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got?
It's beautiful. He's so angry. He never says hello. Just, what do you got? Yeah.
What do you got?
Hey, Mike, happy holidays. Hey, Mike, happy holidays.
To you, too. Let's go.
That's it.
Hey, Mike, congratulations on 20 years at WFAN.
Thank you.
Just a miserable fuck.
Hey, Mike, congratulations on the Yankees winning the World Series last night.
You waited on a half hour on the phone to talk. The school must be out, okay?
School must. He knows him, man. That's
Hey,
great.
Mike, what do you got on this Donald Sterling thing? What's your take?
I talked about it on my Twitter. You'd know if you followed me, okay?
Oh, shit.
Opie's into me, okay, but he's ashamed. Dan hates me, and Jimmy's bored, okay? So when I show up on the Todds show on Monday, I don't want to hear any belly aching, okay?
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I like my friends.
Yeah, you're very aggressive today, Mike.
Nah, I just woke up on the wrong side of the fucking stable this morning. I'm sorry, but I just called up. I really got nothing. I can shed something on it, South Africa, okay? One thing I know about South Africa, they know how to ruin a good thing, okay? They had it all worked out. They got to ruin it.
Had it all worked out.
right, you guys have a good weekend. I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye, Mike.
Mike Francesa, everyone.
Very funny.
He does a great job.
He's great.
Miserable.
He's wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
God damn.
Yeah.
Any big plans for the big weekend?
Oh, hell
It's not a big
no.
weekend, but
What do we got? Might go to Otto's thing, right?
Sunday.
Right.
Sunday.
Oh, it's a Memorial Sunday.
Yeah.
For Otto. Doing that
Oh, that's
Sunday.
sad.
Are you going, Jim?
Yeah.
they're not going to prop George up somewhere, are they?
I wonder if
In a
George...
corner or
He's
something?
probably going to go with them, don't you
That'd be
think?
so creepy. I don't want to see the
Nah,
little
Otto's
puppet.
family might want him.
Maybe.
You think?
Yeah.
That's Sunday. Today is kids eating banana splits for someone's birthday.
Oh, really? You got...
Tomorrow's some kind of kid fair.
Jeez. Sure.
Should be great. Be wonderful.
Wow.
Do a lot of kid stuff, Florentine.
Trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard. They look at you like you're a crazy person, the other parents. Oh, so you're gone all the time?
They don't understand what your job entails.
They're probably jealous.
Yeah. But I don't... How do you do it? Well, I get on a plane, and then I come home.
I leave.
Yeah, you got a young one.
Well, no, he's 6 now.
That's young.
Jimmy's is younger than mine.
Yeah, but that's young for leaving him all the time.
That's true. But
Damn, you're calling her a horrible mother
Yeah,
right
thank
there.
you.
Well, you know. What are you gonna do?
what am I going to do? This is all
She
I
has
got.
to do it.
Yeah, and then they do that whole, tell me when you're playing in the area. I'll come see you. No, you won't.
No.
Do you tell them?
No, I just go, I'm playing tonight. Can you come?
Yeah.
No? Okay,
No.
There you go. I don't do any shows in New Jersey. Oh, really? Well, I'll go to New York. No, you won't.
No, you
won't. You haven't left this neighborhood in friggin' 6 years.
It's funny, too, because I sent my son to, like, a Catholic school, and I don't think they knew what I was about it. And I'm not saying that I'm, like, even the dirtiest, but the truth is this one family, like, was watching the special. They go, we're going to watch your special, we're going to watch your special. And the next day, I go, did you see it? And they go, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like, it was just too much.
That's what happens with this show sometimes. People are like, what is that? Let me get a pencil and paper and write the channel down. What is it? I'm like, oh, God, I got to give them the wrong fucking number. They can't hear the show. That's fucking crazy. Like, you get that, like, you go to the doctor or a dentist or something, and they're like, what's the channel? No.
Yeah.
It's not for you.
Yeah, if you don't know, there's no point. Like, you.
Yeah, you're not going to enjoy this.
Me.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not looking for new members here. Get away. Stay away.
Do you, like, have an agent or something that books you? No, I just fucking show up in the place.
So funny.
I knock on the door.
for a spot,
I
right.
fucking fly to the Improv in Tempe, Arizona, and knock on the door. I go, can I go on stage?
Have you ever been on TV? Have you ever? And you're like, yeah, you know.
You know who I like?
no.
I wish it was Jack Kevorkian. Fucking asshole. Gives a fuck who you like.
You know who's really funny?
Yeah.
Hitler.
Fucking asshole. Let him
That'll
care who you
stop
like.
the conversation. Wow. Yeah, people say that, right?
Yeah, then you won't like me.
And my favorite of all time is when you're having a conversation with somebody at a party or something, and somebody else comes over and goes, watch out, what did you say in front of him? He'll put it on his show.
That's right.
Yeah, really? Yeah, let me tell you something, Opie. I got a great story. I was at a party, and this guy started telling me about his shingles. And, yeah, great.
Yeah, I'm so careful. This guy will use this in his routine.
In his act.
You should come by our offices. You get a lot of material there.
Will we?
No, you won't.
Yeah, but then you find out, what do you do? It's like, well, I work in an abortion clinic / hat store.
Well, I just might.
Yeah, you're right, sir.
I was just there last week.
We got something for Club Soda Kenny's birthday.
What?
It's Kenny's birthday today.
Hopefully it's a fucking resignation.
It's Clubby's birthday today. Where's Clubby?
Aw.
We got some.
I did not know that. It's my niece's birthday, too.
We got some
mine and
treats.
Kenny's birthday was so close together. And Bobo's.
Kenny.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Kenny.
Yo, he's not happy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kenny. Happy birthday to you.
Someone has a birthday haircut.
I did.
It's a cake in the shape of a car.
He can't even smile on his birthday.
No.
His friends singing him happy birthday.
Why aren't you smiling on your birthday, Kenny?
Kenny.
I'm overwhelmed.
Another day, all
He's
the
crying.
deeper and dead.
Yeah, but thank you for the nice sentiment. And the nice wishes.
It's just, Kenny, it just reminds him it's another year past when you could have beat people over the head with a billy club.
Yes.
Right?
I'm over the hill.
Oh, not at all.
I hope Eric and Roland enjoy the cupcakes.
Kenny doesn't eat cupcakes.
Oh, happy birthday.
What are you doing?
Look at who's here to wish you a happy birthday, Denny Falcone.
Oh, thank God Denny Falcone's in the studio.
Dennis Falcone.
Denny, a few words for Kenny's birthday.
What are you doing?
Look at his face. I love his
Why does he
smile.
have his fucking
He's
Have a
the best.
Denny,
how sweet.
a couple words for Kenny's birthday.
Dennis
Let's go.
Falcone. You do birthday dedications
Yeah.
and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That's right.
Why don't you treat it like that?
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason we came here to celebrate
Wait. What song would you?
We need a
puff
little
up?
music. Something with a long
It
ramp
doesn't
up.
even have to be a happy birthday song.
But something with a long ramp
Yeah, what
up
do you
that
got?
you can talk over with Kenny's birthday.
You mean something like maybe the Beatles and birthday?
Ah.
All right, let's try that.
I don't have cans on.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
No.
here.
Let me get those.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is for Kenny.
All right, give me birthday. Beatles.
Wow.
Wow, he's
Demanding
being
these
very
days.
demanding.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the reason we came here today to celebrate our guest of honor, Kenny, on his happy 21st birthday.
Oh.
Why does he look 21 years young? Come on, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, give it up for Kenny.
Wow.
That's a horrible ramp up.
I thought
Well, I
you were
wasn't
going to
ready.
hit
I
the
just
post.
kind of threw it. But here's the post right now, okay?
Yeah.
Here you go.
No,
Yeah,
you missed
that's
it by like 8 minutes.
No, that was a ramp.
No,
I didn't hit the vocal.
Get out of here. You didn't even hit a ramp.
Actually, I would have been.
You suck.
Or you know what? If we want to take it to the street,
Yeah.
He's got
how about
herpes.
a little 50 Cent in the
He's
club?
got herpes.
Oh, my
A
God.
little 50 Cent in there in the club.
Hey, Florentine.
In the club?
We were,
Oh.
we were
Yeah,
talking to
there
Denny because we learned recently that he blows himself.
No, I don't.
Sam?
Just leave it alone.
Sam?
Where the heck did you get that
Sam?
from?
He's
That's
tasted
absurd.
his own dick.
Yeah,
No,
he's
I
tasted his own dick. What do you
Where
think of
did
that,
that
Jim
come from?
Florentine?
I want his
silly.
autograph.
That's
See?
just silly.
See, that's impressive,
There's
Denny.
yeah, I have a friend that could do that. He got the tip in.
He did.
Yeah, he got the
Wow.
helmet in.
How did he feel about it?
He loved it. Wow. And he did it in front of all of us, and we cheered him on.
Sexual
Yeah.
harassment.
That's good.
Denny doesn't
Cheered
work
him
blue,
on.
but we learned that he
No,
sucks
I
his own
don't.
dick.
I don't know where the heck did you get that from?
Where the heck?
Where the heck did you get that from?
One of the positive things to happen
I thought
when he
the
got run over by a
attention
car as a
should be on
child.
me.
Yeah, what do you guys rip on me for?
Right.
Rip on Kenny. It's his
Yeah, like
birthday.
Flip Soda Kenny on Facebook.
All right.
Wish him a happy birthday.
Yeah, wish him a happy
today.
birthday on his Facebook page.
Give it up for
Thank you.
Kenny.
What are you, an Aries?
No,
No, Taurus.
You're a
full of
Taurus like
bull.
me.
Me too. When is your
Ah, 26th. It just
15th.
passed.
Yeah,
Wow,
nice.
look at us.
GH,
Bunch
it's
of
his birthday
stubborn-
month, too.
Yeah. 2 weeks from today?
Yeah.
No. When's my birthday?
man.
3 weeks from today.
30 what?
38.
38?
Yeah,
Wow.
getting
that's
there.
nice. I'm glad you brought down this. It makes my
Who
nose
wants a
feel better.
cupcake?
Oh.
I want a fork.
Denny, you're lucky it's Kenny's birthday.
Put a
We'll talk
fork
about
in
your
him.
your dick sucking later.
Yeah.
You're off the hook
Put a
today.
fork
Fork in him, he's
sorry.
dung.
Dung, dumb. Put a fork in him.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's not as powerful when you have a cupcake in your hand.
All right. Oh, look who comes in.
I'm going to have a
Roland.
bite of a cupcake.
Are you?
Yeah, it's a little piece of one.
Yeah.
I can't believe your transformation, Jimmy.
Doesn't he look great?
Right?
Right?
Yeah, like he's in a competition.
What am I,
I
fucking
know.
chopped liver? I lost
Oh,
8 goddamn
shit.
pounds.
You look good.
I almost got rid of my lava belly.
And then he can blow
Stand up.
himself.
That's right.
Denny
That's
can
probably
fucking
why.
blow
He
himself.
does have the slim body of somebody that's able to do that.
Absolutely.
but-
Like,
Jim
you
picked a
look
red
like you have
velvet
makeup on.
cupcake, if anybody is interested to know.
Oh, yeah?
And then he got run over by that car as a child. I think that popped out a hip or something to make it a lot easier to blow himself.
Oh, yeah, like double jointed.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
He had his
Do that.
What happened?
he had his
Sam?
bottom rib.
Well, why would
removed.
they have? Why would they have that
Where they
rumor
got
about
that
that?
from?
His bottom rib removed.
He had his
so he
bottom
could do
rib
it.
removed.
Dude,
so he
you
could
work
suck
that
his own
shit.
dick.
That's
Do
something to
Bend
be
over.
proud of. You can blow yourself. You work that shit.
Old
Sam's
slinky
eating a
spine.
vanilla cupcake with red frosting.
All right, a little play-by-play. I like it.
I feel like I'm at a kid's party with these cupcakes.
You know what the fuck?
Oh, I forgot you don't
No.
like cupcakes.
There's- yeah,
Florentine's not a fan of the cupcakes.
I love a good cupcake. cupcake. But I had
14. I had a Yankee Doodle cupcake. When I was 14, that was the last one I had.
Look how angry he gets. A Yankee Doodle.
I'm a grown-up. I don't eat cupcakes. My 3.5-year-old loves them. He should. He likes the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, too. He should.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's much better than the one cake where you blow the candles out and the spit goes all over
I
it.
was never a fan of eating the cake after the candle's blown out. Yes.
It's
funny, the guy who thumbs off a condom while fucking a stranger. Boy, I hate when spittle flies onto a cake.
Walter Conley and Rich Roselle just texted me happy birthday.
Who are they?
What?
Look how happy he is. Oh, look at him share that. Look how cute he is. Look at Kenny.
And I got a very generous birthday gift this morning.
Oh.
I didn't know it was your birthday.
You always treat me to dinner.
He got that picture from Kiss, the first thing in concert. He stole it
Scott
from
sent
you.
him the same thing.
Yeah.
He had only one picture.
Well, happy birthday, Kenny.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Many more.
Happy birthday, Kenny.
Thank you very much.
How are you going to celebrate your birthday later?
One more.
I have plans for tonight.
Oh, really?
What are you doing?
What, Fridays? You got that? Fridays,
a young lady?
Your gift card expires, so you got to use it tonight?
No, I can't talk about it.
You feel like the Club Soda Kenny fans are going to follow you if you mention a restaurant you might go to or something?
No. I'm just a private person.
You're neither of those things.
I know. So you're going to go to like a restaurant and get some food? And
Well, I did get a $25 birthday gift certificate from Morton's Steakhouse.
Oh, what are you going to do with that?
He loves Morton's. He loves Morton's.
That'll get you a fucking half a potato.
So you're going to use it? You're going to use that tonight?
I'm not letting that go to waste.
So that's where you're going to go tonight, Morton's?
Well, maybe tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Happy
nice.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Look how cute you are.
I didn't mean to bring the show down.
No.
Well, you know, that's why we saved it to the end.
No, believe me, the cupcakes brought the show down.
Yeah.
I had a half of one. It was good.
Would you like a cupcake, Florentine?
Dick thing.
Why don't you try one for Kenny's birthday?
For what?
Why not?
I got another text message, happy birthday, from Sean Bennett, who happens to be a chief of police somewhere.
Whoa.
Wow.
Look at these cupcakes. How do you not like a good cupcake?
I know the
That
chief
does
of
nothing.
police.
There's a box of cupcakes in front of me. It does.
What about the red velvet one?
A guy's ass does more for me than looking at those
He'd have to
cupcakes.
turn his shirt backwards anyway. It would look wrong to eat a cupcake with that
Hey, look
Sabbath
who's-
shirt on.
Look who's talking about Al-Qaeda and terror attacks.
Mike Baker.
Mike Baker, who got duped by fake Roland.
Exactly.
He's on Fox News right now talking CIA stuff. He's the guy that got duped.
Yeah. Well, he's been Baker's been. He's got his trusted guy Eddie Snowden is working on something.
That Great Coke Logic texting me. Happy birthday.
True.
Cocaine. That's good.
Yeah.
A lot of people coming on board with happy birthdays for Kenny. I like seeing that. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome, Kenny.
Well, you know,
enjoy your birthday.
If I have, are there any?
You have any gift cards in your
How
desk?
many?
Nice. Do one now.
Give me one. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to tell you about...
What?
Oh, the music starts. You got to surprise your mommy. It's Mother's Day is coming up, right? 100 blooms bouquet plus free glass vase from proflowers.com. That's just $19.99. And you could upgrade to 100 blooms with a pink vase and chocolates for just $9.99 more. Use that offer code OPIE. Sitting right here. You're going to get a special price on your Mother's Day order while supplies last. Pro Flowers guaranteed to last
Anthony,
a full week. Yes, sir?
Sam Roberts texting me happy birthday.
That's nice. You should get him some Pro Flowers for his birthday. Yeah. You know, it's for Mother's Day right now. That's what they're promoting. But Pro Flowers are around year-round.
Did Sam get you a birthday gift, Kenny?
No, but you and your lovely wife gave me a very generous and thoughtful birthday gift.
Oh, shit.
Aww.
None of your business.
Schmoozer.
I feel bad. I didn't
forgot.
even know.
I didn't even know it was his birthday.
No, you were
No one said
specially
anything.
booked as my gift today.
Was it? Was your gift from Opie a giant collared shirt?
No. I did tell him to get new jeans. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, wow.
The mom jeans?
He needs to get rid of the mom jeans. So.
Troy Kwan texting happy birthday.
Yeah.
You know, Pro Flowers are guaranteed to last a full week or you get your money back. freshly picked bouquet. It's perfect for Mother's Day. Ordering is so easy. You pick your delivery date, and it's guaranteed. Here's the only way you get this amazing Mother's Day deal. You go to proflowers.com, you click on that blue microphone. It's in the top right corner of the screen. You type in Opie. That's proflowers.com. Click on the blue microphone. And you got to order today. Send her a beautiful 100 bloom bouquet plus free glass vase from proflowers.com. And that's just $19.99, and then you upgrade to 100 blooms, the pink vase, and the chocolates, just $9.99 more. Use that offer code OPIE to get this special price on your Mommy's Day order while supplies last. Proflowers.com. Expires Friday at midnight. That's tonight at midnight. Proflowers.com.
I want to thank Florentine for coming in, and of course Tammy. Jim, what do you got?
Yes,
Sunday, May 11th, I'm on Californication, nice. And then tomorrow night, if you're fans of that metal show, me, Don, and Eddie are doing a show at the Trocadero in Philadelphia.
Very cool.
Yeah,
and May 14th.
I just solicited another gift, Eric Nagel.
Yeah.
The sex bagel. Oh. Morton's gift certificate. That's a classy guy.
That's
that is
classy.
classy.
$7.50.
Yeah, well, he's got frequent flyer miles.
He's just using his fuck. Good job.
Madonna Mike, text message.
Nice, Mike Gay. Love you, miss you, brother. Where's he been?
My hometown. Look at this.
He's with 007 now.
Oh shit!
He's doing some 007. Gotcha.
The kidnapping hero is struggling with his personal life.
Wow.
Florentine, what else? He had another
Roland, happy birthday.
Okay.
How many text messages in that BlackBerry take? Isn't there a limit?
No, this is the latest model.
There's no latest model with a BlackBerry. Even I, stuck in the Stone Ages, gave up my BlackBerry 2.5 years ago.
Even the company's not using them anymore.
It's actually more technologically sound to write notes and hold them up than a fucking BlackBerry.
You're all jealous. The BlackBerry's making a comeback.
There is 2013 birthday wishes. Year late.
I understood it.
It's, an old phone.
Yeah, I know, it's good.
It's a stupid phone, Kenny.
You don't like it?
No. Who has that?
Sidekick.
What is it? Got buttons?
Whoa.
I like tactile buttons.
Happy birthday from your pals at XXM Canada in Toronto.
Wow. The boys that helped us out when we were up there, huh?
That's probably that Mark Alfalfa.
Oh, we were in
guy.
Montreal. Wait a minute. Who? It's all the same to me. It's all one hunk of fucking not America. That's what I call Canada.
Florentine was doing his plug.
Not America.
I rudely interrupted.
No, I don't want to, just in case another one comes through. It might be a happy birthday.
We're going to pause.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
All right.
Another plug to Jimmy.
May 14th, Laughing Derby at Comedy Caravan, and then May 30, 31. Oh, that's in Louisville. May 30, 31, Laughing Comedy Cafe, Fort Myers.
And a great podcast. Go to riotcast.com and see or hear Florentine's podcast.
Happy birthday from the White House.
That's not happening, really. That's not
thank
happening.
You, Mr. President.
That's kind of cool.
If you're if you're notorious for forgetting special occasions, make sure you remember the sweetest day of all, Mother's Day. That's Sunday, May 11th. What are you doing? Order giant freshly dipped strawberries from Sherry's Berries. They're starting at just $19.99, over 40% savings. Or double the berries for just $10 more. Click on that microphone in the upper right corner. Use the code OPIE and enormous, fresh, juicy, mouth-watering, big, juicy van. Juicy, mouth-watering goodness. Top the chocolate chips?
What's that?
Decorative swizzle or nuts. You just need the code OPIE when you order. Is your mouth watering right now? I bet it is. Don't wait. Order now before the Mother's Day deal ends. Visit berries.com. That's berries.com. Click on the microphone in the top right corner. Type in OPIE. Berries.com. Click on the microphone. Type in OPIE. Order today. This deal expires Friday at midnight. And for you people keeping tabs, that's tonight. Make sure you order now. Berries.com. Over 40% savings. Giant, freshly dipped strawberries from Sherry's Berries starting at just $19.99. That's 40% savings. Come on. Berries.com. Code OPIE. Nice.
Oh.
Let's thank Tammy Pescatelli for stopping by today.
Thank you very much.
Yes, indeed.
Tammy's got a lot going on as well. What do we got there, Tammy?
I got the Dirty Sexy Funny Kenswick tonight, Paramount tomorrow, Borgata next Saturday. Yeah, Mohegan
Borgata.
Sun in Boston tonight. Donnie Wahlberg will be there.
Oh,
really?
So if you're in
Yeah,
Oh, that's
dirty,
cool.
sexy, funny.
Donnie Don.
Right. All right, cool.
You're creeping me out.
Happy birthday, NHL Radio.
Whoa, that's a biggie.
I'm going to send you one.
Yeah, Jim Florentine, happy birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's funny.
He's right here. He couldn't have said it.
No, he likes reading them off. He wants
Probably
to.
out-cued and said you wish.
Oh, shit, I gotta go.
Okay.
All right. Hey, thank you, Tammy.
Great week of
Everyone.
radio,
A
gentlemen.
lot of fun.
Happy
Definitely.
birthday, Club Soda Kenny. Thank you, Florentine. We'll see you guys Monday.
I want to take this opportunity to thank you all for listening to the Opie and Anthony show. You know, as always, we as people enjoy the things we enjoy, but all good things must come to an end.
Patanaise or something like that.
Pate?
Patanaise, but let's see.
E-Rock likes patanaise. See, 'cause it's like mayonnaise. Only difference.
Yes, except General Patton likes it.
Oh, boo. This shit's 2 years old. Past the
Oh, yay!
past the expiration date. That's 2 years old.
Jesus.
And then some Afrin, and then I took a Claritin D.
Wow, you might be over medicating.
No, I'm being very careful.
Are you?
Won't that
Yeah,
Afrin get hooked on that, won't you?
After 4 or 5 days.
Afrin's fucking great.
Dude,
though.
by day 2, I'm fucking...
By
no,
gay.
Oh, Jesus.
By gay.
Yes, there was 2 of the 3 options. Straight's the other one. By day 2, though, Afrin fucking ruins me. Like, my
By day
nose,
2?
my
See,
nose
that's crazy.
re-swells, and I got to take the Afrin again.
Everyone is so quick to say how addictive it is, and hey, you got to be careful. It's like when I have a cold, I'll use that shit the whole time I have a cold, and it's great. Clears your fucking nose out, and then you just stop doing it. Like I haven't wanted to like shove it up my fucking
don't you have a
nose.
day or two your nose is really bad after it, like really stuffy?
Not really.
It works so fucking well.
I've only done 2 sprays of that shit. That's like when I, but with allergies, it fucking takes your whole body down. It's not about just sneezing
Really?
and watery eyes. Your whole body feels just
Allergies
like
just
shit.
like clog my nose, and you get the itchy eyes. That's about it.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Oh,
DJ.
How you doing, boys? My wife works next door to you guys over at News Corp. She actually knows Roland, Anthony, and Jimmy, and I guess I miss it all the time. She can bring it over if you want it.
Oh, she knows us? Oh.
Yeah, you guys actually follow her.
Well, that would be.
I haven't texted her anything inappropriate, have I?
Well,
good friends with her.
No dick pics or anything?
Is your wife's name Shauna Hannity?
Well, sir, that would be highly, highly illegal. But hold on the line. I want to give you a T-shirt.
We want to reprimand you.
I want to give you a T-shirt for for thinking of me.
Yes, of course.
But that would be highly illegal to take someone else's prescriptions. All right. Well, it is better than yesterday, which is good. But being like a fucking little wimpy fucking man where you can't even go outside.
Yeah.
Because you know it's going to get way worse. But anyway, enough of
It's
that.
a shame.
We got a lot of apologies.
Oh my God!
Holy shit! Ones that don't even need to be said.
We started something a mere few days ago. We're trying to see if we could go 10 days without an apology.
And we thought that was going to be too short a period of time, like a week. We were like, we should go a week. See if people go a week without apologizing. So we're like, that might be too short. Let's go 10 days.
Let's go 10 days.
A week is too long.
This is already, we're breaking it for the second time already since starting this.
Crazy.
And I think we started this Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think it's completely ridiculous, the world we live in now. With the finger pointing, you did something wrong.
Wagging the finger. This guy from England.
Which one do you want to start with?
Well, that's the one that really has me boggled.
Jeremy Clarkson?
Yeah, the guy from Top Gear, England.
Right.
Holy fuck. He apologized for something no one complained about.
Right.
It never even made it to the air.
He used the N-word, huh?
No. That's just it, too.
But the headline, okay, I used the N-word.
But he said that, but he didn't.
TV host says.
His whole thing, is it on here, his explanation? Because
is this the slope line that he did with?
No.
He just said that about the guy's on a slope and it was an Asian guy?
Nope.
Is it the same guy, though?
I don't know. I know this guy apologized for saying eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. And apparently he mumbled it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch it by the toe.
Right.
And then the third take, he did 3 takes of this. Now, it didn't air. He was doing something for his show. And then his third take, he said, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a teacher by the toe. But he goes, one of his previous takes, which never aired, He mumbled something just to go, and it was close. If you turn it up and listen closely, it was close to the N-word.
But that's
and he's apologized.
But that's just a childhood.
Yeah, and he never even said it. It is. We used to do that all the time.
Oh my God!
How did you pick teams and stuff?
Right, there was not a whatever.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, motherfucker.
Let me see what they say in the article.
It's ludicrous.
He's begging for forgiveness for racist remark. Top Gear presenter Jeremy Clarkson has released a video begging, and we got the video here, people, for public forgiveness after appearing to use the N-word in a segment for the top-rated television show. Clarkson claims he tried to obscure the racist word while he recited the nursery rhyme, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch up by the toe, but admitted that obviously my efforts weren't quite good enough. The offending footage was obtained by the Daily Mirror in the UK. It was recorded on blah, blah, blah. In the version that did air, Clarkson recited the rhyme but used the word teacher instead. Clarkson has come under fire in the past for allegedly making racist comment. Oh, God, this is the world we live in now.
Fire in the past.
Had earlier issued a robust denial of the allegations that he had used the N-word, telling his 3.2 million Twitter followers, I did not use the N-word, never use it. The Mirror has gone way too far this time. But he then backtracked, posting a video statement online on Thursday in which he apologized. Ordinarily, I don't respond to newspaper allegations, but on this occasion, I feel I must make an exception, he said. Wow.
It's so it's a non-issue.
Clarkson said he has been extremely keen to avoid the racist expression in the best-known version of the rhyme, and on that day in question had recorded 3 takes. In 2, I mumbled where the offensive word would normally occur, and in the 3rd, I replaced it all together with the word teacher, he said. So like you said, he didn't really say it.
He never said it. It never aired.
Now, when I viewed this footage several weeks later, I realized that in one of the mumbled versions, if you listened very carefully with the sound turned way up, it did appear that I'd actually used the word I was trying to obscure. I was mortified by this. Horrified. No, you weren't.
No, he wasn't.
It's a word I loathe, and I did everything in my power to make sure that that version did not appear in the program that was transmitted.
I loathe that word, too. Oh, wait, I meant love.
Apologizes for calling Thunder's Kevin Durant Mr. Unreliable.
Now, what is bad about that?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Is that a stereotype that shouldn't be uttered? Because a black guy being unreliable would be a stereotype.
I don't know. We're out of this game. I don't get any of this anymore.
Insanity.
It was. It looked like it was on the front page. It said Mr. Unreliable. So Kevin Durant, having a bad game or a bad series, I'm not really sure because I'm not following that particular series.
So he's not reliable on the court.
The Oklahoman has apologized after running a headline that labeled Thunder All-Star forward Kevin Durant Mr. Unreliable. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? Yeah.
Sports editor Mike Sherman admitted that newspaper failed with its headline, which appeared in large letters above a photo of Durant surrounded by 3 members of the Grizzlies. The headline, Sherman said, was overstated and unduly harsh, and left the impression that we were commenting on Durant's season, career, or even character. We were not. We were referring only to the Memphis series.
That's fine. When the fuck has a sports page ever apologized for a headline saying an athlete stunk?
Right.
What? I think...
If he was a white guy, would they be apologizing?
I don't... Does this have anything to do with that? Or is this literally just... Or was this finally the right thing to do? Like, this is an inaccurate headline and they're like, all right, that was stupid.
If he's unreliable during
this particular series, but I think everyone understands that by just seeing. All sports fans who are watching that series and they're big Kevin Durant fans are probably disappointed and wishing he would step up more.
Because he's unreliable.
So they all understand the headline.
Right.
They weren't looking deeply into that. He's having a bad series. He's Mr. Unreliable.
Right.
His mom tweeted them.
The Mr. Unreliable headline triggered negative reaction among Thunder fans. All right, too bad. Right, exactly.
Thunder fan.
When you're a fan of a team and your guy is letting you down, man, there's ugliness that happens. Period.
Yeah.
They'll turn on you.
Wow.
Let's see. It triggered negative reaction among Thunder fans, Oklahoma City media members, and basketball observers across the country. One writer for DailyThunder.com, a website that covers the team, called the headline "The dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Well, the headline, not the apology.
Durant, meanwhile, chose not to fan the flames. Coming from my paper back at home, that's what they're supposed to write. So Kevin Durant's cool with it.
Yeah, why?
Durant told reporters on Thursday, I didn't come through for the team, so they got to write that type of stuff. As a player and as a competitor, it's going to be good and bad days. People are going to build you up. They're going to break you down. They don't allow you to stay even keel, and I think that's what I am.
Support the team.
So where the fuck are they apologizing for this?
Yeah.
The guy's cool with it.
He's fine with it. His mom wasn't? Is that who?
Yeah, his mom tweeted.
What did she say?
What's that?
She said, typical Oklahoman on Kevin. Unbelievable. Kevin is reliable.
But he's not reliable in this particular series.
That's your mommy. Of course she's going to, defend him.
And I don't know what his numbers are for this series, but...
And then the general manager for the Thunder also said Kevin is the absolute definition of reliability.
Well, then they got to apologize.
That's right.
So that apology went down as well.
Oh, boy. Is there another one?
The worst one yet.
Yeah.
It's worse than those other two.
Wow.
Much worse.
Total Rock community manager let go after Donald Sterling Twitter remarks.
All
what
right.
is Turtle Rock? Is that a game company or they make games?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Turtle Rock.
Josh Olin, the community and esports manager of Evolve developer Turtle Rock Studios, is no longer with the company in the wake of a series of remarks related to vilified Los Angeles Clippers owner Donald Sterling.
What happened?
Yeah.
Olin, a former community manager at blah, 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 which had something to do with Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Black
He's
Ops.
a secure community manager. Yeah.
Said on Twitter on Wednesday, here's an unpopular opinion. Donald Sterling has the right as an American to be an old bigot in the security of his own home. He's a victim. That's what got him fired.
That's it.
That's it.
That's an opinion on someone's opinion.
And not that outrageous.
No, a lot of people are saying it.
We have been saying it. That's not,
We ought to apologize.
You should be able to say some nasty shit in the privacy of your own home.
Wow. When you are raised in an era where segregation was perceived as right, that will stick with some people. Doesn't make him a monster. Is that what the guy said?
Yeah. Yeah, this is him.
That's the other tweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And that's a very realistic thing to say. It's just not popular because people, when you're a racist, they want to just get rid of you.
You have been kicked from our company for racist activity.
That was the tweet he sent out after the first one because, he was trying to explain himself further because he got some shit on Twitter. Olin later clarified that he believes Sterling was a victim because of illegal wiretapping resulting in a massive life-altering breach in privacy.
Yes! He's totally right.
He's right.
That's exactly what happened.
It's crazy.
Today, Olin tweeted he was expressly not defending Sterling's remarks or actions. Yeah.
But even the fact that he has to clarify that, no one thinks he's defending his... it doesn't sound to me like he's defending his... He's saying that the racism is fine. Even if he was, who cares?
Oh, God.
You know what? I should apologize to all the people, and I really mean this, that I've said, use your real name.
Yeah.
On you know what? It's hard for me to say that, because this guy gave a genuine opinion.
Right. Under his own name.
Under his own name, a real opinion,
look
and
at the
got fired.
repercussions.
So you know what?
In this day and age.
I'll shut up about the fake names. I apologize. We have a leeway you guys don't. It stinks.
He said, final thoughts, I believe in racial equality and do not endorse bigotry in any way. I also believe in free speech and decry sensational media.
But this is where everyone has to step up, and the culture that we allow to function this way.
Right.
Everyone should be disgusted by this firing.
That's amazing.
And people should be going to this company and go, you can't fire a guy.
Good.
Yeah, get rid of him.
Good.
Nobody gives a shit.
For having an opinion on a hot topic that everyone's talking about. You can't walk around without hearing Donald Sterling's name these days.
No, and no one is saying I agree with what he said. No one's saying that. You can disagree with what he said and think it was terrible, but not appreciate the fact that he was wiretapped illegally. Pretty much.
I have a. Oh, I see. Good morning, everybody. Friday.
Thank God it's. That's what I say.
Thank God it's what?
Friday.
Ah.
That was it. That's what they say,
Make
right?
a nice slogan, I'm thinking.
Oh, wow. T-shirt.
T-shirt, nah,
Thank God it's Friday.
It's not good enough for a T-shirt.
You could even, thank you, sir. You could even shorten it to just TGIF, I think it is.
No, not good enough for a T-shirt. I'm sorry.
Ah, that's true.
I'm sorry, sir. We're very picky with our T-shirt designs.
It happens. What? Shit.
Yeah, that stupid face that got dabbed on him.
So stupid.
Yeah, it didn't even make sense.
No.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. I'm retarded.
Just having to look up on every major pop culture expression.
Yes, right. Tard did everything. We get it.
Exactly.
Let's say hi to Nick in Niagara Falls. He has a very good question. Ooh. Nick, go ahead.
Slowly I turn.
Yeah.
Nicky. Hey.
Opie, I just want to know how your bath looked yesterday, bud.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for thinking about me.
Oh, it's the old soak.
I actually did take a soak yesterday.
You did.
And let's not forget, Ricky Gervais also takes baths.
Yes,
and
he
tweets from the bathtub, so I'm not alone.
Does.
I'm in good company.
Tweets some bizarre pictures of himself looking like
face,
a frog.
that
froggy face.
It's funny. It's actually very funny. And I also want to thank all the people that sent me stuff for my my baths.
Oh,
they
did?
Little trays where you can put your book.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people went on the Bed Bath & Beyond website yesterday.
I like the Beyond.
Nice little bath salts and, all sorts of
smoke
things.
them?
Soaps, candles.
The bath salts? You eat anyone's face?
No.
That's good shit.
No, I had to stay inside yesterday because my immune system is trying to kill me.
Is that it? Like the AIDS?
What a beautiful day yesterday.
It was.
And I had to stay in because I'm very allergic this time of year.
You got an allergic?
I'm very allergic for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then it goes away, which is so strange, and then I'm good until the fall. So I couldn't go outside yesterday. It was what, 75?
It was
75
nice.
degrees,
Really
not
nice.
a cloud in the sky. It was gorgeous. But that stupid pollen is in full effect, and I'm fucking hurting. Day 2 of hurting from the pollen.
The itchy schnozola?
Oh, God, yeah. And then Dr. Steve was trying to get me on some kind of new medication for this, but, with
ACT?
Obama.
See, it's
AIDS joke, that's hilarious.
AIDS again.
Oh, God. 20 fucking years of AIDS jokes.
It actually took longer than I thought it would.
Yeah, of course. Dr. Steve's a lifesaver, as they say. Well, not in his own profession. He's Dr. Death.
Absolutely, he really is.
Fucking... With Obamacare and co-op, it's just a pain in the ass to try to get anything done.
Used to be able to just go in and...
He goes, I called in a prescription that's way better than taking Claritin D and nasal sprays and Singulair. And then the CVS calls me, and we need to pre-approve this, and you need this and that. And then Steve's like, well, go on the website, because you could get, you could fill out this copay slip.
What
because
website?
The copay... for the drug, I guess, because the copay on the drug is, ridiculously expensive.
Shit.
And I'm in my house. I don't even want to leave my house because it makes it way worse. And in the end, I just didn't go because it was just too much of a fucking problem. So I'm still on the Claritin D.
Oh, shit.
They make it so fucking hard to get prescriptions done.
But as long as everyone's covered.
Oh, God. And then, maybe I should have just paid out of pocket the whole fucking thing.
You know what? That's usually the best way for whenever
but it's
you get a
hundreds
problem.
of dollars for one little spray thing.
Sometimes you got to suck it up.
I know. It's the principle, though. You know what I mean?
They don't cover my Propecia. They don't give a shit about my hair.
You're still doing Propecia.
Well, you got to do that for the rest of your life.
That's a dumb drug.
What's
the
that?
drug? Supposedly it works, but as soon as you stop, it just takes
your hair will fall out.
Everything you did goes away.
Here's the thing: I don't know if I even need it. Like, I had the follicles put in,
right,
and then I started taking the Propecia,
right.
So I don't know if I was going to have shit fall out anymore. Well, I wasn't bald; it was thinning,
right. But you know where the line is.
Yeah.
Like, I know where my issues are,
right?
And you know the exact line where the rest of it is cool,
right?
You know
the rest
that
of it's cool.
It is though.
Yeah.
I
But
see
I
the
don't know,
exact line where, all right, in between this line and that line, I might need a little help.
That's an issue.
But I know I'm not going to go shoehorn bald or any of that shit.
Yeah. But with the Propecia, I don't know if I need it, but I'm going to take that chance. I'm going to stop taking it, and all of a sudden my fucking hair falls out.
And they don't pay for that?
they don't pay for the Propecia. That's like a cosmetic thing, so you got to go out of pocket. And I think it's $75 for that prescription.
For what? How long does that last you?
A month.
Oh.
What are the side effects of Propecia?
You become a flaming racist.
Oh, wow.
See, please, help me here. I'm on medication. Don't get so angry with me.
Can't believe you've been sprinkling Propecia on your cereal since you were a boy.
My whole family apparently takes it. Yeah.
Oh, the whole family's in on that stuff?
No, I'm saying for being racist. No, I guess the side effects are supposed to be some kind of... they say sexual side effects, but you're
not supposed to get a rod, or?
I haven't had that. No, not so much that, but your libido supposedly goes down, but I could attest to the fact that that does not fucking happen.
Or it might be way worse.
Maybe I would be like a fucking rapist.
You might be you're supposed to be walking around with a boner all the time.
All the time, maybe.
It's called Dymista. Dymista. I'm telling the people because maybe they could use some help with their allergies.
I said that to someone once.
Dymista.
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 Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fucking got you.
Bless you.
Got you.
Can I get some of this shit on the black market?
Oh, hey,
little
racist.
Envelope,
Come on.
Little envelope with some Dymista in there?
Not in this fucking day and age.
Could you leave it at the front door here, please?
Yeah.
Fuck. So frustrating, these fucking allergies twice a fucking year.
You got your Visine in front of you.
I got the eye allergy relief Visine.
What's in the blue thing there?
I
needed the money.
I got some...
Looks like an ass butt plug.
Clarkson said he sent a note to the production staff to ensure that that version of the segment did not go to air and it was not broadcast on the BBC. Please be assured that I did everything in my power to not use the word, and I'm sitting here begging your forgiveness for the fact that obviously my efforts weren't quite good enough. Thank you, Jeremy Clarkson.
Just groveling
for nothing.
So we had an apology yesterday, right? So we didn't even make it a day.
Not a day.
We have not made it a day with this whole apology thing.
You have 3 today.
We do have 3.
3 apologies a day.
Possibly 4.
This is hilarious.
I'm thinking of that other one that we talked about before.
Well, because Shaq is still apologizing.
Yeah.
But Andrea Pizer doesn't think it's good enough, by the way.
What would she suggest?
We'll get into her article in a little bit. And then you got the gaming guy with the tweet. Or whatever. He works for a game company or something.
That, to me, is the worst one.
Okay, we got that. And then we got a newspaper apologizing for a headline they did on Kevin Durant. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? What are we doing to each other?
And this guy was in England, by the way. Did they say that? I thought that was an American word.
I don't know. Let's see the video that he put out, this Jeremy Clarkson.
I don't respond to newspaper allegations, but on this occasion, I feel I must make an exception. A couple of years ago, I recorded an item for Top Gear in which I quoted the rhyme...
A couple of years ago?
Years ago!
Of course.
A couple of years ago. I didn't catch that part.
Let me just say, white people, you stink.
White people are the biggest fucking pussies.
You stink, white people.
Stupid white people.
Ugh.
You're a bunch of fucking pussies.
And yeah, now we're up to the point where now you got to, apologize for things you did many, many years ago.
Years ago. I may have used the word...
I got caught up in that with the whole cake stomp 7, 8 years ago. You're responsible for stuff you did so long ago now.
Some things are appropriate.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely. That your feet were actually saying that word while I did that.
I said shoehorn bald instead of horseshoe bald. I
didn't catch it either.
Are you going to be okay? Are you going to be okay that
shoehorn is the same? That's like they should use shoehorn bald. That's like a Phil Collins, because that little thing of hair is like a shoehorn. Right? No? Maybe?
I'm fucking just miserable. I'm sorry. Sorry I used the wrong words. All right, back to Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah. I quoted the rhyme, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Catch a nigger by the toe.
I was well aware that in the best-known version of this rhyme, there is a racist expression that I was extremely keen to avoid. The full rushes show that I did 3 takes. In 2, I mumbled where the offensive word would normally occur, and in the 3rd, I replaced it altogether with the word teacher. Now, when I viewed this footage several weeks later, I realised
toe.
that in one of the mumbled versions, if you listen very carefully with the sound turned
Catch a
right
chinky
up,
by
it
the
did
toe.
appear
Whoopsie.
that I actually used the word I was trying to obscure. I was mortified by this.
Come on! He mumbled it. I'd love to hear
I did
it.
everything in my power to make sure that that version did not
Everything in his power.
program that was transmitted. In fact, I have here the note I sent at the time to the production office, and it says, I didn't use the N-word here, but I've just listened through my headphones and it sounds like I did. Is there another take that we could use? Please be assured, I did everything in my
Oh my God!
No one complained!
And he's saying he never used the
people
word.
are calling for him to be fired, though, for what, though? There are mounting calls for him to be... He's responding to something.
Wow.
Somebody did, boy, the whole old money shot shirt Comey. I couldn't be happier.
No.
The hell did you do?
I wiped a spill on my shirt off with a tissue, and the lint stuck to it, and now it's a big cum stain on my fucking shirt.
Because it was orange juice, which is sticky.
I know. I fucked up.
You're going to have to wet that down
I
during the
fucked
break.
up. Yeah.
You fucked up.
Wow. But you know, it's like, this is the guy, though, like, people like, well, this is the culture we live in, or whatever. But if somebody else was suffering, or going through this guy probably wouldn't come out and stick up for him.
Oh, hell no. He'd be, he must be fired.
So we all sit around and just watch each other going to the gallows.
Right.
And then when it's us, we're like, what happened?
There, but for the grace of God, go on.
At least we stick up for people.
So fucked up. Not many people in the media going with this whole angle like we are. I'm kind of proud of the show that we do this.
Yes.
Because it's really ridiculous, the apologies. Every day you get one just about. We're not going to go 10 days without an apology.
Hell no.
Not for a while.
No way in this
Not
day
for
and
a
age.
while.
No way.
But we'll try.
Yeah.
All right, continue with the Jeremy Clarkson.
Yes.
My power to not use that word. And that I'm sitting here begging your forgiveness for the fact that obviously my efforts weren't quite good enough. Thank you.
You fucking piece of shit, white man. Shut up, whitey.
Why was he using that rhyme anyway?
I guess it was something to do with the show. I guess he wanted to use it.
Right.
For his,
Is there a real version of that rhyme?
It's eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe.
Oh, tiger, right. Okay, I was trying to remember.
Is that? But as a kid, everyone said nigger. It was terrible. Oh,
I didn't realize Tiger was the actual real version. I thought Tiger was the nicer version.
I think Tiger was the nicer version. I think originally it was always that. Very offensive. But that's what people said back in what they called the day. It's just the way it was. But the fact that this guy went like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch it by the toe. That's what he was doing. He said he was mumbling it, so catch it by the toe. And one, I guess, sounded like, and he was like, oh, I'm mortified. It's terrible.
How did people hear it then if it didn't air?
I guess there were 3 takes. Someone must have let it out. And then somebody in the news was like, oh, did he say that?
Can we see if that's available?
I wish it was.
Let's try to find that out.
It must be.
Let's go to Dave in North Carolina. Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
I think what he's doing is a preemptive strike. He got wind that somebody might be able to release this.
Right.
And he's thinking, wait a minute, I'm not going to be able to ride all these really nice cars. I'm going to lose this fat. Sorry?
Oh, we found it. Hold on. Hold on 1 second there, David.
Yeah, go ahead.
This video contains offensive language.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. When he squeals, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. When he squeals, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
He's apologizing for that.
He said,
Yes, you might have heard the word if you're deaf and underwater.
Yes.
And the headline is Clarkson's N-word shame. Wow. He even admitted that he really wasn't saying the word, but one might have sounded like he was.
Yikes.
Boy, do we love to just catch each other.
David, anything to add?
No, he's horrified or mortified because he's thinking, probably, I just got this big mortgage. How the fuck am I going to pay this off?
Right.
Yeah, we know why he's groveling, dude. No one's questioning why. Like, we know he has to.
know.
But
I think he was goofing on Jim Norton right there.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Were you making a Jim Norton 2002 joke?
I really wish I had been, but I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
All right, then you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, when I was 5 months into a 2-year rent.
Yes.
And I instead of a $300 and something rent with Florentine and his girlfriend, I said, I'm in the big time now, guys. I'm moving into the big old apple. And I move in and I pay $2,200 a month, and 5 months later we're off the radio.
Zero job security.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. But it was only 19 months to go.
You were living like you were rich.
Yeah, I was
rich.
Now you're a comedy magnate.
Thank you very much. Yes, I mean, other comics stick to me.
He's very attractive or something.
Let's say hi to Dan in Virginia.
Dan, is he the man? Which one?
No, he's not.
This one is not the man.
No, this is Dan the pedo.
Danny.
Yeah, hi. I'm 36 years old, and
Congrats.
Hold on, Dan.
Dan's 36 years
Happy
young,
birthday.
I say.
Good for you, Dan.
All right, what else?
Good for you.
thank you very much.
I was going to say your shoe size.
I wouldn't even know that rhyme as having that word in it. I grew up, catch a tiger by the toe. If it wasn't for this...
Poor tiger. You know, they're endangered, and we shouldn't say that either.
Exactly, it's a paw.
Catching a tiger by... Yeah, they don't have toes.
Yeah, I don't think the tiger would appreciate that.
No, they're endangered animals, and it's terrible that you would even imply that you could catch one by the toe.
Sure.
Meaning he's probably captured, very injured.
How about catch a camel by the toe?
There
That's
you
fine.
go, a camel by the toe. Catch a camel by the toe. Ooh, if it hollers, you're a mo. It's the same jokes, we just package them different every day.
Absolutely. It's a rhyme, and the punchline is somehow we're making each other homosexuals.
Yes, of course.
Let's go to Trucker Bob. He's going to tell us where the Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo song came from.
Ooh, a little history lesson.
Go ahead, Trucker Bob.
boys.
Hey.
Way back in the day, that's how the plantation owners used to pick their slaves on the box.
Come on. All right. I can't even believe
you're
that.
just hilarious.
I watched Roots, and I never heard that rhyme the whole time.
You were probably too busy yelling out other things.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Allentown. Joe. How are the jobs?
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Iron, coke, chromium, steel.
You guys making a comeback ever since that Billy Joel song or what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Nice.
Does someone bring up that song every time you say where you're from?
Basically, yeah.
It's got to be so annoying. Where you from? Yeah, I live in Allentown, Pennsylvania. We're living here in Allentown.
Yeah. Are they tearing all the factories down?
Have the union people gone away?
Yeah.
That whole Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, when I was a kid, like, everybody would say Tigger, like, from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
I always thought, like, oh, that's a cute little rhyme about Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
But, this guy's a joke. Oh,
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a nigger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go.
Hey, also, real quick, that whole thing about aspirin before, about being addicting.
Yeah.
Addiction's the wrong word for it, but, like, when I used to take it, I don't take it anymore. I would take it whenever I felt extra stuffy, and it would, like, my cold would last 10 to 14 days. And it wasn't, addiction's the wrong word for it, but your nose gets used to it.
Yeah, well,
if your nose, yeah, whatever, yeah, you know what we're saying.
Yeah,
I didn't imply that your nose was out sucking dick for morephrine.
Your nose does get used to it, which means you got to keep using it. I understand. Thank you.
All right.
It swells.
Thank you.
Why don't you get a job, Tigger? See? It's little Tigger. Oh, boy.
What happened to Sticks and Stones? Charles.
May break my bones.
What are you talking about?
Names will never hurt me. Words hurt, though. We learned that.
Yeah, words hurt.
That went out
They
the
tried
window.
to tell us that years ago. We didn't buy in. Sorry. We didn't buy into that whole concept.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first apology today. Jeremy
First apology, but that's not the last one, right?
No.
Oh, man, there's cheerleaders outside fucking Fox News today.
Yes, they're supporting Donald Sterling.
Oh, man.
Donald Sterling has cancer.
Yeah.
What?
And the Post thinks that's hilarious. They think it's great.
Really? You should get cancer. I hope you get cancer.
The Post said, Donald Sterling has prostate cancer, and then the Post under that headline said, looks like God has a sense of humor.
Does God have a sense of humor? I don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So you want somebody to get cancer?
Yeah. Again,
for being a bigot and possibly a racist.
If someone's a racist now, you can say anything about them.
Right.
They're like the communists in the 50s.
Right.
And this is exactly like what the McCarthy shit. Like, you know, are you a racist? Do you know any racists? Have you ever said racist things? It's fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is.
The New York Post today is very happy that he has cancer.
That's
and
insane.
Thinks that God has a sense of humor for giving him cancer.
Sure.
Wow.
That's kind of twisted, I think.
Yeah.
But didn't he have it before he said those things?
Probably.
I don't know.
Probably.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, God would know what he was going to say, because God knows everything.
But hollers you're a mo.
Because you want the camel toe unless you're a mo.
Of course, and you yell at it.
A mo. Kids are hilarious.
So we got a newspaper, the Oklahoman.
The Oklahoman?
That's exactly what it is.